We play and call it work.
Hey everybody, Matthew here from MiniWarGaming.com, and welcome to our first ever episode of Heroes of Harinburg, our brand new Dungeons & Dragons role-playing game show. If you are watching us live on Twitch, welcome. We are very excited to be streaming live for this show, so that hopefully there aren't any major technical issues. And if you are watching us later on YouTube, we will try to have these posted every week on Friday on YouTube. And that way, if you do ever want to join us in the live stream, you can always catch up. And if you can never join us in the live stream because, well, 12:30 Eastern Time to 4:30 Eastern Time is when you work or sleep or are busy with something else, then you can always watch it on YouTube as well. But we do really appreciate our live viewers as well. So we got some, what's wrong, Colin? Oh, Steve said, "Keep your big head out of my shot."
Wow, I'm sorry.
Jeez. Okay, you can go to the group shot now. So I do have some announcements to make, and then we'll introduce everybody. I don't want to do too much bookkeeping here. I'm going to turn off the chat because it's distracting.
Oh yes.
We're not going to be reading the chat during our show, but we'll have a break halfway through, and we'll probably read a bit of chat there. And also we'll spend, if we have time, if we don't run too late, we'll have a bit of or talking back and forth with our live audience after the show. But Colin is watching the chat throughout the whole thing, so if you see any technical issues or any other things, we're not really interested in rules interpretations, I'll be honest right away. We're just going to manage that all here. The best place to post rules interpretations would be on the YouTube videos, because that's where I might go afterwards if we've had a discussion during the game about how a certain thing might operate. So we are playing Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. As you look around the table, there is a varying level of familiarity with this edition. For example, Steve and I are relatively new. We've been playing for a couple months now, 2 or 3 months.
Yeah.
I've been GMing and also playing, as Luka's been a DM as well. Luka's somewhat familiar with it. Kenny, how familiar with 5th edition?
Fairly familiar.
Fairly familiar?
Yeah, we both played when it first came out, but jumping back and forth to older editions.
Right.
And
Yeah.
And then on this other side of the room, okay, so let's introduce everybody really quick. We got Steve, hand up Steve. We got Luka, hand up Luka. Kenny. We've got on the other side, no, you probably know these 3 gentlemen. Steve and Luka work for MiniWarGaming, of course. Kenny pretty much lives here. And we love Kenny. We appreciate Kenny. And on the other side, we have 3 newcomers who you've probably never seen before, unless you are one of their friends watching the stream, in which case, wave to your friends.
Hello, friends.
Hey, Pock. I don't have any.
You were told to anyways.
Yeah, wave to your pretend friend. So we've got Ben
Yes.
on the one side. Wave Ben,
Hey,
because they can't
that's
see
me.
who I'm pointing at. And we got Thomas in the middle. And we got Jeremy here. Now, these 3 gentlemen have all, and currently are DMs for 5th edition in their various capacities. And so have, I'm assuming, a grasp of the rules. I never, you know what, I don't assume that anymore. I've DM'd for 5 years. Yeah, okay, yeah, we'll see. But all I'm trying to say is, we're going to get rules wrong. It's a role-playing game. And so my decision will be final during the game, and then we can discuss if we're going to change things after the game. So that's basically how I'm going to run it, which is how I think every DM should pretty much run it. But of course, that doesn't stop the players from, if I ask the players, how does this one work again? They're welcome to, of course, try to inform me. But we're not going to be watching chat for that, so there's really no point, unless you want to have a discussion amongst yourselves and saying all of that. So this is going to be a homebrewed campaign in a homebrewed place. And I'll be borrowing elements from the Forgotten Realms. Like, I'm not going to remake everything from scratch. But it is going to be in our own place, the city of Harinburg, actually, hence the title Heroes of Harinburg. And before we get into introducing the characters, I just want to give a few shout-outs to some companies who have supplied us with either terrain or miniatures or audio. For example, I guess I should. I don't need to have the audio on yet, which I don't anyway, so that's okay.
Battery, 50%.
Nice. Thank you.
Hold on. I just pulled it away from the mic before I did this. I'm like, wait, I should have had this set up already. Whatever.
Quickly, can you be entertaining?
Here we go, here we
Hurry
go.
up.
Hurry! Come on, connect.
This is how they treat me.
Mobiledevice.com.
Yeah. You say you're connected. All right, it says it's connected. Anyway,
Ooh,
so...
impressive. I booked you a reader.
Do you know what the odds of that are? 1 in 6.
You know what the odds of that are?
no matter what you roll, right?
You're right.
Okay. So we'll put some background music on right there. Not for any other reason than just to make sure our sound is working. So essentially, what's up? Is it not working?
No, that's fine.
Okay. Every time you look over here, Colin, I freak out. I'm like, what? What's wrong?
You guys got to get used to me standing up.
Yeah, okay.
Also, can
If
you
you-
push that one side miniature over to touch the other one's face?
There we go.
Yeah.
Was that driving you nuts?
I just couldn't give them all.
My character is.
Okay,
based-
so let's go through a few things. So the map that you see in front of us, that the one camera is currently pointing at, yeah, it's that's maps by. It's not on screen yet. It'll be on screen. Yeah, that's Mats by Mars. We're going to be using some of their mats. I'm going to be using a variety of mats from different companies.
It's pretty.
We got some Games Workshop terrain on here. We've got Tabletop World, Greenleaf terrain. Audio that you're hearing right now is from tabletopaudio.com. We'll probably also be using Sirenscape. And the map that you're going to see of Harinburg is, I drew it, and then I sent it off to a graphic designer to redo it in a prettier way. And so I designed the city, but then Renflower Grap X, I'm not sure exactly how I'm supposed to say that. You can look that up on Instagram, Facebook, different places. Found her through Fiverr, and she did a great job with this map. I'm really happy with it. We'll hopefully have a nice printed version of it eventually.
Useless.
And of course, Tiny Furniture. Some of the stuff you'll see in here is from tinyfurniture.com, and Hero Forge is some of our minis. But and as we go on too, I'll try to introduce whenever I put terrain on the table. I'll try to remember to be like, this is from this company, because a lot of the terrain that we get is given to us by the companies free of charge, and that's awesome because that way we can they basically help sponsor our videos that way. And the biggest shout out, of course, goes to our Vault members and Twitch subscribers who make this all very possible. In fact, if you want to make sure that we continue these streams, gotta turn that down. It's a little too calm. If you want to make sure that we continue these streams, then becoming a Vault member or Twitch subscriber are definitely the ways to do it. As much as this show is going to be on YouTube afterwards, we will have other live stream shows that will be only available to Twitch Video on Demand or Silver Vault members. And so, and just don't forget, if you have an Amazon Prime or Twitch Prime account, you get one free subscription that you can give. So if you haven't used that, then we get the same amount of money from that as if somebody actually bought the subscription, because you basically paid for a subscription already included in the cost. So we need to see enough subscribers and enough Vault members signing up because of this to make sure that we can continue it. So I think that's all my bookkeeping stuff. This music is way too calm. Let me find something. You don't mind it?
It's nice.
It is nice. It is nice. This is Old Town, City of Wonder.
It soothes me. It keeps me down.
Keeps you down?
It tames me.
Keep it.
Keep it
going.
Yeah.
Oh, does it keep you
Yeah, I
quiet?
think
It
we
actually,
need
yeah.
Yeah.
It works quite
Was you
well.
happy you turned it off?
We can do a Barovian castle if you like.
Yes.
Ooh, please.
Or
do.
how about a Halfling festival? Yes.
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 That
Let's
sounds lovely.
let us all go to a Halfling festival. Steve, you will be required to dance. At
Oh,
this.
of course. I understand.
Barovian castle. It's like a castle right
Item added to playlist. Here we go. Halfling festival queued up and loading. See, already nice.
Big birds.
Thank you for complying, Nibs. So now we are going to go around the room and introduce our characters, and then I will introduce the adventure that we are all partaking in. And yeah, that's really it. So Steve, why don't you get us started? Tell us about your character, just really quick.
I'm playing Nibs Bubblekin, Halfling Rogue. A little older guy. Got arthritis. But he's still very shifty.
You want
Angry.
to? Do we have the miniatures on the table? Can we get the miniatures front and center? Are they front and center? They're in the big screen? On the big one, so that way he can point to his guy.
I'm the little guy in the center.
All right,
The halfling.
So point to the halfling. That's you right there. All these miniatures are the miniatures that we're using, with one exception, and that's Luka's. Luka's didn't come in time. We had a Canada Post strike, and I think that slowed us down.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Luka, tell us about your character.
So I am Bolfrir the Gold. I am a
Bolfrir
Bolfrir the Gold. I am a. you have to overpronounce the D.
Bolfrir the Gold.
Thank you. I am playing a half-orc barbarian from a circuit of barbarian villages in an area called the Bralvican Woods, and I'm a folk hero of said village because I, with my father and other members of the village, fought off a warlord, and I am currently chasing that warlord down as they run away.
Wasn't a hag?
Well, that was their name. It was Ruth Mull, the Hag Queen. But she was an overall warlord, kind of... I was going to say crime lord, but that's not right. It was a warlord. She gathered a bunch of tribes, attacked other tribes, and got fought off.
But she's also a hag.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, she's called the Hag Queen. I don't know.
You don't know if she's a hag.
I don't know. I just know her
Could
as
just be an old lady.
Yeah, it could literally.
Have you actually ever seen her?
No.
Okay, so you
I've
don't
never
even
seen
know
her.
if she's an actual hag or not.
I just know
she
that
calls
she's-
herself the Hag Queen, Ruth Mall the Hag Queen.
Or other people call her. Ruth
Other
Mall.
people call her Ruth Mall the Hag Queen.
Yeah.
Okay. Good
I
to
know that she was the leader.
She's supposedly.
Allegedly. Allegedly. And that is my quest. I'm currently hunting her down.
Yes, trailing bandits all the way to Harinburg.
Right, because she hired bandits as mercenaries. So,
Yeah, makes sense. Whenever you see bandits now, you just assume they work for Ruth Mall.
There's like a bandit lord that she hired that is the leader of all the other bandits, and I'm currently trying to find that bandit lord because my trail of her has gone cold.
Has gone cold.
And the only way I know is the connection through that bandit lord. So I'm hunting him down to hunt down the initial quarry.
Makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah, I'm a
The
barbarian.
alleged. The alleged.
I'm a barbarian. What do you want?
Nibs alias Hag Queen.
Hag Queen. All right. Kenny, tell us
I am
about Lars.
Lars Frank. He is a grizzled Immertoftian war veteran
Nice.
who loved standing shoulder to shoulder with his brothers during wartime. But his king decreed that men were not allowed to stand shoulder to shoulder anymore. It must stand 5 feet apart.
Above 5 feet.
And about 5 feet apart.
Stay within 5 feet of each
Stay within 5 feet. And they fight in disarrayed fashion now, and he couldn't handle it, so he had to leave to find a cure for the madness of his king.
Yes. Or you know,
How many people are getting this, I wonder?
no, and if they ever decide to go further than that 5 feet, just half of them are cut down by some sort of divine force.
But
My
which half, you
character's
never know.
really loving this setup too.
Yeah.
He should be more towards the center, and I wouldn't mind if the wizard agreed to carry my banner at all times, just to keep the.
Oh yeah, he actually
Keep the
has a
colors
little.
flying.
Now I don't know if this is in the way, but he has a little.
Well,
base.
because we have
There
a
it is.
musician,
Yeah.
a captain.
Oh, right.
We
you
need a standard bearer.
Got the standard bearer here. So this is
There
the
you go.
standard of his people. It is also acting as a spear throughout the game.
Awesome. Thank you, Kenny. Ben.
Yes, I'm playing Tatiana Zuth, who is a human bard. She's from Pascale, and basically her orphanage/theater company burned down, so she's going around doing good deeds and trying to fund the rebuilding of the orphanage.
All right. Thomas.
I'm playing the High Elf Aureus Amakir, the seventh son of the noble house of Moraloon. I have set upon my journey so as to... Oh, right. That's me right there.
The wizard.
The wizard over here.
Standard.
The
I've set
wizard
out-
standard bearer.
I've set out upon a journey to prove myself to my family as well as experience the world so as one day to become the greatest wizard the world has ever known in this age.
But you're
It's
a little wet
ambitious.
behind the ears.
Just a wee bit. I'm a very young elf. I'm only about 23.
And what's the name again?
Aureus Amakir.
Alrius. Alrius.
A-L-R-R-I-U-S.
Alrius.
Oh, I'll spell it the way I want to spell it.
Spell it phonetically. That's the
How
best way.
did you spell my name?
How did I spell your name?
Yeah.
I'm just calling you Balls.
Sure.
That's actually what I was going with too.
Jeez.
Well,
You know what? I'll
through the
correct
gold.
you.
Nibs and Balls?
Bowl through the gold.
This is the name my mother gave me.
I'm just going to call you
Does
Bolter.
I'm going to give you a nickname at home? No, it's only Bowl free of the gold.
Or-
It's
or-
only
or
ever been
Big
Bowl.
D. I'll call you Big D. No. No.
Please.
No. No. No.
Don't do that, man! Don't do it!
Oh, that's all.
It's me, of course, right?
It's always you.
Always me.
It's always you.
Okay.
What if we just called you Biggie Bill?
Thank you, Thomas. And we got Jeremy here.
Yes, and I am playing Brother Rin. And Brother Rin is well past his early days. He's probably somewhere nearer to 50.
Oh, geez, that's super old.
I know. I myself am not far from that. So let's be careful what we say. And Brother Rin has led a pretty varied life thus far. There was a tragedy that occurred, as all good D&D characters have, and he went from being a leather worker to a beggar on the streets of Harinburg. And
Which allows you to actually have a good knowledge of Harinburg.
I know Harinburg pretty well, yeah.
Being a beggar
Yeah.
for how many years do you think you were?
I think I was a beggar probably for at least half a dozen years, so maybe 6.
Well, that's
6.
very good knowledge, at least of all the places that.
Yeah, maybe more than
The
that.
ability doesn't go.
Maybe a little bit more than that. Anyways, Brother Rin almost gave up on life, and he was ready to sort of to end it all when he was reached out to by the Temple of Kalina, the goddess of the dead. Her holy symbol is an owl. She's also called the Lady of the River, and they sort of gave him purpose again, and he's turned his life around and found some meaning, and he hopes to join the ranks of a group called the Order of the Shroud, which are sort of an undead hunting order that the Temple of Kalina supports.
And employees.
Yes.
And who help run it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But he's got to prove himself so that he can join the order first.
Yeah. So I actually took some elements of their backstory and wove this into it. Not every part of everybody's backstory is here. But Harinburg, for example, he's a stomping ground there. That was Jeremy's creation, and then I just fleshed it out. Yeah. So that's our 6 characters. Are we ready to get going? Is there anything I'm forgetting before we start our adventure?
No, I'm ready.
I got pretty subpar stats, if anyone's curious out there.
You're fine.
Just,
He's weaker than I am.
I know. Well, yeah.
I'm a swole boy.
Oh, yeah, we did, we rolled our characters, the old classic way. Not Iron Man, but we didn't do point by. Kenny actually got natural 18.
A couple of people did, actually.
Oh, wait, who else got natural 18? Noise.
My stats are amazing.
Jeez.
I don't like to brag. But
Everything's over 10 for me.
I'm pretty above, I'm pretty average across the board. I've got.
I'm sure there's people in chat right now asking, "Are we going to show the stats?" We're not all prepared for that for this first episode, but I do hope to eventually have, that we use that lower left part of the screen to show the various stats of everybody. And we'll be adding those elements as we go along. So, if you have, and once again, if you're on live chat and you have suggestions for how to improve the show, I'd wait till it goes on YouTube and post there. Just because we're not watching the chat. Colin is watching the chat right now to watch for technical issues and things like that, and to also keep track of who subscribes so that we can say thank you to those awesome people afterwards. But yeah, so let's just get into it. Are you ready to start our first ever session of Heroes of Harinburg?
I believe so.
I don't think I can stall any longer. We just got to get into
Let's
this.
go.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're actually going to be starting this. I'm going to give you a little bit of a background of what's going on. The characters actually, I've already told the players most of this, and that's why they kind of decided how they were going to be here. And we're going to be starting with just jumping into some action, just to get everything going and get used to playing with each other as a group, and also as the characters getting used to playing against or to cooperate with each other. So you were hired by Rowan Laughingsteel, who's actually head of the Order of the Shroud.
Laughing Steel?
Yes.
I like that.
Rowan Laughingsteel. At the Temple of Kalina in Harinburg, to deal with a group of ruffian bandits who have made a small base in the western ruins of Harinburg. So if we see a map of Harinburg right now, then on the western side, we got a map of Harinburg that can be popped up there, Colin. On the western side, you can see there's some area that's kind of patchy. It looks like the buildings are ruined. Just left of or west of the smaller river. That is the ruins. That's the area that you're heading. I've put a map up for everybody to see if you guys want to pass it around. It's not too important that you know exactly where you are. These ruins have been ruins for a while. They're kind of a dead zone between the marshlands and the rest of the city. The city is not the nicest place to be. It's poorly managed. And it's one of those places where it's all subdivided into districts, but the districts are not just like poor and rich, but even subdivided sometimes by race. The marshlands, for example, are populated mostly by like goblins, half-orcs, lizard folk, all the ones that are considered sometimes less desirable. Sorry, Bulfregald, but you are a little less desirable around here in Harinburg.
I'm not,
but only half you.
Yes. No, there's no orcs living there. It's half-orcs. Orcs are still a little too rough for this place. Goblins are conniving enough that they can get along with society as long as the society's not too refined. Whereas, like, on the eastern side of the city, we have there's actually a dwarven district. And then we've got, like, the main island is more of a rich area. The lower and upper temple districts are where the more rich people live. And then the market district, the inner lower city and outer lower city are more of a poor, or your typical kind of. I don't know if middle class doesn't really exist in fantasy, so fantasy middle class, which is You're poor.
Pretty awful, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're not,
get rich
but you're
or
not
die
necessarily on the
farming.
street.
There's only two.
Yeah, there's like three classes. There's noble, there's the people who live in bad housing, and then there's people without housing. And so
And then there's
there's
adventurers.
not that middle class.
Adventurers.
And there's what?
Adventurers.
Oh, and there's the adventurers.
Yeah, because
of
we're in
course.
between homes.
Yeah, you're kind of in between there. You're homeless sometimes, maybe.
I think we're all homeless.
probably,
I'm not.
Probably at this time.
Yeah.
Anyways, so you've been hired because now normally taking care of bandits out in these ruins, which are still ruins because nobody wants to go and fix them. They've been ruins for dozens of years at this point. But the people from the people, the various races from the marshlands don't want to fix them, and the richer people don't want to put their money into it because they don't want to get near there. There's also to the west. There's a big garbage pit. It's an enormous garbage pit, so it kind of stinks over there too.
Oh yeah.
But bandits, that'd normally be a job of the town guard. But the reason that the Order of the Shroud are really interested is because one of their people that infiltrated the bandit camp saw that they actually brought a zombie, just a single zombie that they're keeping behind bars, and they don't know what the purpose is, but it doesn't matter to them.
It's Uncle Tim.
That they are very much the Kalina worshippers, who is the goddess of the dead. One of their tenets, of course, as Brother Rin knows, is that the dead should remain dead. And they're not obsessed with killing people, because everybody should have a life, and everybody should die, and their soul should move on to wherever it is that they go next, according to their beliefs or whatever the current situation is. And that should remain that way. So even like good people being resurrected, they don't want that. Once you're done, you're done. And so they do have the Order of the Shroud within that organization, who are dedicated to hunting down the undead. But this is, it's one zombie, so the way that the Order of Shroud are dealing with this time is to outsource it. And so each of you has had your reasons. Why don't we go around the room really quickly and identify to the audience why it is that you were hired or why you were interested in this job. We'll go around this way this time. You're probably the easiest, Jeremy. Brother Rin.
So the interests of the Order of the Shroud are my interests, as I want to join their ranks. So
Did they want to hire you, or were you more like, ooh, pick me?
I think I'm a little too green for them to sort of take into their order. So I am out to prove myself worthy.
So you probably volunteered then.
Absolutely.
When you heard that they were looking for people.
Yeah, if the word got out that they were looking for people to take care of a problem, then certainly I would be quick to volunteer.
All right. And Alrius, what about you?
What
What is a high elf noble doing with this group of adventurers?
Well, I'm traveling around, trying to find my way in the world, gain experience, and I'm actually sort of familiar with Kalina. Kalina has a presence in Morloon. I decided, why not offer my assistance, prove myself, gain a little bit of coin at the same time.
Also, they're rich. So that may have been a motivation.
I mean, kind of possibly. I mean, as I said, a bit of coin for spells. It'd be very nice to have.
The Temple of Kalina is the richest temple in Harinburg right now because they are the funeral directors. Pretty much every funeral that anybody can afford a funeral director, they're hired through the Temple of Kalina.
Plus, I'm a huge fan of owls, and I do have an owl familiar upon my shoulder.
Yeah, so you actually like owls.
Yeah, great horned owl.
And their symbol is actually, is their symbol an owl?
Yep, Kalina.
Kalina, yeah.
An owl.
Symbol is an owl. And so, yeah, that just kind of obviously got you in there. Tatiana, what about you?
Well, I've been busking and performing in town, trying to meander around the town square and the markets and such. And people's pocket change is running short. They're not giving as much silver and gold as I'd expected to maybe be able to make. I'm doing odd jobs, rat killing in basements and such, but it's not paying as well as I'd liked. And I saw a flyer.
I was this close to having your first assignment be to kill rats.
Yeah.
Baldur's Gate 1.
I know every
there it is.
Noble
Every
version.
adventure starts with some rats in a dungeon, but
Yeah.
I'm a little tired of it, so I figured I'd try to up the ante and go for some undead.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
What about you, Lars?
Well, me and Steve.
Hold on.
No.
You and who?
Whoa.
Who's
Nibs.
Steve?
Nibs.
All right.
Little nibbler.
Nibs.
Bumpy.
Lars and Nibs are professional bandit slayers. That's how they met.
It's true.
Oh boy.
We both thought each other were the bandit.
They both took the same contract.
Yeah, we both took the same contract, thought each other were the bandit, best of friends.
Ever since.
Now we take all the same contracts, and when we were fighting bandits this time, we ended up finding a plant from the church, and he explained everything to us. Naturally, we knocked him out and interrogated him later. It turned out he
bandit.
was telling the truth, and now he's offering us money. And here we are.
Yeah, so that's actually how you were literally fighting bandits, and that brought you to these bandits, and you knocked out the one bandit who turned out to be the plant from the Temple of Kalina. Upon interrogation, they told you what they were. You brought them back, and they offered you a job because that's naturally what happens in adventure.
Bandits beget bandits, folks.
Hey, what about you, Balfrugald? Balfrugald.
Thank you. So ideally, like I said, I've been hunting down a lead to this bandit lord, overall leader of bandits in said area. From what I've heard, they all answered a one man, and that led me to Harinburg. And I've seen this contract where I heard they're looking for volunteers to hunt down bandits, and I figured this is the next step. Maybe get my hands on one, and it'd be a little bit easier with a party tagging along, because there's been more than one occasion where I've hunted down a group of bandits on my own, and I've realized that though it may be glorious, it would amount to nothing if I went in on my own. So this is why I agreed to party up. This is my first chance of doing this too.
Awesome. So you're brand new to everybody.
It
It sounds like besides the two of you, that you guys, this is your first foray together.
Right.
From what you're all telling me, your backgrounds. Nibs, you want to add
Kenny
to what
pretty much covered it.
Lars
Just a
said?
couple of guys taking jobs.
A couple of guys making money.
Got to get paid.
Yeah.
That's it, yeah.
Well, 1.5 guys, right?
It's the best
for
buddy
three.
cop you're
Eight for three, yeah. Yeah, you're pretty old, kind of.
Oh, yeah.
My whole
Gnarly.
123.
Jeez, eh?
Well, you seen his miniature? He looks really old.
You got no hair.
Scrappy old guy.
My
The
character's
most
23.
brightly
No,
colored
21. Sorry, my
person
character's 21.
On my miniature's most brightly colored, or most distinctly colored, aside from yours. That's new. That's interesting.
Okay, so
Die horribly.
basically where we're going to start is we're not going to be like, okay, what are you going to go shop for? We're assuming that all your starting equipment right now is what you've arranged for this at this point. And so we're going to almost pretty much jump right into this encounter, except that I'll give you guys a few minutes to talk amongst yourselves. You are basically, what you know is what you see here on this table is the layout. This house back here that looks mostly intact, it's still rotting. This whole area is just rotting away. So the house at the back is actually is still mostly intact but falling apart. And your job is to come in here, find that zombie, and make sure it is destroyed, and then return to the Temple of Kalina to report, so they can come and then perform the rites of sanctification and purification, so that zombie cannot be raised from the dead again. And so that is your mission. And so how would you like to approach this? Like, for example, what time of day, scouting, all that kind of stuff. Because all you know right now is the layout. All you've been told by the informant is that there's roughly a dozen bandits, give or take. Some, it changes every once in a while. Sometimes new ones arrive. Sometimes they get in fights and they lose some. And they do have some guard dogs as well. Some pretty big looking guard dogs, like wolf-like guard dogs.
So,
Not good boys.
pardon me for speaking of turn, possibly. What is everybody's fighting capabilities? I myself, I'm a spellcaster, primarily work from range. I do have skill with a blade, but I prefer to keep myself at a distance. I can also scout with my little friend here. Give the owl a little tickle on the chin. I can see through his eyes there, so that might help. But what about the rest of you? What are all of you capable of? I assume you like to hit things with Shikok there.
Pretty simple, right? I got the axe. I got 2 more axes on my belt. I have javelins. They go to the target. They take them out. Pretty straightforward. The quickest point from one place to another. That's straight line. Yeah, go right through them.
All right. Yourself?
I'm covered in so many daggers, practically armor.
Yeah.
Just go up and stab everybody.
All
No
right.
questions.
Are you up front kind of guy, or are you
Yeah, roll right in there.
or are you more of a quiet down?
No. Screaming, loud, angry.
Screaming
Good
loud
to
and
know.
angry.
How about you, friend?
Yes. I wield the great sword. I wield the banner. I have the crossbow. I have the shield. It is a pen.
Duly noted. Duly noted. How about yourself? This is kind of your deal, as it were.
If the undead are somewhere in that camp, I'll be going in. You best keep up.
All right. And what are your capabilities?
Well, I'm capable.
Good Good to know.
What about you?
Yes.
Like that.
I'll
Are
probably
you
Yeah, like
capable?
him too.
Quite.
The owl would suggest that you're capable.
He's pretty good.
I'll likely be hanging back with you. I'll be playing some tunes of encouragement. And I might jump in with my rapier if need be.
Who's watching our back?
Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha.
All right then. So should I send in my little friend here to observe the area?
Well, I mean, I guess we're not in a rush. No, they're not going anywhere. This is their camp, right? So
Yeah.
I don't care either way.
All right then. Can I borrow somebody's shoulder so I don't fall over?
Now your familiar can only communicate with it when it's within 100 feet of you.
Communicate, yes, but I can see through their eyes indefinitely.
Yeah, you warg into it basically.
But he loses his surroundings.
Yeah.
So that's why I'd like. Can I borrow somebody's shoulder so I don't fall over?
You can,
Well, I'll be right-
you can sit down by that
I'll be
tree
right
over there.
next to you.
And I send my owl in.
Okay.
To scout around. All right.
So what am I rolling?
Well, at this point, your owl, obviously getting a bird's eye view, will be able to give you a good layout of what everything that's going on.
Can we say we're approaching at like twilight? Because it might seem a little awkward for an owl to be flying into.
Yeah.
Well, we could approach at any time. And even if it is a wee bit awkward to see an owl during the day, it's not unheard of.
So what time of day is it then when you send this owl?
Yeah, I like Twilight.
What time of day is it right now?
No. You guys, this
I like
is your
Twilight.
chance to kind of be like, we'll wait till dark, or we'll wait till
All right,
twilight.
well, let's go until.
Like, we're not going to go explore the city right now. We're starting here.
Let's go
But
twilight.
I'm giving you a bit of.
If everybody's else good with that, twilight.
Twilight makes sense.
I like it.
I'm okay with this.
Okay. Is anybody going to have a hard time? Like, at this part of town, unfortunately, there isn't any lots of lighting. There's not a lot of lamps and
Yeah.
stuff.
I
So
only
once the sun goes,
the one eye.
He's only got the one eye. That's right. I got dark vision.
Because once the sun goes down, it will be pretty dark.
Yeah.
Like
I
right
got
now,
dark vision, so-
twilight will be dim light, and then
Mhm.
once it's dark, it's not a full moon tonight. It's a little overcast, so it'll be dark.
Okay.
Well,
I think dim light's fine.
all right.
As long as you don't take too long.
We'll
If
manage.
need
can-
be, I
fair
can
enough.
I can light the place up a bit.
After
Okay.
the initial assault, sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
But it also gives you the advantage of cover and stuff. Like
Nibs
that.
can sneak better in the dark.
Everybody.
Nibs
can
don't
sneak.
sneak.
Nibs doesn't sneak
all
everybody.
right,
Yeah.
I send in my owl.
My chainmail says I don't sneak.
Okay, so
either.
how far away are you then?
Um,
Where are you guys set up? You can
I'd
look
like to post up behind this wall. Like if we're
You
we're
actually
not
wanna be
coming
this
in
close?
if we're not coming in off the map.
No, you can.
We're setting up out on the.
Well,
on-
You can be 300 feet away. You can be on the other side of the city
why don't
right
we-
now.
why
I
don't
don't
we
care
set
about
up
you.
100 feet
okay,
out?
Yeah,
behind some cover, and then I can
yeah.
still
Yeah, like
communicate
far
with
enough
my
away
owl.
from them dogs.
So that, yeah.
100 feet from the map.
Like even 100
yeah,
feet from the
let's
map.
say
Okay.
that.
Okay.
So basically while he's scouting, you won't be able to communicate with them.
Yep.
You won't telepathically.
Yeah.
But
I've given my owl the order to do reconnaissance.
yes. And then you're going to use your action, which you don't need to use an action, obviously.
And I keep the elven child upright.
Or you can sit down.
I'm doing
Yeah,
both.
put him in a
You
bush.
both. All right. Okay, so the owl goes over and scouts out, disappears from your ability to telepathically communicate with it, but then you're seen through its eyes. And in the dim light, you do make out this kind of structure. You see that there's a couple campfires.
The owl does have dark vision for 120 feet.
Oh, you're good. You're good. There's fires that are lighting it. So basically what you're going to see is you do confirm that, at least at the time that the owl goes over, there's a bunch of bandits all around the main campfire. Some of them are sleeping. And then there's one that seems to be wandering with a torch, and he's got a dog right next to him. You see at least one other dog around this fireplace. It's kind of hard to see. There's a large group, so you don't know exactly. And there's another fire over there that you can see, a little one. And there's a couple bandits sitting right there with a dog next to them as well. And you can't see into the building. There are lights flickering in the windows, though. It appears to be occupied, and there is smoke coming out of the chimney. So what is left of the structure is still being occupied and used.
All right.
But you don't see a zombie anywhere.
Okay.
Okay, and then so the owl
when my owl
returns
comes
to you.
back to me, I send him out again. As soon as he's back within my 100 feet, I give him the order to go and look in through the window of this building.
Okay, when he was flying over, the windows are all boarded up. You can see some. You can see some
Oh.
the house is dilapidated.
Decrepit. Yeah.
It's decrepit.
Well, in that case, I'll just bring out.
Yeah. Unfortunately, unless it flaps into the house itself, it won't be able to see what's going on. And the doors are closed.
Nah.
Does he? I see smoke rising off the model. Does the owl see
Yes.
smoke? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Like it's
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 occupied.
boarded up, but you can see light
Right. Okay.
peeking out through it, and there is smoke coming out of the chimney, like somebody does have a fire going on in there. Which is, in fact, that would appear odd because it's actually it's a warm night. So why they'd have a fire going on is a little strange, unless it's
Alright.
just because it's already warm out. Why would you want to warm up
As
the
my
inside of a
owl
house even
has
more?
been flying over, I've been relaying this information, and once the owl is back to me, Right on. So, any thoughts?
All right.
Seems pretty standard. Go in, knock them out, take them out, get this zombie, and finish the job.
Okay.
Right.
away you
Any?
I pull out my axe, kind of hop it up and down in my arm a couple times, and point towards it.
Well, you think you all seem to be upfront kind of sorts. So you two go in first. You go in after them, and we'll come in behind. Actually, are you a close range or a long range fighter?
Close.
Okay, you two go in first.
As
then
is
you two-
evidenced by your.
Shield and my mace.
Yeah.
You basically see him, he's holding the shield. He's got a big mace on his belt. So
Alright, so you two first, then you two, and then we'll bring in the rear and shoot things with magic.
Grunt, point, agree, nod.
you're all good at that.
Agree.
Yeah.
You're telepathic.
Are we moving on the little camp
Yeah,
first?
I'm good holding up the rear.
Yeah.
So basically, at this point,
Like this.
before we roll initiative, obviously. So I guess the first thing that comes in is: are we going in sneaky, or are you just going to set up, or we're going to roll initiative?
Yeah,
and get
that's
started?
actually a fair
I want a
question.
stealth
Are we
thing.
gonna try and get in quiet, take him by surprise
You
first?
heard about dogs.
We can try to get as close as we can.
I can.
How close is the tree line before we get to this sort of clearing with all the?
There's actually a road. You have to cross a road.
Okay.
So the tree line's on the other side. So if this was done perfectly, where your characters all set up right now, they're on the other side of a road.
Okay.
And that road goes to the marshlands. It goes north to the north to the marshlands. This is west of the road.
Alright.
And south goes back. On the east is the river. So you're actually, it's not so much a tree line as it is that you're near the river.
An embankment.
But there's like ruins on that side too that you're currently crouched.
There's
behind.
cover.
Yeah, you've definitely got cover there. Coming across, there's unfortunately crossing the road will be not the most ideal, but
Well, we do have dim lighting, and so shall we try?
yeah,
going
you definitely can go in stealthy if we want to do that. And we just have to determine how far away everybody is. Are you going to stay together? Are you going to have a couple stealthy people move forward first? Basically, what I want you to do is set up your miniatures, and you can go off this mat roughly where you want to start creeping in. So
I want to come in right around over.
so come off the mat even further then, like where your guy would be when we're going to roll for initiative,
Before we cross
essentially.
the road.
Right over there.
Okay.
Okay.
Who's leading?
Well, I can go front with some people because I could.
Are we coming in from the corner?
Where are you going, Lars?
I could attempt a crouching approach.
I'm definitely a frontline fighter.
Do we want to flank maybe?
My
Do two?
Chainmail says I can't.
We certainly
sneak.
could.
Go two sides.
We could go
'Cause
three.
we
You
got
can,
two pretty
he's not
good.
very good at it.
I'm a
bits of wall
clinky
cover.
boy.
Yeah, he's got the chainmail rattling as he goes
Well,
in.
anybody who's not good at sneaking, if
Yeah.
you
Why
want,
don't we bring
if you
some
wanted to
from
try to
this
go in
side?
stealthy, you could always stay
Two
further
from this
back
side.
Yeah.
and let the
Sort
other
of
ones initiate
pincer around
combat.
that.
That's actually a good idea.
It depends what you want to do.
Okay, so we can
I'm
have
down with
actually we can have I like that idea of we can have whoever is loud go in first, with the rest of us coming in a little quietly. See if you can draw attention to yourselves, and then we can assail from
Oh,
there.
I'm gonna draw attention to myself.
That is just your nature. How's that look? Are we all good there?
Now, is Brother Rin
I'm pretty good
the
with that.
sneaky type, or do you think would he make no? You go with the.
I'll try.
You want to go in
I'll
first?
try, but I can only.
It's dim light,
Yeah.
so their passive perception will be lower, and
Do you want to go in first wave?
there are dogs.
Sure.
Yeah.
Dogs don't care
Yeah.
about dim light as much.
So I'll go in second wave then. I want to try and be a sneakier approach.
So where are you going to be? So let's organize these. And
So
then
you
roll
want
for
me to go
initiative.
in first?
Okay. Are you?
Because
going
this is
in
you
with
and me
Brother
over here,
Ren?
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
No?
gonna go in with
Yeah.
Brother Ren.
So you two are gonna go in. I'll go over there.
Yeah, I'm gonna come in over this way.
I'll come
And
in.
also, okay, from that distance, just
Over
as
here?
you're setting up, I'll set up a couple miniatures that you can see right now.
Why does your mom let you have two spellcasters?
So we're gonna set up just a couple around here. They're not sleeping. They're not alert. They're not currently patrolling. There's one that's currently right here. You can see it's holding a torch and it's making its rounds, kind of like as it goes around. It's currently right here with his dog. That's as far in as you can see. You can see a light coming from over here, but you can't. And you can make out some shadows, but you can't see exactly how many are there.
Before we cross the road or anything, I'd like to give a bardic inspiration die.
In the last 10 minutes, just so you
Yep.
know.
Yeah,
I
10
know.
minutes is
We're
plenty.
we're basically just about to go in, so I'm gonna do like a little quick, just like
A little pat on the butt.
and
Good hustle.
inspire.
Who are you going to inspire?
Lars Frank.
Lars.
Yeah.
Do you have a special D6 you want to give him, or does he have to remember?
Sure.
I-
Here.
I've got
I got a D6 for you.
I've got all these. You want to use these? Like beat map bat rip dice. They're awesome D6s.
I can get, no.
Oh, you got your own special ones. Fine.
Ooh, I like that.
Should we roll stealth?
Text
Those of us
I don't
trying to
even
be
know how I
stealthy?
feel about
We will in a second. Everybody roll initiative first.
All right.
Everybody give me your initiative.
Ooh!
Oh, look at that, 20.
Nice.
First roll.
Plus
Woo!
first roll.
Nice.
First
Good
critical.
start.
Hold on.
Not that you're really critical on that, but
Oh, you can crit.
you just did. All right, you just did. Everybody roll initiative. Don't tell me what it is yet.
Just gonna pull that back.
Luka's last.
Whatever. Planned.
Okay, anybody get higher than 20?
22.
23.
Jeez.
22.
Oh, when you were like dropping your shoulders, it's because you rolled really well.
I'll go first.
You don't want to go. Sorry, it's 23,
Sorry.
22, 22. Okay. So
I rolled 19.
23 is Nibs. 22 is shared between Arias and Rin. Higher than 15. Higher than 10.
14.
Noise.
13.
Noise.
14 for Tatiana.
Tatiana.
I know, I got all the cheat sheet right here, and I'll be good at this after today.
We'll get there.
He says
And then
that.
13 from Lars. Hey, higher than 5.
There's a very specific question. I got 5. Bull free of the gold. I got 5.
It's the gold.
The gold. The gold.
Looks like we're going in second, boys.
Freer the gold.
Yeah, bull free of the gold.
Well, that's up to you, right? It's because your initiative's first. Doesn't mean you have to charge it
Yeah.
first.
Did you just roll a bunch of letters?
No.
Yes.
No, I didn't.
You went to the Nordic name generator?
Yeah, but that's a name. That's a good name.
You're working.
I had a lot of options. There was 8 names.
good game.
I narrowed it down to Bull Freer of the Gold because it was so amazing.
His name could have been Sven.
Yeah.
Orly.
And now look at
I
it.
am Orly.
It was just like the first sounds that came out of your mouth.
4, 8, 12. It's like 14 letters.
Is it 14 characteristics?
Okay, so but I'm assuming we're still not, unless somebody's
14
yelling a
characters.
battle cry. Does everybody want to roll for stealth to see
Oh, no.
how lucky you get?
I'll attempt. I
Alright,
assume.
we're gonna try.
Yeah.
No, that's up to you. If you don't want to go in stealth, you don't have to.
Oh, we're trying to.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be quiet.
I'm doing that crouching approach. I got my battle axe in one hand. And I got a hand axe in the other.
Right, so you guys are just
Yeah.
kind of creeping across.
I'm cool with doing a
What
singular
symbols
bluff.
are these? Clang, clang, clang. No.
I'm a total 20.
Okay, so give me.
myself.
I have disadvantage, so I'm not going to bother.
Well, just roll anyways.
Yeah, you never know.
Here, just try it.
Oh, disadvantage, right?
I got a 15.
That's
pretty
pretty
good.
good.
Yeah.
Okay, anybody get lower than a 15?
Really?
I got a 7.
Nobody got lower than 15?
18.
I got 19.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
We're gonna
Okay,
slay
so-
them
wow.
in their beds.
Wow.
so
I have no
15
idea
is
what
our
just happened.
number.
Crew.
And
Nat
then
20?
just remember what your stealth was, because as much as somebody might see some of you, they might not see the others until obviously you come running in, shouting and slamming them with your maces. Now, why is... Sorry, give me 1 second. I don't know. There we
Max
go.
those poor trees.
Cue the combat music.
MiniWarGaming Steve.
Nibs! What would you like to do?
Hey, that's his thing.
Welcome to the fold.
Welcome
We're
to the
just
fold.
gonna move up to here.
Sustain and cover.
Oh yeah. Roll. And we're gonna dodge.
You
Nice.
gonna dodge?
Oh yeah.
You could ready to shoot once we go in.
And daggers.
You get ready to throw.
We're ready
once
to
we go
throw
in.
then.
You said you have lots.
You got 32.
I'm slitting
He's got
throats.
32.
I got 32.
32 daggers.
Yeah,
As you move in, the 3 of them don't seem to notice you. So you are still hidden. Okay, so you're not going to do anything else? You're just dodging?
Yeah. I'm not gonna start the fight when everybody else is way back there.
All right, so we got Alarius and Rin. You can guys decide what order you go. Don't go at the same time. Decide which order you're going to go. And every round you can choose.
Go ahead. Let me go first. If they all jump on me, then you can
Yeah.
adjust accordingly.
Yeah.
Well, you're
I'm
both going to go.
going to
before
just move
anybody
up to the corner of this building.
else. Okay.
Stay kind of low and crouched, and I'm kind of hoping Bull or Lars will come rushing
So you're
in.
going to stay hiding then?
I'm gonna stay there, yeah, and I'll take a dodge action.
Okay.
I think we're
So you're
all
getting ready
going
to-
to the road.
Yeah, all right. Alarius.
right up along this.
The dog. You do see the dog kind of lift its head. It cocks its head a little bit.
Okay.
It's not barking at anybody yet. But
I'm getting a looking at him. I'm not going to do
it
it.
smells your cologne.
Smells your owl.
It might smell the owl, actually. Oh, right, I have to roll for the owl's initiative. Hang on.
Oh,
Doesn't it work on your
23 for the owl.
Doesn't the familiar just go on?
No, it has its own initiative, as it says right here on the card.
Oh.
jeez.
Sure. Are you going to be doing something with the owl?
Well,
All right.
it has
23
yeah.
owl.
Great.
Why not? Right.
I'm going to ready Firebolt.
Firebolt. Okay. What's your trigger and what's your target?
It is going to be trigger is going to be either my friend charging in or them noticing us, and I'm going to take the dog.
Okay. Now where you are there, you can't really see the dog.
Oh.
That wall is totally blocking you.
Oh, okay. In that case,
Stay right. Kind of stay back a little bit. Yeah, the trees provide you with some cover, so that's okay.
no, I can't get to the tree.
Just go here off my hip.
Yeah, okay, I'll just go there then.
Okay.
And I'll just keep low and.
So as soon as the dog takes a hostile action, you want to shoot it with your firebolt?
Yep.
Okay, so you cast firebolt, and then you hold it.
Yeah, I'm just kind of, and I'm hiding it a bit with my cloak.
Right. Well, I don't think it actually I guess it could actually be a fire right there, but it's more like you're holding the magic of it in your hand. When you want it to be cool, you hold the fire. When you want to be stealthy.
In most realistic situations, you don't.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so it is the bandit's turn. These ones, he's technically surprised, but he's on patrol, so he's just going to do his AI move, which is to go to here. And then he is on patrol, so I'll do an active perception check. What was yours, Nibs?
16.
Okay. He doesn't notice you. And the other ones they all have the surprised on them, so they won't take any actions. Tatiana.
I'm gonna post up on that wall there, just
So we wanna
behind,
move
just
her in?
around that corner.
She moves 6 squares, I'm assuming that's
Oh,
what you
other side of the
Yeah.
other side of the gap. Yeah, sorry. And I'm gonna ready my rapier in case someone comes around the corner. Any hostile comes around the corner.
That comes into range. you're
Within
gonna swing
range,
at.
basically.
Okay, Lars.
What's the terrain like here?
It's rough, but it's not difficult. Like you can see the leftovers of
Would you say it's
foundations.
cobbly or would you say it's dirt?
Yes, it has both those features.
All right.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for a nice patch of dirt nearby.
There is plenty of
Pocket
places
sand.
you could find to plant your banner.
Here we go, folks. 1, 2, 3. I plant the banner.
Actually a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's
this
the banner right here, everyone.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, is it an actual in-game thing? That does
Oh, heck no.
Okay. So it's just a flourish. All right, so you go
Okay.
ahead, you plant your banner. So I'll use that as an object
Yeah.
interaction, so you can continue your
You
move
need
and still
you
take
need a
an
banner
action.
model
Oh, no,
now.
no. I'm going to pull out my sword and, yeah. I guess we're doing this now.
Oh, is it going to follow you?
Well,
No.
for now. Not.
Oh, I don't need to move. I've tricked them already. I'm gonna.
I'm just gonna come and die.
Yeah.
Oh,
So you
boy.
run up and plant your banner, you draw your sword, and do you what?
Your time is now, bandit filth.
Okay, so obviously
I'm
that.
glad we rolled for that.
It's a good thing he rolled low initiative,
Yeah.
eh? Okay, so it is the wolf's turn. Sorry, the dog's turn.
Wolves.
Well, just because they see me, don't mean they see you.
Yeah, so this one obviously is now very aware of you, and it heads over 1, 2, 3. So there's your reaction there,
gonna-
Tatiana.
Yep. So
You can't see. Oh yeah, when it started to
Before
move.
it
When
yeah.
it moved, I'm gonna
So do your firebolt first.
20.
That would be a hit. How much damage?
3.
3 damage. Okay. So you see the dog all of a sudden go, "Ruh!" and as it gets up on its hind legs and alerts the bandits around it who start to stir. A firebolt just rushes in and smacks it here. And then, but it still heads on over towards that way. And as it passes you,
And as
you
it's
step out of the
passing
shadows
me-
and you swing.
yep.
And you have advantage because it can't see
I roll
you.
a 16
Why are you rolling a d8 with that?
because that's my damage after.
Oh, just roll
Okay.
the same.
You actually have advantage because you're hidden from it.
Oh, okay. Well,
It probably
18.
It was probably
Yeah.
hit anyways.
Yep.
Okay, that's a hit. How much damage?
10 damage.
10 damage. You killed it.
Nice.
So as it comes around, as it's beelining, after it's a little singy in its back, you just feel it, shook, and then a little flourish as you look over at Lars.
Killing dogs now.
Yeah, so we can remove that dog.
Great.
He was actually just coming over to be your friend, but you know, whatever. You want to kill all the dogs, then that's your
Do I
prerogative.
keep stealth if no one else saw that?
No. You
Okay.
as soon as you make an action, you have to do another hide action to regain your stealth. Okay, do me a favor. That dog right there is going to beeline towards Lars until it sees Nibs. So it has a speed of 40 feet, so 8 squares. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now just put it next to Nibs.
It's going to double move.
Yeah, so 8 doesn't get it to Nibs?
Oh,
No, the initial 8 does
No,
not.
8.
Okay, so then it basically runs right up to you, very, very angry, getting ready to attack you. And
Does that trigger your ready action? I don't remember.
he was
he dodged.
He was dodging.
That's a pretty good ready action.
You do hear a stirring. You hear some shouting coming from over here now. And so it appears that they have been alerted. Balfred the Gold. Did I say that right? Balfred the Gold?
Balfred
Balfred the Gold.
There you go.
Balfred the Gold.
Thank you.
Take your turn, please.
Okay, so
What you like to do?
all right, so obviously the hooting and howling has started. So I'm gonna put my hand axe back to the side, and I'm going to move. I only moved 30. They got rid of my
6 squares.
barbarian speed. So I'm gonna go 6 squares. 1, 2, 1, 2. You know, does it take me there? Or if it takes me there,
Actually, it takes you next to the bandit.
It does?
Not there. The one. Yeah, I guess you could go there if you wanted to.
Alright,
Yeah,
so-
you were close enough to move all the way to the
Alright,
bandit.
so if I can make it within the bandit's proximity in that period, I'll put I already have my other axe out, so I'll put the other one back on my belt, take out, and I'll rage.
So you're not going to take an action then?
Raging is bonus action.
No, I know.
I'll
But
drop the axe then.
yeah, because if you putting the axe away would be his free object
Yeah.
interaction. So drawing a weapon would then.
I already had the other one. I had like the one axe out, and I had the hand axe in my other hand.
Right. Oh, because you want to go two-handed.
Yeah, I was gonna put it down.
Okay.
what I
That's
was
fine.
gonna- yeah.
Going to two-handed doesn't cost anything.
Yeah.
So as you rush in, you put the hand axe in, you grasp the big axe with 2 hands, and you swing.
And as I come in, I'm raging, laughing, more or less.
That's how you rage.
Kinda calm.
What does that sound like? What does Balfrogald sound like when he's raging?
It's like a
No.
Hey, you! Hey, you! And he goes in and gets him.
All right, give me an attack.
All
You're
right.
not hidden from him, so it's not with advantage.
Oh, I got it. Natural 20! Half orc 20.
Nice.
Half orc
Half-orc.
20. Oh, here's the. I need
How much damage?
This is
3d12?
3d12 plus 6. So 16,
He's
21, 17, 27 damage.
Hold on. Walk me through that. Why 3d12?
So half orcs get an
And
additional
the
die.
crit the half orc get an extra crit.
Yeah.
So you killed it.
Woo!
I don't even.
Wow.
Yeah, you killed it.
How much did he get on him?
What was the total damage? I actually didn't
Like
hear
27.
it. Yeah, it's dead. You come in, you do your weird maniacal laugh, and both fruit the gods here, and boom!
I like to imagine like give him
where's the hag?
I get him a little boom, and look at the next guy.
And you're out of movement, so you can't go any further. So that's your turn. Jeez. Okay, so we start a new round. We got the owl and Nibs. You want to get out of there just so you can actually keep track of where you are?
Yeah.
I want to find you a magic banner that does something. Everything in 20 feet or
I'll
something.
work on that.
And no, everything in 5 feet. Everything in 5 feet.
Everything in 5. Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Yeah. Okay. Nibs.
Okay, I'll just
The dog is
I'm
right
gonna
there.
wrestle a giant dog who's bigger than me apparently.
You're gonna wrestle it. You want to grapple it, or are you gonna attack?
12.
That is a miss.
Oh.
Unfortunately, as you go in, you can see it dodge just out of the way before you can make
There's my
contact.
other dagger.
So bonus action attack with a light weapon.
14.
Yes, that is a hit.
Nice.
What little damage do you do?
1.
Yeah.
I scratched him.
Yeah.
It's been
Offhand.
Yeah.
Offhand.
So you go to lunge in because you got 2 daggers, right? Or you got like a million.
Yeah.
You have 32. You have 32
I have trouble
daggers.
moving.
It's clink, clink, clink. Oh, I dropped one. So you lunge in with 1 dagger, and it's been charging this whole
Yeah.
time. As it leaps towards you, you just kind of lunge in, but it distracts you, and then you just kind of graze it slightly. You don't even know. You draw a tiny bit of blood, but it doesn't seem to. It barely notices the scratch that you just did. Anything else? You got to move.
No.
You're just gonna stay where you are.
No.
Okay. Is the owl doing anything?
Yes. My owl will fly over to this guy and is going to harry him, giving the help action to whoever comes close to attack that.
Okay. So we should probably put a little miniature down for the owl. Do you have something?
I thought we found something.
I got nothing.
I got a cockatrice. I got
Yeah.
Sure, I'll
frogs.
take the cockatrice.
It's a little big.
It's fine.
It's a tiny creature, right? That's
Yeah. So
Now do me a favor and just remove that wall that's right there so the camera can see. Because now you guys, we'll know that you're.
We can see now. We
Yeah.
know there's a wall there.
It's all good.
So my owl is just harrying this individual.
Okay, so it does the help action.
Yep.
That is useful. Nibs,
What
you already
is-
went.
What is
Already
the
went.
help action?
It's one of the actions. Basically, you help one creature with a task. You can distract a creature within 5 feet of you, and the next attack roll of an ally of yours makes against that creature has advantage.
That's very good.
Yeah, if it's not used, then it goes away. But yeah, so it's going over there. The owl's flapping around him.
Right, he's kind of like
Dead owl soon. Okay, Alarius and Rin. Which order do you want to go in this time?
You can still go first.
Well, I'm gonna move up on this guy then.
You got range.
Yep.
Drawing your mace, or it's already
And I
drawn.
will. Yeah, the mace is already out, and I will try to bring my mace down on
All right,
him.
it's totally distracted. There's an owl flapping around right now.
So I get advantage on
You
that.
get advantage on this.
Nice.
Just on the first one.
Ooh, not so good. 10.
Oh. Nope. Unfortunately, it still notices you and manages to kind of just batter aside your attack with
Yep.
its shield. You got anything else?
I don't have anything else.
Okay, Alarius, what do you want to do?
Alright, I'm gonna move up just to the edge of that wall, where it should be,
Where the wall was, yep.
and fireball.
Fireball.
good old new cantrip.
23.
That is a hit. Was that a crit?
No,
You rolled 19?
18.
18.
I got plus 5.
Okay. How much damage?
4.
4 damage. Fireball just whirs in. Poof! This guy is being harried by an owl. Parries off, but this obviously isn't able to stop the firebolt from coming in. So. Oh, wrong one. 4 damage, right?
Yep.
Okay, anything else?
No, I don't think so.
All right, it's Bandit's turn. Okay, so before anything else, I think that bandit's going to be more worried about the guy with the mace and the shield than the little owl. So he's going to turn and try to strike you back.
Yep.
7.
No.
Oh, jeez.
Are you sure?
He starts yelling out for his allies. So if anybody wasn't alerted by this point, they sure are now. Okay, so that bandit is going to make its way straight this way, 6 squares. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Obviously not able to get there. So get him next to that half-orc barbarian who's currently raging. Next to the downed barbarian who's beating the crap. Okay, so we've got a whole bunch of bandits who are now stirring.
Oh, that's a lot of them.
One of those banditos. I heard once that
Banditos.
God came from Evertown.
Okay, so we're just going to keep this simple. Jeremy, you can help me out here.
Yep.
Start with that one. Move them as close to some ally as
And they're
possible.
going 30
They're
feet?
moving 6, so just basically move them up next to somebody. He's not going to be able to fire.
He's not going to be able to get there.
He moves twice. Move.
Oh, they're double
move
moving.
forward.
Okay.
That
Yeah,
one
I'll
is.
just sprint
That
again.
one is. Now the next one, he's going to move to here. He's got a crossbow ready.
That's all the crime beaters.
A lot of crime going on over here.
Hey, he's going to fire over at the that half-orc barbarian. He fires at Volfragald. He gets a 19.
That's a hit.
Oh. I'll miss you.
I'm fine. I'm raging. I believe in my
3 damage, but your rage, so that's half damage.
2, right?
So 2.
It rounds up, yeah.
No, it always rounds down in D&D.
Yeah,
For
I was going
players?
to say it actually rounds down.
Is it like rounds down for players, rounds up for
No,
against?
it rounds
it's
down
just
everything,
down.
and
Minimum one.
unless there's something in the write-up that says it rounds up.
Okay.
Yeah. Well,
So I
assume
assume
rounds
it's
down.
minimum 1, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
No, damage can be reduced to 0.
Accurate.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I
Totally, I just read that. But we can double check all that afterwards. I'm fine with rounding
That's no
down.
worries.
So the arrow comes across, and it sticks into your arm, or sorry, the bolt sticks into your arm, but you're too mad to notice,
that makes
or you're
resistance
too maniacal to notice.
way
I don't know.
better.
I feel like you don't rage, you just go maniacal.
Yeah.
Like, as you run in there, just paint
Doesn't really
some
notice.
Joker
Yeah,
man.
it's just like, my axe is up in the air as they're shooting at me. It just goes across me, whatever.
This one grabs some cover with its crossbow and
care
takes a
about
shot at
bolts.
you too.
Bolts are terrifying.
That's 6. So that's a miss. Ooh. And then we have this one over here. Whoops. He's just going to move up to here, taking some cover behind this tree. Takes a shot at you as well. Oh, that's going to be a hit. It's 21.
Yes, sir.
Whoop. Just roll that damage again. 2 damage.
Like total of 2?
Yeah.
My goodness.
So yeah, so you take 1. Because you are enraged. This one has its weapon out, so it's going to move and then dash. And this one's going to move and dash. No, you can stop him there. That was pretty much. He was further back, so they only get to about that far. And that is all the bandits that you see so far. And so Tatiana, you're up.
All right. I'm gonna move over to that sort of archway, just go across. And then I think I'm going to cast Bane on 3 visible creatures within range. So the 2 that are up on the Barbarian right now.
Okay, that's charisma checks, right?
Yep, and the one that's between the owl.
The nearest.
Yeah, the 3 nearest guys, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So they need to make a charisma check.
What's your DC?
Beating my DC of 13.
So I'm going to go from my left to right. So
Okay.
camera's left to right to left. First one rolls a 1.
Nice.
Second one rolls a 17.
Okay.
And the third one rolls a 6.
Okay.
So basically those 2 are Bane. So they're minus
Yeah.
D4 to all
Basically,
of their
they
rolls.
lose a D4 on their attack roll or saving throw.
Cool.
Awesome.
Cool.
What did that Bane sound like?
Oh.
How did you cast Bane?
Well, we put him on the spot.
We got to put some flourish into this.
Okay. Well, I
You
run
are an
over,
entertainer after all.
leaning over against the archway. I basically just strum on what's it called? The Guquin that I carry with me. I basically just would have been like, and it would have been just a really kind of harsh sounding shrill note. And with it, I would have said something along the lines of,
Banicus Totalicus?
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was drawing
Who
a
on
blank.
you?
Yeah. Who on you? Yeah.
Okay.
So,
All right.
yeah,
Well, then they are baned.
Right.
That's a level 1 spell slot, right?
that is. Yeah, I'll mark
Okay.
that down.
Awesome. Lars,
Well,
Get in here, buddy.
you've started it all. Now you need to end it all. What are you
if
gonna
there's
do?
one thing I can't tolerate, it's small animals picking on small animals.
Would you like me to move you over?
Yeah, just bring me
Hello,
close.
friend.
You want to go on the other side so you have advantage?
Yeah.
You're a tactician. You understand advantage.
Wait,
Yeah, that's flanking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this flanking still.
I was pretty sure flanking wasn't real.
No, you got this. Still the same as 3.5.
It's technically not.
I know.
But there's a.
Although
there's
your
a-
character does like to fight side by side.
Yeah, put me shoulder to
There
shoulder.
we go. Shoulder
So
to
you're gonna
shoulder
give
with
up
Swing
one.
the
advantage.
hip.
Hand
You're
in
gonna give
hand.
up advantage to make sure that you're playing your character, right?
Always.
I can.
Nice.
So you're not at advantage anymore.
No.
Make your attack.
It's time to make some
Dog.
dog meat.
18 was pretty good.
Yeah, that's a 24.
All right, that's a hit. But was it worth anything?
All right, sweet pupper. I'm gonna reroll that one.
Yeah, because you can reroll 1s and 2s, right?
He
Whoa!
takes 14
There you
damage.
14.
Wow.
That's a dead dog.
Boom.
Dead dog. So you come in, refusing to get in advantageous position because you want to fight alongside your comrade, and you just bring the claymore down, and the dog goes down.
Yeah, he came at me with
Man.
that bark Bjork, but now he's dead.
Any bonus actions?
I salute my banner.
Did you can still move. You can still move after you attack, or do you want to reposition?
Yeah, if you want to finish, if you
I'll,
have
I'll
to
go,
move,
I'll go one diagonal behind him,
just to
There
kind of
you go.
protect him.
I'm gonna
Yeah. but make sure I'm
It's
shoulder
facing
to
matters,
shoulder.
right? Yeah.
It's shoulder to shoulder.
And
Always,
and
always
facing
shoulder
matters.
to shoulder.
I'll take my free pivot.
All right, it's a dog's turn. So there's one dog right here. It's too far away to get to anybody, but it is going to move up and then head over here. So it's next to Alrius.
Picking on our priest.
Man.
Sorry, Rin. Next to Rin.
You'll get there.
Balfred the God.
Ball through the ball.
the God. Your
They
turn.
seem to be tied up, so you know what?
Colin, can you crack that window?
I'm going to up is good. I'm going to attack the guy on my left. So yeah, I'm attacking the guy to my left, which is the camera.
Oh, so you just rolled randomly to see
Yeah.
which guy?
So I'm
The guy to your left is the non-named one, so that's probably good that you kill him.
Yeah, which is true. I probably.
But you wouldn't have thought of that.
Right. So I look at both of them and I smile at one guy and I try and bring my axe down upon his head and I get
Nice.
24.
Yep, that's a hit. Well, hold on.
Nope.
Add the shield to his leather armor. Yeah, that's a hit.
Got him. All right.
How
We're
much
gonna
damage?
roll. 17.
17.
Because I'm raged, I get +2. Wait.
I know, but
Yeah.
Buddy, you don't get strength and a half.
No, it's +6, so it's 15.
your strength is
14.
+6.
Also,
You're
it's,
adding your proficiency.
so
Are you adding your
60.
proficiency to your damage?
You're doing something wrong.
Oh wait.
I'm onto you.
Oh yeah.
Well, the last time you rolled so high,
time.
didn't
Yeah,
I
so
didn't wanna
4.
call
No,
him a
sorry.
liar.
It was that. It was 27 the first time because I forgot to add my read.
Yeah. But so you just add your strength plus the
Yeah.
2.
So 13, 15 damage.
Okay, still dead.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
But I was like, wait, you rolled
It's
a
less
9.
impressive.
How do you get
That's
to
what
a
he meant
17?
as he erases his sheet.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
So you bark at it, and what do you
I-
have? You have a two-handed axe?
Yeah, I got two. I looked through them and I hit them. I don't feign anything. I just got whatever, bang.
with your barbarian rage, and he just kind of goes. He holds up his shield, but you go right through it.
I'm thinking like, why don't they try and protect themselves?
So you break right through the shield, right through his arm, right into, and your axe just embeds into his chest. You pull it out, and he falls to the ground, apparently lifeless.
Not interrogating these guys as you kill them.
Well, some of them will. I choose to kill these two because it was a little brutal, but maybe some other ones I'll knock out.
Do you have anything else you want to do? So correct me if you're wrong. Your rage disappears if you don't do damage or are not damaged by your next
I
turn.
can't remember if that's the thing. If I can end it whenever.
He just has to make an attack.
I just have to make an attack. I think that's right.
Right.
I always
Or
have
be
to be
hurt.
attacking.
You have to, or be attacked.
Attack
Take or
be
deal
attack.
damage.
Yeah.
Right, and I can end it, and
Yeah. Okay.
it lasts a minute.
Well, which pretty much the combat.
Right.
It's 10 rounds. All right, back. New round. Oh, you're going to move?
No, I'm happy there.
Okay. Back to the new round. We got the owl and we got Nibs. So your owl's already giving advantage to Rin. Because he's flanking it,
Yeah.
technically.
The owl's gonna take. I'll come up with a name for the owl in a moment. The owl's gonna take the dodge action.
Okay. Try to keep it alive.
Yeah.
This is like,
How much health does the owl have?
3.
oh yeah, in low AC. I basically just look at it
1d4
like,
minus 1.
Just
and I
feathers
rolled a
everywhere.
4.
Yeah. Now it's a ritual to cast it, but it takes like
Usually.
an hour and 10 minutes
Yep.
to ritualize. Yeah, so you can't just like
You're
all
up.
the time get it.
Nibs?
Nibs, what are you gonna
Right
do?
when we threw in front of Lars there.
Yeah, you can
Move
past
through
it.
him. Swing through his legs.
You're small, so you can go through.
Oh, that's
people.
true.
Well, you can go through allies
movement.
anyways. That's more useful for going through enemies.
There.
I was gonna throw a dagger, but now I'm gonna fight him.
Sure.
No, I'll
You
fight him.
got two. Yeah, I got 2 attacks
No, I'll
now.
fight him.
Oh,
Do
someone's
it.
doing sneak attack damage.
Oh, wait a second.
Wait, what are you doing? Are you rolling 2?
I got a friend.
No,
wrong
that's
thing.
advantage. That's your that can be your offhand.
No,
swing, though.
the friend gives you a sneak attack damage,
Right, I know.
not
Yeah.
advantage.
You still hit with your offhand.
You missed for sure.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
offhand attack.
I rolled 3.
Also a miss.
I know, but
So you come in
I
there, and the guy just kind of casually moves his leg to the side that you were attacking. His shin that you were going for, he happened to step to the side. So, sorry.
that's fine.
No dice. Alrius and Rin, whatever order you want to go.
After you.
Okay. Sorry, am I getting advantage from
Yes,
the...
because you're flanking.
The bird.
Well, I'll try that again.
But there is, not against the dog, though. Against
No, that's
the
fine.
bandit.
I'll attack the bandit. I'm not really much of a dog killer.
Hey, this is why I'm sad right now.
Okay, so 22 to hit.
Yeah, it's a hit.
3 damage.
Oh, yeah! You show him. This one is hurt
So
already.
I've been rolling pretty hot.
I'm like, I haven't had to keep track of damage a lot so far because it's been like 1 kill, 1 hit, 1 kill, but then 1 hit.
At least I hit. At least I hit, I guess.
At least, yeah.
Okay, so that one is hurt. No, you kind of slice or you smash across with your mace, hitting his shield, which kind of pushes him back. You can see that he's battered because of that attack, and he's pretty hurt at this point.
Okay.
Not looking too good. He's getting hen-pecked, owl-pecked from the one side, firebolt. He's still singeing from the firebolt. What are you gonna do, Alrius?
Oh, that's right here. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay, they're in range. I'm going to hold up my little amulet, which is my focus, gather a bit of condensation, and fire an ice knife right at that guy.
Cool. So roll to see if you hit him first.
Yeah. Nope, that's a 7.
Okay, now regardless of that,
Yeah.
they both have to make saves.
Yes, they do.
Dexterity save, right?
Yep, they make a dexterity saving throw.
What's the DC that I got to beat?
13.
All right. So the one that you first targeted rolls a 14, and the other one next to him rolls an 8, 9. So yeah, you get the one that's next to him.
All right, well, they
No,
both,
you do half damage to the
Yeah.
other one.
so 1.
Well, roll 1 damage, and then we apply that to both of them.
It's 2d6.
Okay, so you're just rolling one at a time. I see.
So-
So what's total damage?
Total damage of 6.
So the one that didn't dodge gets 6 damage, the other one gets 3.
Yeah. Could have been a lot better.
Could have been worse too.
Could have been worse.
We'll be
true.
okay.
Snake eyes cut in half.
All right. Anything else you want to do? You still got to move and a bonus action. Remember, there's a wall right
yeah,
there.
I'm going to get behind the wall.
So now you're out of sight.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm behind the wall, and I don't really have anything to do with the bonus action, so
Are
I'm...
you gonna like panic a bit?
No, I'm just like, okay.
I'm not a big fan of
It's
combat.
like, all right, aim a little higher next time.
Back.
Communicate to
Just
my owl,
thinking.
Harry the next target.
I could
You
learn
pull
from
out
this
your
one.
parchment. Aim higher. Hit harder. Noted.
Do better.
All right, and Rin's already gone, so it's now the bandit's turn.
Oh.
Okay.
Again.
So we got
Crossbow bolts galore.
we got the Baned Bandit, so it's going to keep attacking the gold.
Thank you.
But he gets minus D4 because he's Baned.
Oh yeah.
So it would have been a 16. Would that have hit you?
A 16 would have hit me,
A -1 becomes a 15.
which does hit me.
Oh!
It's okay.
So it still hits you. I like to tell you if the Bane works or not.
Yeah.
So he still does hit you with his scimitar. A little sword.
Hey.
Whoop, whoop. Come on, dice. 2 damage. Woo! I'm rolling ones.
Jeez.
I'm rolling hot. You're still raged, though, so you're fine.
She's a going.
Get him 11 more times and he's going down.
There's only 1 point of damage, not 2.
I only took the one. I went from 12 to 11.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then this bandit right here will continue to attack Rin. I can't think of a good enough reason why I want to kill the owl. I want to kill that owl. But I can't think of a reason why he would
He's
want
Bane, though.
Yeah, he's Bane. Oh, he's Bane too? Okay, so he would get... he missed. I rolled a 2.
Ooh.
And then I rolled a 2 on the
He
D4.
rolled a -1.
Well,
Does
he
he
has
drop
a
his
plus to
weapon?
hit. What's that?
Does he drop his weapon forgetting his 0?
He's just like, he's just confused. He looks confused as he goes to swing at you, and he's like...
There's too
you
much
can see that
going
he's,
on.
he's just kind of squinting as his head hurts a bit from
Pulls back the axe.
that awful music. The blam! That dissonant note. Not so much awful, it's dissonant, but it's still kind of rattling him, so he isn't able to do it.
He doesn't like being pooed on. Poo on you.
Who on you?
Poo on you.
That really got me,
Okay, so
man.
this one's going to go
That
up.
really
Keeps
messed
looking,
me up.
He keeps looking back.
Okay, so it was right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you know what? He's going to go this way so he doesn't get an opportunity attack, though. Yeah, right to there.
The owl can't attack.
The owl no, I mean from Nibs. I was going to put him there, then go around. But
Yeah, I see.
Hey,
this chair. I like to stand up and boom, boom, each time. Okay, now he's got advantage against both Brigade.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, 12.
No, actually, jeez. I have 14 armor class.
I rolled an 8 and a 9. So, not good.
Oof.
And then the other one that was charging in will go right in the middle there and go after Rin as well. No advantage here. They don't have attack tactics. So, 7. Okay. Nothing.
GM
These ones all have their crossbows out, though, so this one will continue to fire. Actually, it's going to fire at Tatiana that has a clear shot on her.
Dang.
Because otherwise the half-orc will be a problem. So crossbow bolt comes at you, 12 to hit.
Which does not hit.
Okay. And then that one over here will fire at Bolfrogold because he has a clear shot. We got a 20 to hit.
Yes.
Not a crit, just a 20. And here, you ready? Ready for the damage again?
I'm ready. D10 for a crossbow.
I rolled a 1 again!
Is that 0 damage?
Well, it's +1.
Oh,
2
plus
damage.
1. Okay, there we go.
1 damage. I've rolled a 1 for your damage every single time so
I
far.
only got 10 turns left in me,
Just
boys.
so you know, it's a D8. So that could have been
I
9.
thought crossbows were D10.
Heavy crossbows are.
These are light crossbows. Yeah, so this could be 9 damage, but I'm getting 2. So it could be 4 damage, not 1, and that would take you down way faster.
Oh, yeah.
And then the other one's going to fire at you as well.
Jeez.
Well, you're kind of up front.
I know.
19 to hit.
Yes.
7. There we go.
Nice.
8 damage. Not that I want to kill you. I just like to see other numbers other than 1. So 8 damage becomes 4. You'd be down unconscious right now if it wasn't for that rage. Good old raging barbarian. Okay, that is all.
Bad class without rage.
That is all the bandits that you can see. Tatiana,
Yes.
you've narrowly dodged a crossbow
right.
bolt as it came flying past you.
And therefore maintained concentration on my Bane spell.
Good thing.
Oh, it's concentration. That's good.
Yeah, so I'm going to
Well,
keep
it's not
those...
good because you can lose it.
Well, it
Yeah,
keeps it going.
I can still move and attack. I just can't cast any other spells. So
So you can cast spells that don't require concentration.
True.
So you still got like whatever it is that you're armed with.
Yeah. I can flank that one guy that's banned there, right? So I think I'm going to
Which
move
one?
in on
You can
just the
actually flank
closest,
either of them. You
the
can
closest guy and
Here?
flank him. Yep.
Well, I'll put you in crossbow bolt threat
Maybe.
range.
Well,
Yeah, the crossbow that definitely does make you the primary threat.
that's
to the
pretty
crossbows.
bad.
Yeah,
Would
it's
Tatiana do that?
pretty bad.
No, she'd probably want to stay back a bit.
So she can flank the other bandit.
That's what I'm thinking.
Like back here?
Flank that
Yeah,
bandit.
there you go.
And
As you
As
run
I
up behind
knock
him.
over all the bushes.
flank someone.
Right,
Yep.
because you'd be
Get
right
in
up against
there.
the wall at that point.
Yeah, you're up against the wall out there.
And yeah. And I guess I'll make a swing with my rapier.
You go past him.
Yeah, run
He's kind of
past.
distracted, fighting
Make
both to gold.
an advantage.
Who seems to just resist
attack,
every damage, like he hits with a sword.
which
just
is
so you know.
nat 20 with
That's
advantage.
a critical!
Another critical
Yep.
hit.
So that was 8 and then 2. So
Why are you rolling the second D8?
Because he got crit.
He's got crit.
the crit.
That's not how crits work. Crits just double the die that you roll for the
No, no.
damage.
No, you're
That's
rolling
exactly
extra
what I'm
die.
doing.
Damage
Roll an
die.
extra die.
You roll an extra die.
Check it
Yeah,
out.
you roll an extra die. So it would be
Get an extra
total 13 damage.
He's dead. You killed it.
Yep.
So you come as you come rushing across.
I'll check that later.
And just
You don't-
kind of poking at him as I'm going.
I don't
by.
even
Yeah,
notice
you're kind of going by,
through
like
his
you're doing
side.
one of those, and
Yeah.
with your back to it, and you just like right behind you.
Yeah.
As you do a flourish and
Flourish,
look back.
Just take the blood right off my sword.
Right, a flourish to clean
it
your
back.
sword.
Yeah.
Now you put your sword back and you're like, oh, wait a second.
Yeah.
Wait, there's still more. There's still more.
There's still guys.
No opportunity attacks for me. Lars.
Luka, could you move me shoulder to shoulder with my small buddy?
You could get it.
Welcome back, friend.
We almost got a full rank going here.
Advantages for people who don't hit every time.
You don't need advantage when you're amazing.
Yeah.
25?
It's true.
Here, have some inspiration
Nice.
for purposely debilitating yourself.
He just gave you
to stay you in character. Now you can get advantage on one of your stupid attacks. Okay, you hit. How much damage do you do?
Ooh,
Nice.
12.
12. That kills him.
nice.
Bring down
Oh,
that
boom.
bandit.
Nobody,
So you come up,
Nobody
and
kills my
stoically
halfling.
standing beside your foes, not on the other side of the enemy. You look your enemy in the eye as you thrust the sword into him. He just falls down to the ground.
Nothing more glorious than
We
watching your.
just choose roll the same initiative and walk together.
Right?
Yeah.
Are you ready in action?
Can
What's
we
the action?
overcharge?
Move with him. Okay, it's the dog's turn.
I would
Now,
like
the
to do a
dog's...
combat reform.
Sorry, what? Combat report. Oh, never-ending 8th edition jokes. Okay, so the dog is going to be attacking. Now it has advantage, as it has pack tactics, and it has an ally nearby. I rolled a 2, and I rolled a 1. So I did not critically fail. Technically.
but
The dog just leaps for you, but it senses your kind heart and decides otherwise.
We have a mascot.
the dog's got some inner issues going on.
Wilfred the Gold. Wilfred the Gold. I don't know how to say your name.
Bolfrid the Gold.
Wilfred the Gold.
There you go. Just gotta overpronounce that like 8th D. Okay, so there's nothing more beautiful than watching your enemies be surrounded and cut down by your allies. So I am fully in on this. So what do we got? I'm just gonna go straight to these crossbow guys who've been quite obnoxious, actually.
Yeah.
So just bam, right. I see that those guys
You
are.
can't quite get there.
Oh, I
you have
can't?
You have to dash to get there.
Oh, you know what? That's no bueno. Okay.
Oh wait, no, that's
Come in
not
here.
true. You can get to this
One,
guy
two.
on the other side by going diagonal
Around?
because he's 6 squares away from that.
Yep.
Yeah, because he's a little further up. So you could go after that one. Go
So am I
ahead.
gonna end here?
Well, right across the threshold.
Right.
You could come in here, kill this guy, and then move on.
I
You
could.
could help me.
There's gonna be a.
You're fine. You got a friendly dog.
Everything's
You
on top
got-
of my shield. I'm like,
You got a
there's
confused
so many.
bandit.
There's definitely gonna be. I just love watching you guys swarm them, and it's just I'll be out front, and you all keep
I
up.
said to spell your way, but the only AoE spell I have would also hit you.
Go ahead. I'm gonna try and
Which
get
one
through
is
the little threshold there.
Okay, don't do
Jeez,
that.
24.
Yeah, even with his cover, you got him.
All right,
That was 25.
Oh, nice.
20 damage.
Hold on, are you calculating right this time?
Yeah, because that's
No.
18. Dang it! Yeah, 18 damage.
Stop adding your proficiency. He's dead.
18 damage. Got him.
So your axe actually slows down as it hits the masonry.
Does it break through the
And it
masonry?
breaks through the masonry, and it's actually the masonry that does most of the damage. It's just shards of rock all over him, and your axe just barely grazes across him and
Now,
finishes
did
him
I
off.
have any extra movement ending?
No,
there?
that was your full
that
move
was
just to
my-
get there.
That is where I'll end. Then.
You can roar as a free action.
I just keep. I'm having a great time.
Yeah. Jeez Louise, guys.
I just
One-shotting these guys.
just kind of peering over the wall. I'm just like, I want him on my team.
Yeah. All right, back to the owl and Nibs.
I'll go first. Let's see how there's anything important to do.
The owl is. Actually, the owl can't move, otherwise the owl's gonna
Yeah.
die. The owl is gonna move there and harry that one.
All right.
And
You're going to start to peck at that one?
Yeah.
Now, we'll figure out the rules afterwards. We're good. Because I know as your action can determine what it does.
Attack that
yeah,
one.
but that's its turn.
No, I know. But it's fine. I'll read up more on it afterwards. Make sure we're doing everything right. I like this deep.
I'm going to attack the one the owls.
No, it's okay.
can
It's okay. I believe you're doing it right. I'm just more curious of all the extent of what you're able to do with it. Sorry.
Go attack the one the owls currently.
Harrying?
Yeah.
Not the one that's currently looking confused?
Yeah, well, I can ninja attack on it, so you should hopefully take care of them both. Okay. It's 20 this time.
That's it.
Gotcha. Nice.
8.
Sneak attack
Oh!
is 2d6.
Did you add
No,
yours?
it's mine plus. Is it 2d6?
Yeah, 2d6 for sneak attack.
Or what are you attacking with?
No.
No, it's just D6.
First level?
No, I think
I
it's
think
D6
so.
at level
Yeah.
1.
Level 1
Yeah,
is
it's
D6.
level
It is.
Yeah.
It's 2d6.
It's enough.
for
He had exactly
bugbears.
8 hit points left.
Yeah, bugbears.
So, where are
Are
you?
you sure this one?
Yeah, because he was hurt by the ice blast
Yeah, he got hit by the
before he came in.
Well, then we'll stick another dagger into this guy.
Nice. Offhand
Oh,
dagger.
which is also going to be
Advantage.
I was wrong.
19.
It is
That's a hit.
1d6.
I only just your die down. No sneak attack damage.
Just 2.
2. Okay. So you go up there and you cha-cha, and the one just drops to the ground. You can see how the ice had already formed over him, and so he was already hurt from that. And you stick your knife into the shin of this guy, and he's like, ah! Hamstring, sorry. He's like, oh, he's like, what stupid day is today? I've been pecked by an owl, hit by a firebolt, crushed by a mace, and then just somebody kill me already.
That's what they get.
Nobody's
for
doing
crime.
else damage to kill him. It's just death by 1,000 cuts. He's like, ow, 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 ow. Okay, that was Nibs. Alrius and Rin. Whatever order you want. Right now, you can't see anything because you're behind that wall.
I'll go first. I'll go first. So Rin looks this bandit in the eyes and says, "It's time to meet the lady at the river, and I will cast Toll the Dead on him." So he has to make a Wisdom save, DC 14.
9. Meaning like the number 9.
Yeah, no, 14 is my DC.
Yeah.
He's baned as well, if it mattered.
Oh, that but didn't.
11 damage.
Dang. So told it. Is that a cantrip?
Yeah. If he's wounded, he takes a D12, and if he's not wounded, he takes a D8.
Oh,
That's-
jeez.
I forgot. That's a good one. I like that.
Yeah, he had 2 hit points left. You got him.
Isn't it touch?
No,
60
no,
feet.
it's range 60 feet.
All right, bring him up.
Yeah, they
So
heal
you-
like
So you
on
see him
top
kind
of
of.
their
And that's,
attacks,
is that
and
necrotic
just
damage?
Yeah.
Okay, so you see him like as he's getting hit all over. They got the owl flapping and a little Nibs shanking his hamstring, and you've been beaten on him. And all of a sudden you stand back. You call down your divine powers that you've just learned not too long ago. And it's time to meet the lady of the river. And boom! You see him all of a sudden. His cheeks just draw in as he just looks like he's just aged 50 years, and he just stops
That's always the creepiest death.
and he falls to the ground dead.
Yeah.
Excellent. Excellent.
That was your action. Did you want to do anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna move.
Move away from that dog. It'll get opportunity.
Yeah, I know. I'm just moving around.
Okay. Good. Alrius.
Has that dog been hurt at all?
No.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna peek around the wall.
Right? No, it's not been hurt.
Alright, I'll peek around the wall and I'll throw another firebolt at him.
Do it.
20.
That's a
Nice.
hit.
6.
6 damage total. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. It doesn't kill it, but once again, hear it. And it 6 damage total. It definitely hurts it a lot. You can see a lot of its hair singe off, and it's just growling and barking and very furious, almost rabid looking. Okay, Bandit's turn. All 2 of them. So this one's going to fire an arrow at you. You do have a bit of cover right there.
Excellent. Light cover?
Yeah, but I got a 21, so your light cover gives you plus 2 AC.
Yeah, no, that's you hit.
DOS is a hit. Doesn't matter. Oh, 7 damage. So you take 3 because you're still raged.
Yeah, I got 3 remaining.
And you're welcome, Mike. If you rage. And then he's going to back up to this cover right here.
Mm-hmm. Coward.
This one is going to. Jeez, he'll take a shot at little Nibs because he doesn't really notice the owl flapping around on over top. Yeah, the owl doesn't give you cover. That's a 21.
Yep.
And Nibs, you take 2 damage.
Alright.
Roll the one again. These are baby crossbow bolts.
At least you're consistent.
And then he's moving back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can see him well lit by the fire. This is all dim light, remember. Okay, Tatiana.
Yes.
Fresh from the kill, remembering. Oh wait, pull the sword out.
Yes. I'm feeling a little bad about killing that dog, so I think what I'm gonna do is
Yeah, so I'm avoiding them.
not go after not go after this dog. I'm gonna let someone else deal with that. Also, a little bit scared by the whole Toll the Dead situation that just happened over there. I'm gonna move back
you literally
across.
saw a
I've
guy
been
get his
kind of
life force
zigzagging.
taken out of
I'm
him.
gonna keep my zigzag pattern and move back across over in behind. Who's over there?
That's both for gold?
Both for the gold.
So you can move and dash over there?
Move over, yeah,
And
up
dash?
that way.
That'll require
Yeah,
dash,
I'll dash. Yep.
That's 6 right there.
So that's a move. That's not a dash then.
Am I out of line of sight of those guys? Kind of.
Well, there's a big window right in front of you.
Yeah.
You might grab in that tree. And why don't we remove that ruins while we're at it, just so the camera
just so
can get a
people
good
can
angle.
see now.
Hey, look who it is.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to get out of line of sight there because there's a big hole in the wall.
All right, I'm gonna use my other action to just like get up in and behind that cover.
Right here?
All the way.
Yeah, that'll cover you
there?
pretty well.
Yeah, right
That'll
there.
give you 3/4 cover at the very least.
Great. Okay.
So you'll have a good +5
Yeah,
to your
I'll
AC.
just do that for now.
Okay, that was Tatiana. Now we have Lars.
Lars wants to go 50 feet straight forward.
Nice.
All right, bring him 50 feet. It's 10 squares.
Only move 25.
Chainmail is
It's
a
10,
heck
it's
of a
10
drug.
squares.
Chainmail does that to you, eh?
Chainmail slows you down.
Boom.
Heavy armor drops you to 25.
All right, you just rush up there for the Empire. I mean,
for the
For the great Immertoft Empire.
yeah. I mean,
all right, it's the wolf's turn. That one is very angry, so it snaps out at you again. Rolls a 3, gets 6 total, 7 total.
That is not enough.
Your AC is not 7 or lower.
No.
Okay, well that was the wolf's turn.
Pet the dog. Get it on
Can
your
we
side.
not make it a friend?
Yeah.
It appears to have given up.
Balfred the Gold.
Bolfred the gold. So this is gonna be difficult for me to go pass through this.
Sure.
So
Yeah, it'll cost you 2 your squares to get past.
Alright, so I'll end up right about here then. Yeah.
You could get to that guy.
Wait, that's Lars Frank.
Oh, there's
I
Lars.
was gonna
Yeah,
say,
don't hit
Lars.
that.
So I kind of get my feet out of the rubble. I kind of slowly walk through, and as I'm doing, I pull out my hand axe. I spawn and just throw it at the guy right in front of me.
Okay, how much? Did you hit?
I got a 19.
Yeah, you hit. All right.
Now that's only a D6. I can't remember. Do you add rage to range attacks if it's strength based?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah,
so
and you also
doesn't
add
everything
your...
become
Yeah, just
strength?
strength as well.
Yeah.
Is it
Yeah.
hand axe strength or dexterity?
It's just
strength?
it'd be a thrown weapon.
Thrown would be
weapons are
dex, but
choose.
everything's strength, right?
I think with hurled weapons you can choose either way.
Plus 4, so it's 8 damage.
8 damage? All right, doesn't kill him, but
Oh,
holy cow,
yeah.
does it thud in. So you yell at him, ah! It just right into his shoulder blade.
Okay, I got another one on the left.
Man.
I can't do anything else, but okay.
Yeah,
bonus
'cause-
action. Oh, I have to pull it out. And
Well,
then throw
bonus
it.
action
Yeah.
is still required to draw it, and you've
Yeah.
already used your free item interaction.
That's true. Yeah, I can't then.
But you hurt it pretty bad, so. So that was 8 damage?
Yes. Just got to keep my rage up. That's all I'm doing.
Right.
Never stop attacking.
Never stopping.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, that was Balfred the Gold. So we're into a new round now. We got our owl and we got Nibs. Come on, Nibs.
I'm
kill the
not
dog.
killing that dog.
Kill the dog, Nibs.
I'm not killing the dog.
Do you have like
Grapple it,
animal
grapple
handling
it.
or something?
No.
Just grapple the dog down, yeah. Knock it out. Come on, calm down,
Yeah, you
dog.
can always knock it
Yeah, I'm gonna
unconscious.
try to knock out the dog.
There you go. You can knock it unconscious. So.
Oh wait, hold on.
With your daggers.
Oh,
Wow.
I rolled a 1.
Oh, here,
Not
have
yet.
Huh?
Yeah, well, 24.
Okay, you got it. And you're trying to knock it out, right?
10.
Okay, so you go up and you take the hilt of your dagger and you're just like, gah, gah,
Yeah.
and the dog goes down unconscious.
Cool.
Leave him
That
there.
still
Just
feels
like,
kind
you
of
just lie
wrong.
that dog down.
But a
Yeah,
little
you
bit
hear
better
it.
than
A little
goes down
better than
unconscious.
just killing it, man.
I know.
I'm not killing the dog.
I understand why you did it. You just didn't come around the corner as a reaction. You had to.
It was
You're
just
like-
something. I was like,
You're like, ah!
what was that? Yeah.
We're gonna have
Oh.
words later with the
Uh,
dog.
He knows
sorry.
she feels bad.
Now, first experience, kill a dog and then watch somebody else's life force get
Yeah,
sucked out of them.
it's,
You're just like, why am I here? I'm just going to go back and perform in the
Back
streets.
to the
You're gonna
end.
mess with bandits, not kill the dogs.
All right, so that was Nibs. We got the owl.
The newly named Owl Daran is going to fly 60 feet up to that one in the cover and harry them.
They can move 60 feet as
60
movement.
feet.
So, yeah, so it's good.
Flying
Flap,
60.
flap, 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 flap.
Yeah,
And
60.
Harry.
It's a hairy owl.
So you're
the
helping.
Hendersons.
You're a wizard, Harry.
Okay, so that gives advantage against it. Not he doesn't get disadvantage. That's right. Okay. And now we got Alris and Rin.
So Rin's going to kneel down to the dog that's just been knocked out. I smile at the halfling, and then I'll toll the dead on it.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh!
No, spare the dying.
It
we
automatically
take
fails
all.
its dexterity check.
It's a wisdom check.
Does it still get that when it's unconscious?
I don't know. I feel
Can't
like
move,
unconscious
sneak, or be
targets are
aware.
always
The
willing.
creature
Unconscious targets are always
automatically
willing.
fails strength and dexterity. Your attack rolls have advantage. Any attack is critical. Yeah, I
I'm just gonna like really calmly put my hand.
I'm
on its
gonna
head.
say at least it gets disadvantage on this wisdom. We'll look up rules afterwards. I rolled a 20 and a 19.
Well, the DC is 14.
Yeah, it
so
passed.
Your dog lives.
Your god doesn't listen to you.
No, it's just Kalina doesn't want him right now. That's fine.
It's like, it's a dog. I don't care about dogs.
All dogs don't go to heaven. I'll move on past the dog now.
I mean, for all you know, it worked.
So a little bit of green.
No, if
green
Kalina
energy.
doesn't want him right now.
A little bit of green energy tries to flicker out of your
fine with
hand,
that.
It's time.
but it doesn't quite connect. And you're like, all right.
Kalina
The
has
gods
other
will it.
plans for the dog.
That's
He
right.
has the potential to be a good boy.
Just don't.
Yes.
You
Alrius,
can
what do I
name
do?
him now. You can name him now. He's not supposed to die.
30.
Well, we really pushed through this camp, eh?
Yeah.
Whoa.
This is our camp.
I'll just get
Yeah.
right there, and I'm gonna
Well, we
firebolt
still got that whole house.
The distracted one?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, so you will have cover. You don't ignore cover with any. You don't have any feet, so ignore
No, I
cover,
don't
right?
have spell sniper.
Okay, so we'll have a little extra AC.
Nice roll.
That's 23.
Yeah, it still
Yeah,
hits.
23.
You're good.
2.
2 total?
Yep.
All right. That's his first time getting hurt.
That's all I needed.
Yeah, you just gotta have him damaged, right?
Yep. Told the dead.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Where's the other one? It's him. That's him. Here we are. I can see. Okay, so that is Alrius. It's the bandit's turn. All right, so this one is going to swipe at your owl.
No!
14.
That
Thank
hits.
Please hit his armor class
Poor
of
owl.
3.
How many hit points does it have? You know, just so you know, I'm not fluffing it. This is +1.
7!
That is a very
7.
gone owl.
It could have been a player character owl, and it would be dead right now.
So,
7 damage.
More correctly, actually, because the owl is a celestial, it kind of just fades into this flickering white light.
Cool. All the feathers fade into the flickering white light. It goes poof.
Yeah.
It's very impressive.
It's like a little white firework.
You killed my owl! You're gonna burn for that one!
It's gonna take like an hour and a half or an hour and 15 minutes for me to get it back.
Feels bad every time. Hate to see it, folks.
All right, any other bandit that's got an axe that is kind of ripping out of its shoulder blade
Hey, that's mine.
is turning and running.
Did you drop it on the ground? Or where did you put it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just kind of like, I want that back. I'm just saying.
Actually, no. He's gonna hurl it back at you.
Oh yeah! I like your style.
And then
Oh,
he runs.
wait,
And then he runs. He rolls a 2, so he misses.
Oh, can I try and catch it?
No.
Dang it. All right.
So he runs, so you still have another chance to catch him, or you can just let him go. Your choice. Tatiana.
Get him. Well, that guy that's running, I'm gonna move up near the house.
He looks pretty hurt. Like
He
he's
looks
like
pretty
limping
hurt,
away.
yeah. And I got a throwing. I'm gonna move over to the sort of the corner of the house. Yeah, and I got a throwing dagger, which I'll with my free hand just basically just hip
Just
shot.
take it.
All right,
chuck it at him.
take your shot.
So that's
What's the range of a throwing dagger?
You're going to be on.
it's 60, I think.
Is it 2060?
2060.
Okay, you're out of the 20, so you're with disadvantage then.
Okay.
You can use Vicious Mockery.
I'm not using another spell slot.
No, Vicious Mockery is a cantrip.
Oh, it is.
It's D4 psychic damage.
Tell him he runs like a Welshman.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna chuck a dagger in his back
All right,
anyway.
you chuck a dagger
I'm not
from a distance?
Yep. Disadvantage. It's still a 18.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, how much damage?
That's 6.
That kills him. That's why he grabs the axe out, hurls it just your way. You just watch it like clink, clink, clink in front of you, and he just runs away.
Dagger in the back of his head.
And as he's running away, you see Tatiana come across, pull a dagger out of wherever she's
I like the
daggers,
Yeah.
and just and he just smacks him in the back and just face first into the ground.
Great.
I smile and nod.
Still one more left though. Lars,
I was a big fan of that one. I like
Well,
all right, you're close enough to get to him. You just want to go up and swipe.
I'm going to have to get to him, but I'm pretty unhappy that there isn't someone standing there.
Yeah.
You want to stay back and wait for somebody else?
No, that's okay.
All right, go
Stand
ahead.
next to him.
All right, here we go.
Jeez.
I'm feeling pretty lucky today.
No, you can't add the inspiration.
No, he's got the lucky feat where he gets to reroll 3 times a
I
day.
see.
Certain things.
That's
There you go.
22.
You are lucky.
Nice.
How much damage? Reroll
I'm
that
going to
one.
reroll that one.
Yeah.
That's 14.
So you come around the corner, and you're feeling a little uncomfortable, not right next to all your allies. As you come around, you swing, you start to doubt yourself for a second. You're like, should I be doing this, or should I wait for my allies? Nah! And you just take, and his head just comes right off. And then you feel a little better. Oh, and it still works. You're a little confused. You're like, oh, that still worked. That's weird. I'm not with anybody. But it still worked. Maybe I should rethink this. Nah.
Oh.
I'll let you do your character. All right, that bandit goes down. And as far as you can tell, the threats have been eliminated.
Nice. Good clean swing.
But no zombie anywhere.
Nothing to be seen.
Well, I'll know if we're out of turn or if I can go get my banner without having to wait.
Yeah, first of all, I'm going to grab my dagger, too.
Out of the back of the.
I'd also like to search.
I'm gonna search through pockets.
So you're gonna start. So you're gonna stop at this point and start searching. We got an unconscious dog.
Why do you do that? I'm just gonna make a leash.
Tie it to the rubble or
Use
something.
some of your rye. You tie him to the tree. Okay. It's hurt. He looks pretty hurt. His fur is singed. He's got a big bruise.
Your
Big
dog
bruise sitting on
medicine?
his
You
head.
vet?
Oh, I have fun brushing him.
He's brushing his burnt fur.
You're brushing and petting an unconscious dog.
Yeah.
Petting
Weird.
his, like,
He just got his own name,
sores.
Patches.
Patches
He's
the dog.
scruffy. He's really scruffy. You know?
How far away did you throw my axe? Or was it kind of like a really pathetic, like it just kind of like bounced off the ground?
It's like 15 feet in front of you.
I walk around.
He literally threw it out of desperation. He's like, he falls on his face.
I look around. I don't see anything. The rage cools off. I walk over, pick up the axe and cloth on the arm, and
Clean it up on your.
I'm gonna.
So we're searching the bodies.
I'm gonna start searching, and I'm gonna make my way over the field after I've searched everything, just to there. 24 was the investigation check, by the way.
Oh, don't worry about that. What I need. So you're searching the bodies. Give me a medicine check.
Ooh. Medicine.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, we got 24 for investigation. Let's see what I get for medicine. That would be 16.
Okay, as you're rooting through these bodies, even though it's dim light, you do know. Yes, even though it's dim light and you have dark vision, which counters that. You easily notice all sorts of scaly patches. Not scaly as much as is like blistering
leprous
on their arms. Like not leprous, more.
But some sort of.
Yeah, like boils
Yeah,
almost.
okay.
They almost look like boils. It's hard to tell because some of them are pretty cut up. You can see like, was that us? But you clearly see that some of them weren't the injuries that you did. That they basically, not all of them have this, and some of them have it more than others. As you're rooting through their pockets. Now, as you do root through their pockets, you find a total of 100 copper pieces between them all. Cool. They all have light crossbows with a good dozen crossbow bolts on each of them. They all have scimitars. If anybody wants a light crossbow,
I'd like one. Yeah.
I'm going to
and a couple dozen bolts.
I'm going to look up to the moon.
Okay.
And pull out my small reliquary, and I'm going to activate Eyes of the Grave, which lets me detect undead within 60 feet.
Where are you when you do this?
I'm moving
Right there.
towards the house, and
How long does it last?
until So it says I get to know the location of any undead within 60 feet of you that isn't behind total cover. So
you have
I'm
to be able to
hoping.
see it?
Yeah, I'm hoping I can I start looking through those
The cracks
the
in the
cracks of
boards.
the windows and
I
things
see.
like that, and any undead that isn't behind total cover or protected by divination magic, I can see until the end of the turn.
So for 6 seconds? Just the end of the turn, eh?
Yeah, I can do it 4 times.
Meaning that.
I can do it 4 times per long rest.
Oh, yeah.
But it just gives me a chance to glance around.
Okay, so you're going to do that as you approach and look through the windows then? So you can do that within that 6 seconds?
Yeah.
Okay, so walk up. Well, we don't really care for the miniatures at this point. So you go up and you peer through, and you kind of, as you're holding your reliquary and you start to get the sense, you don't feel anything immediately, for sure. And you go up and you peer into the room, and as you look into the room, you can see there is a fireplace that is burning. You can see a few like kind of straw mattresses lying around. There's a desk, and there's actually an individual lying on one of the beds, not moving, and there's a dog that's sitting right next to it. And from here, you can't get much more details. There's a blanket over them. And you can see a desk, you can see a chest, and as you look in, you can see the remains of a cage, but you don't detect anything undead.
But the person sleeping doesn't show as undead. But there is a cage. Okay.
Yeah, the cage is open. Not broken open, just open.
I'll keep a hushed voice. I'll go, there's another hound and its master inside.
Let's be careful about
I walk over.
And you guys were noisy.
Yeah,
throughout
we were
this fight.
loud.
Right,
How did we
yeah.
not wake them?
As this is going, I'll walk around with my axe. I kind of like push their heads to the sides, looking to see if they're alive, visibly alive. Any of the bandits left, or are they all just kind of brutalized?
Oh, you killed them.
Got them all. Gotcha.
Yeah.
How
Any ones that you touch, especially.
how rough does he look to me at the moment?
Like hurt-wise?
Yeah.
Once the rage cools off, I am breathing kind of heavily, and I noticed that maybe there was a crossbow bolt or two kind of.
You see him
lodged in
kind
me.
of see him ripping out things. Like what is your hit points out of your total?
3 out of 14.
Okay, so you can see as he's walking around and he starts to slow down and blood. You see visible large amounts of blood dripping from some of his clothing.
In fact, I take a seat on the nearest rock or room.
yeah,
I kinda
and that's when you're all of a sudden you're like, oh, you feel very tired.
I head over to the Rin here.
I'm just breathing in my
So
own little
Rin's
area.
currently looking through the window.
Oh, if Rin's doing that, then I'll head over to Tatiana. Then.
Yeah, I'm just over by the house too.
Pardon me, Tatiana, was it?
Yep.
Our friend who dealt with the vast majority of these bandits is looking a wee bit rough. I know bards occasionally have some sort of healing capacity. Do you have that?
I do have some healing capacity,
Would you-
although I do only have the one. I don't have a whole lot more magic left that I could use today. I'm a little low on energy right now, so I might. I'm thinking I might.
I over here, I'm like,
save
I'm fine. I
little
just need a
bit.
minute.
You're all right?
I just need a minute. I'm fine.
Alright.
Well,
I'm just like, oh.
I'm sure if
Just
you.
give me a couple.
I'm sure if you take a few minutes, you could.
Spit out a tooth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just
Exactly.
like spit out some blood and.
Pop a shoulder back into place.
well, okay, then why don't we sit
Something
down
like
for
that.
a half hour? You get your breath back, I get some magic back, and we pick up from there.
We gotta go in the house.
Yeah, we got.
I just need a second. I'm fine.
Well, once
We'll
it's.
take a half hour.
I don't want to take too long.
I stand back up once I see people see I'm concerned about me. I'm fine. I just push through it, stand back
Yeah.
up. All right. Start walking back towards
With
the house.
nighttime fast approaching and my lack of night vision, I'd really like to get in that house and figure out what's in there before it's too late.
Are you doing something that you want to tell me about?
Walking.
How bad are you?
3 out of 14.
Oh,
I stand up like I stay up fine though. I'm good.
He's physically, you can see blood dripping
I'm like,
from him.
Good enough.
stop fussing. Sit down.
Yeah.
All right, I said, what are you gonna cast?
I'll cast Cure Wounds.
Okay.
All right, is that a D8 plus your?
D8 plus 4. Yeah. This works better if you're unconscious, but I'll...
It does actually.
How many hit points? Actually, how many hit points do you have left?
He's
3 out of 14. I'm missing 11.
Okay, so just you trust me.
Right.
So I'll pull a dagger out.
Oh! Oh, I get a little uneasy at that. Whoa, 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 whoa,
Oh, I think
whoa,
he's a surgeon. Heard this.
whoa, 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 whoa. You know what? I'm fine. I stand back up again. Cough up more blood.
My magics are far more potent if you're...
Unconscious.
No, you know what? I'm okay with that.
Oh, then come on.
We'll
do it as is then.
I was going to cast Firebolt on him.
So you just reach over.
I
and
thought
touch
you
it.
had greater stamina, but we'll do it this way then.
Actually, no, hang on. Toll the Dead.
Knock me unconscious.
I'm going to try and knock you unconscious with Toll the Dead.
You can't
Do you
just
have-
knock him unconscious.
Do you have told it?
I do have
You
Toll
can
the
only
Dead.
choose to knock somebody unconscious if you're in melee. Otherwise, you're just doing damage.
Yeah.
Well, if he's dropped his
I was gonna put-
same
Right. but
I'll
your-
just heal you.
Your character would
I'll just
think of
heal
it as because Toll the Dead can't just
So,
willingly
D8
knock
plus
people
4.
unconscious.
Alright, then.
6 health.
6 back.
Alright, well, that's fine then.
I do feel quite better. Now, how does the healing work?
Well, this is
like
magic.
knit together.
No, then in this case, it's actual magic. So you would feel some of your wounds. You'd feel more vitality return to you.
Yeah,
Perhaps
as
a broken
things-
bone mends.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
Honestly, that rib.
Skin
Also, you
starts to
hear
re-knit.
as a rib pops back in place.
Maybe he did hit me better than I thought.
Oh, you were beaten on bad.
Maybe that crossbow bolt went deeper than I originally thought.
A piece of your heart mends itself.
I'm at 9 out of
So
14.
if you're at 0, if you're at 0 hit points, my heal's max.
Automatic max save. That's kind of
As long as you're at 0.
Oh. Right. So you're gonna go
So
like
you would've got 12
every
you
party
would've got
member
12
when it's
back.
close like gunk.
This is that surgical pillow.
No, does that have to be? So it has to be 0. I can't like.
No, you
go
have to be-
unconscious, I
you
can't
have
go
to be
sleep or
down.
something?
Yeah,
You
it's
have to
not,
be
it's
down.
not asleep. It's,
Right. Okay.
Like
Yeah,
I would have
Which is
just
why I was
I
going
would've
to
just
try and drop you.
hit you with
With
the
Shield
dagger
after
in.
the bloodletting.
more like a bop on his head.
Yeah, something to just
Which
take
would
that.
have dropped you.
I just take that last 3 hit points away, but that's okay. You got 6 back.
I'm good. Yeah, I'm feeling much better. Over half. So
Will
you know what? Yeah, the wind's coming back. You know, I look over. I offer you a handshake. You know, thank you. I appreciate that.
What happened to your voice?
My voice is fine.
Well, you didn't say thank you in your voice. Thank you. Thank you. Are you Swedish now? Thank
I gathered 100 pieces of copper. We'll divvy that up after we get out of this mess.
Shall gold piece.
Shall we head inside?
I'm ready.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I got my axe out.
So who's going to the door first? If you want to use miniatures to kind of represent, that's fine, but we don't need to until we get inside. Then we'll. But I do need to know who's going to be.
You conveyed the message of what was inside.
Yeah. I'll go in first if you want.
Yeah, I'm not taking
How
a point.
about you go in first?
I'm a thick boy. I'll be fine.
All right.
All right, you'll go in first.
My bardic
then.
inspiration's
I'm
going to
right
wear
behind
off pretty
Lars.
soon, too. Starting to forget that tune I played 10
Yeah,
minutes
you're like.
Well, I'm sorry I'm doing so good.
No, I just mean right now would be a good time.
Yeah, you're almost forgetting the tune that she played.
Yeah, what was it? Be fancy? Or... Yeah.
No,
So-
it was.
You'll go first, followed by
Right behind him.
followed by you, followed by you.
Okay, so what do you do to the door? You approach the door. It's a wooden door. It doesn't look that strong.
I give it a push.
Are you going to turn the handle and give it a push, or just you push the door?
If it's got a handle, I'll
It's
give
got
it
a
twist.
Use a handle.
So you're going to try to open the door?
Yeah.
All right, it unlocks. No problem. The
I
handle
bear
lock,
it.
it looks pretty rusted. And you push it open, and basically what I had told him you see as well. You can see there's different cots, or more like straw and some pillows. And there's a figure lying with their back to you, like they're lying on their side with their back to you with a blanket over them. And there is a hound there, and all of a sudden it lifts up and it stands up, but it doesn't approach you, and it just starts doing that little growl, like stay away.
Oh, I'm not staying away.
You go inside the house.
Yeah, what's it gonna do?
If I was second in line, I'll walk in as well with my
Okay, so
battle
you both walk in, and the dog doesn't leave the side of the thing that's underneath the blanket.
If I knew a thing about dogs, I'd know that it was protecting him. But instead,
Well, it's pretty obvious.
it's just an angry dog.
That seems pretty obvious. What's your animal handling?
1.
Yes, you understand that.
Wait, 2.
Yeah, passive animal
Is
handling
the-
12 understands that a dog growling at you while not heading towards you is
Nope, 1.
upset and probably protected.
Does the dog have boils and things like that on it?
Not that you can see.
So the dog's not immediately coming after us to attack.
No.
All right,
It's,
well,
it's growling at you quite angrily and threateningly.
Anybody here good with animals?
see.
I've
Also-
got a background with I'm good with animals too.
Are you?
I could walk up and like do the slow approach, like put my hand out and it's like one step forward at a time, and then
Okay, give me an animal handling check.
I guess 6. I still keep approaching him though.
All right.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem to respawn, and in fact, as you get closer, it kind of hunches down and it deepens its growl.
I see that there's no qualms here. I'm just gonna whatever. Okay, I take a step back. I'm not here to kill dogs.
No, but I love this. So to defeat you guys, I just have to put some dogs in front of the enemy.
Well,
It's a beholder with 2 dogs. Oh, we're out of here. Nope.
Kill him. Adopt the dogs.
No, then we have to save the dog.
Save the dogs.
beholder.
Oh no. A beholder is not capable of taking care of dogs. It might be, yeah.
Xanathar is capable of taking care of a fish, and even that's a stretch.
All right. The rest of you are kind of seeing this all happen. What does anybody else do?
I think we're gonna have to put the dog down for a regular nap.
You want to tell that to the rest of the party?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm on that wavelength.
yeah.
anybody?
Let's put the dog down for
Oh, yeah.
sleep time.
It's a sleepy time.
Just looking away.
I mean, sure, but is there any way we could possibly just move the dog out of the situation?
I could just like do a running tackle the dog
Yeah.
and try like
You could.
You want to get us a bite?
All right, look at me. All
All right. Are you charging in?
Slaps the dog.
All right, I put the axe down and I start doing the fingers. I go in.
Okay, you jump in. All right. So give me a strength check. Okay, we're doing a grapple here, so I believe we actually use athletics for that. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that athletic? Okay, well I get either.
Because your athletics is good, right?
Yeah, I got 24.
Rip dog.
I'm not gonna.
Yeah, he's gonna grab it.
Actually rolls a 21.
Oh wow!
And so it really resists you. You jump in and you wrap your arms around it and your legs around it. You're just
And I'm
like,
doing this thing where like I'm trying to keep his head, like
you're
his jaws
trying to
faced away.
It's trying to. So it tries to attack you. It tries to bite you. It has disadvantage because it's grappled. And it fails because it would have been 18 or a 9.
Nice.
Sorry, 18. Yeah, 18 or a 9. So you're holding it back.
Yeah.
So give me another animal handling check.
I'm kind of like doing the.
No advantage on it though.
Still only got
Can I run up
a
and help?
I got an 8.
You're gonna help?
Yeah.
Like help how?
Help the grapple here.
Yeah, he's just wrestling and we're standing
He's just
there.
gonna run little halfling, start pulling his
Hold on,
tail.
hold the tail.
I use Mage Hand to try and close the muzzle of the dog.
I'm no animal expert, but I don't think that calms him down.
So you're going up and grabbing his
Yeah,
tail.
hold on the tail.
Okay, so you're maintaining the grapple.
Right, yeah.
Because we're kind of doing a quick little combat here.
Yeah.
You're maintaining the grapple, so it tries to attack you again.
Oh,
How much?
jeez.
Do you want to do damage to it?
No.
Okay, so you're
No.
still trying to calm it.
Yeah.
All right, so it attacks you again. 15 or an 11. 11 being with the disadvantage.
Right.
Would the 15 have hit you?
The 15 would have it.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah. So once again, just like
He's like, my man, I push his head back, right?
Whoa, and
Yeah.
you're trying to calm it down.
Bark,
Give me another animal handling.
Jeez, 7.
It's just not. It's not responding.
No,
yet.
it's not.
I'm gonna walk up and toll the dead on it.
All right, go ahead.
You watch this like.
I get
pathetic-
advantage because he's got it grappled, right?
Or do you like you have
He's
a wisdom?
restrained. His speed becomes 0.
Yeah.
Attack rolls against the creature have advantage.
Oh, sorry. It's I don't have to touch it. You just have to make a wisdom save.
Okay, so it doesn't have disadvantage.
No, wisdom save DC.
It has disadvantage on dexterity, and you have advantage on attack rolls.
Yeah.
Wisdom, I got 8 total.
No, that's not enough. But it's not wounded yet, right?
No, so you're just doing D8.
You couldn't like give it a little.
I was. You know what?
2 damage.
2.
All right, so you hear that. You can hear it kind of gasp a little bit as.
I think I'm like, oh no, am I being too rough on it? I'm like,
It
oh.
just leaves its lungs a little bit. Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else gonna do anything before we come back to
I'm gonna try and help Luka
by how?
by
Head tail covered.
attempting to handle an animal here.
Okay, tell me how you're doing it. Don't tell me the skill you're using. Tell me. What you're doing.
You get like.
I'm gonna attempt to
grip
handle
his-
the animal.
I'm gonna walk up and attempt to lay hands upon it. By hands, I mean singular.
Okay. Unfortunately, that's not going to help the situation because this dog is ticked off. He's being grappled and he just got hurt.
Maybe the dog likes
So-
humans more than half orcs, so.
So you stick your
Just
hand close
give it
to
another moment.
Yeah, what's he gonna do?
You can give it another moment, yeah. So you stick your hand close, and it lunges at you, but you easily snap your hand back before it makes the attack.
I'm gonna move into the room, but avoid that nonsense and just use Mage Hand to pull back that blanket and see what's underneath.
Okay, so you're sending the mage hand over?
Yeah.
So as you pull back the blanket, it's just a... Actually, hold on a second. There's a half-elf is lying unconscious. You can see breathing, but unconscious.
Male, female, what?
You're looking from the back, so it's hard to tell. You see some gray hair, kind of. It looks like some of it's fallen out. Like you can see kind of hair lying around. But other than that, from the direction you're looking, you can't really tell. Okay. Okay, so you're going to continue to grapple.
Was there a cage? There was a cage in this room, right?
There is a cage, and it's currently open.
Was it like a kennel cage, like for a?
It would hold a dog.
Okay. So yeah,
It looks like
I see you nudging your head towards it. I'm like, yeah.
It's pretty big. Like you can fit a couple people.
But it looks like he won't be escaping from that easily.
Right. There's a latch on it, and it's not broken.
While this is happening, what else do we see in the room? Like, is there a
A
staircase?
quick glance around for the few seconds you
Anything
have.
else? Yeah.
There's a desk with some quills and parchment on it. There's a chest. There's a few of those beds, and there's the cage.
Okay.
There used to be
obvious
stairs
exits?
going up, but those
Okay.
stairs have rotted out,
Great.
and you can see rotting floorboards in the ceiling as well. So you could probably walk around up there, but there's no easy way to get up right now. There's there's nothing set up to be able to go upstairs, but there is definitely an upstairs. Never mind. Okay, so you're gonna continue grappling it? Are you gonna do anything on your turn?
So yeah, I see him nod his head towards the cage. I kind of like wrestle the dog up. I start walking backwards
All
towards
right,
the
give me
cage.
an athletics check with advantage.
Oh. I got 19.
Yeah, okay. So you pull it over.
Yeah.
And then hurl it into the cage.
Throw it in there and slam!
And you had
Oh, you had
essentially
the-
readied an action to close the cage. So you throw it in there and you close it, and all of a sudden, it's angry. It wants to get out of that cage really bad. And it's throwing itself against the cage.
Sorry, boy.
Well, now that the dog's in the cage, I'm going to use Mage Hand to try and shake the shoulder of that half-elf
Okay.
and just see what happens.
So all of a sudden you can hear a groan, and the half-elf rolls over. It's a female.
Is she shivering? Like,
Yeah, just kind of looks up, and as she opens her eyes, all of a sudden starts coughing. This bile just is dripping out of her. As she's opening her mouth, you can see yellow teeth, and just kind of lying there. She's very sweaty, just covered in sweat. The hair that's there is just all matted and sweaty, and the clothes are tattered. But yeah, and that's what you see at this point.
Any idea what her condition might be?
That's a good question. You have to give me a medicine check. Anybody here actually proficient in medicine?
I'm not. I'm gonna go. We're watching this. I'm gonna go over. And
Nobody's
pick up my
proficient in
bags.
medicine.
Negative.
As
20.
20, like natural
Total.
20. You roll a
No,
20.
total 20.
Yeah, basically, as you look at her, you notice the
She's
same
sick.
conditions. Like you see this, you notice the skin is very similar to the bandits that were outside. Now, the bandits outside, they weren't all coughing up bile and stuff, but just from your limited understanding of the things that you studied in the past, as you look at her, you're like, okay, she's definitely sick, and it appears to be a similar sickness to what they have outside, at least from the skin. And yeah, and it stinks in here too, by the way.
I'm gonna
everywhere kind of stinks.
I'm gonna rush over to her and just start like wiping the sweat off her brow and kind of just tending to her a bit, trying to like calm her down, maybe like bring her back into a bit more of like a conscious state in case we can talk to her.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say someone maybe like go check out that chest and the desk, see if there's anything over there valuable.
When he like moves, I'm like, I don't think you should touch her.
With a cloth. I'm using it to like soak up sweat or whatever. I use like a rag that I have on.
Okay, so you go over, and as you wipe away some of the sweat, she all of a sudden you can see her eyes flicker open, but kind of looking past you.
Okay.
Yeah, she's coughing. And,
Don't touch her.
and you're doing your best to avoid any of
Yeah,
the liquids that are spilling out of her mouth as they go everywhere. And you can hear her just muttering under her breath.
Anyone feel like taking a look around this place? Come with me.
I'm gonna just go over, pick up my battle axe, and just observe the bed from a distance.
Yeah, I'm watching this.
Okay.
It's like,
Yeah, I'm like
Morbid
kneeling down
curiosity.
next to her.
What's that?
I'm like kneeling down next to her trying
Yeah.
to do this whole thing.
I don't have medicine, but can I take a look and see if I think that this is fatal? Like if she's on.
So you're gonna go investigate her as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Give me a medicine check.
14.
14. So you look at her. She's definitely sick.
Nice.
All right.
Like,
Oh,
that's all you can really. Oh, your instincts are, don't let her cough
that's
on
not
you.
good.
That she's coughing out this yellow bile.
Is there anything else in this room at the moment?
Besides everything I just explained, no.
I
Sorry,
hoist up my
missed-
axe a little bit.
There's a fire.
and I'm
There's a
like,
fireplace.
cool.
There's some of these
I like
straw
that.
beds on the ground. There's the cage with the dog currently barking in it. There's the desk,
No, do it.
and there's a chest.
All right,
And there is obviously an
wait,
upstairs.
wait.
You can see where the stairs used
I'm
to be.
gonna
They're
go
all
take a
I
gone.
have a question.
We don't kill
You look at the
dogs.
desk.
We don't kill
I'll kill the dog.
Bandits are dogs.
So I'll walk up to her. I'll put my axe against her face, and I'm like, "Who's your group work for? Who is your leader?" Right?
Who's your dad?
Leader. I said leader.
What does he do?
And she just looks kind of over at you, but
Leader!
it doesn't look like she's looking at you. And
You
she
said-
said, I would be free. And all of a sudden she goes, and this huge amount of bile just dribbles out, and she starts hacking furiously, turns her head and just vomits all over the place.
Whoa, I'm getting up.
And then,
like,
and you're like, whoa, no. And then she goes still.
Like,
I stared at that.
Like-
damn.
She's still. You don't detect any breathing.
oh, what's that?
I
can't-
immediately stop
The machine at the hospital.
and I ready a firebolt.
Flatline.
Flatline. Yes, thank you. Just
What's the
gave me-
trigger?
If that body moves,
That body moves?
that body moves.
Again? Okay.
We were told about undead. I
right.
actually announced this to the
So you guys
group.
are staying there?
Saying, like,
what's everybody
I think
doing for
That-
6
if
seconds?
that body moves, I'm burning it.
So what are you going to do for the 6 seconds?
Back in the woods.
I move
Yeah.
gently towards
I think she's
the
dead.
desk.
I don't expect her to stand up and be like, I think
Two.
she's dead.
1.
Shake off the gross stuff off my
She
hands.
doesn't move.
And I rifle through it.
All right, I go back. I continue on my way to the desk, considering the body
Yeah.
does not move.
Now, just as a technicality for rules, you can't ready actions outside of combat.
Oh.
So you can tell me, but you could say to me, like, I'm going to watch her, and if she moves, then I want to fire a firebolt, and then, we could initiate combat if we needed to.
All right.
Technically, you can't ready actions outside of combat. It's a new thing I just learned recently.
So there's another floor we can get to it.
Yeah, like, there obviously used to be stairs. They've rotted out. You can see the top of the stairs. You can see where the stairs used to be, the pile of rotten wood. And, it's about 9 feet tall to the next story. But, if you have a way to climb up there, you can get to it. I'm just saying that there's no, just walk up the stairs, or there's a ladder right there conveniently for you to walk up. Now, as you turn around and look at the desk, it's covered in papers that have been scattered. And as you look through them, they're all blank right now. There's nothing of importance on the table. Then there's an ink quill
Any drawers in the desk?
No.
All right. In that case,
There's the chest right next to it.
Yeah.
I look over. I don't open it right away. I signal to Nibs over there. Nibs, could I have your keen eye for a moment, please?
Coming on over. I'm looking for.
Make sure there's nothing scary about this chest for me.
Do you have any interest?
How are you examining the chest?
Well, I'm gonna feel around and look at it. I will feel it.
You will touch it?
I will touch it.
All right, so you're just like looking around it for traps or anything you can find. All right, give me a perception check.
Oh, how's a 2?
Well, I was going to say I'll aid you in this endeavor.
So you'll look around as well.
Yeah,
That
so
would give him
I'll
advantage.
help.
Him.
So you can roll with
You can help someone and give them advantage.
I know. I get
Yeah,
that. I get
yeah.
that. It's just a weird one for perception.
Right. How do you help me look?
I thought this was an
What over
investigation.
here?
Because
You missed a spot.
Yeah, you missed a spot.
Yeah, I guess.
Either way, he rolled low. No, I don't think I'd give advantage on that.
Okay.
But yeah, you don't see any traps as far as you can tell.
Nah, it looks pretty good.
All right.
And it doesn't seem locked either.
All right.
It just opens.
I stand back and I open it with Mage Hand.
Oh, he's already opened it.
Alright.
He's just, right. As you
While he
stand
was
back and
in
get
the-
Mage Hand ready, you look down and he's already opened it. Inside of it is a bunch of cloth, and as you pull root through the cloth, you do find a little coin purse. You open it up, and there's 150 silver pieces in it.
Oh, anybody see that?
Yes.
Yes.
Were you trying to do it stealth with sleight of hand?
I guess not.
Oh, you can.
I was looking at it. No.
You want to?
Oh, yeah, actually, yes, I will. I see that. I'm assuming it's I will try to sneak it in my pockets off the shelf.
Sleight of hand.
Jeez.
Drop to the floor. Dang
Yeah, I
it.
perceive.
Yeah, the
Coins go
passive
everywhere.
perception. Everyone sees.
You see
Whoa.
Nibs attempt to pocket.
And you just see the purse hit the floor.
It also it's like,
Coins.
oh, and it spills all over the floor, and there's all these silver pieces come spilling out.
A lot of silver in here, guys.
There's some I the door.
Pay money.
But as you search through the chest, there's nothing else in it,
Oh.
Is there a false bottom to the chest?
as far as you can tell. No. And when you can pick up the chest, so
Speaking of-
it doesn't take a check to realize.
All right.
Is the floor? Is there any like a hatch to a basement or anything?
Yeah, I was gonna say look under the
Okay,
bed.
as you're searching around that, you in particular, Brother Rin, as you're just kind of investigating around, you do pull apart some of the straw in the one corner, and you do see that some of the rocks have been moved, and that's where all of a sudden you see, oh, wait a second, as you pull that rock off, there's another small chest right there. And so there's a chest, like you pulled the one of the stones, and there's a chest right under there. What do you want to do?
I'll motion over sticky fingers and say,
Things.
I'll hand the chest over.
Yeah,
So
disadvantage on
you
it.
pull the chest out there? Okay, you hand it over.
There's Beak. Feeling around.
It's unlocked. This one has more stuff in it. As you open it up, you can see that and also as you move it around, you can hear. Obviously, it was their
it's full
hidden
of
cache.
sand.
The other one was just
Yeah, rocks in the sand.
There's 1,500 copper pieces
Oh.
Copper.
and 450 silver pieces.
Who's
That's
writing
45.
this down?
That's a heavy chest.
It is actually.
Yeah,
It was pretty much you open it up and it was just
That's
packed with all this.
Not
And
bad.
12 gold pieces. And as you're looking through it as well, there's 2 bottles in it. One of them has a red liquid, and one of them has a yellowish liquid. And there's actually an eyeball, a little eyeball kind of floating in there.
Wait.
Hand me those. Let me see what I can
I
find
just put
out.
my tailor beside me.
I take the yellow eyeball
Gross,
one and
gross.
I spend a minute and I ritually cast Identify.
Okay. You don't actually have to do that for potions. You can just pop it off.
Oh yeah, but I'm not gonna.
No!
because it has an eyeball in it.
Okay. All right, so you spend a minute, you do a ritual cast of Identify. So 10 minutes, actually.
Yeah, I said.
Okay,
10
so
minutes.
while you're doing that, what does everybody else do?
I'm gonna look under the bed and then try to see if there's any way to scale the walls and get up to another floor.
I'm gonna boost Tiny up to the next floor because I'm 6 feet and he's 3 feet.
I look around.
The
everyone
walls
like,
seem like there's all sorts of rotted planks and stuff, so it looks like it shouldn't be too hard to climb. Although climbing is usually where the entire party dies.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not
So are
wrong.
you boosting Nibs?
Yeah.
All right, Nibs, give me an athletics check with advantage.
Athletics, huh?
That's how you climb.
Oh. Where's my athletics? 50.
No problem. He just kind of pushes you up, and you land on the top floor. It's dark up here, though. It's actually totally dark. Now, is it half in? Do you have dark vision?
Nope.
Okay, so
Jeez.
you can have a bit of light still from down, so you have a bit of dim light for about 10 feet around where you are. And as you look around, the floorboards are all rotten. Looks like there's a few places you could step, but as soon as you go into the dark, you're not quite sure.
There's a
what
spot
you're looking at.
nearby. I can tie ropes safely,
Yeah, that's what I was-
surely.
Yeah.
So no, yeah, I'll do that. Set a rope down then.
Okay, so you drop a rope down.
Great. I'll come up with.
Okay, as you do test the floorboards, though, they don't seem like they'll take much weight.
Oh.
I'm
wait,
not,
They're pretty rotten.
I'm not too heavy.
You're not too heavy.
How's it look up there for me?
Huh. I can't see anything up here. So I'm going to slide down the rope. So
You want to go up the rope?
Yeah, I'll go up
All right,
by
just give me a
myself.
quick athletics check with advantage.
Plus all my
Give him
equipment.
some light.
Oh,
With advantage.
You don't think
With
this is more
advantage.
entertaining?
You got help from the rope.
okay.
do, but at the same time.
Yeah, that's an 11.
Yeah, you're good.
Still, but
You're
yeah.
good. Yeah, it's not very hard. You kind of grab the rope,
Yep.
use bits of the wall, and you get up in there. Do you have dark? No, you're.
I don't have dark vision.
Okay.
I'll take.
But everybody, just so you know, most of your explorer packs have a certain number of
Nibs.
torches.
That's what I was gonna do.
Give
once
me one of those copper pieces.
once I got up, I was gonna light up a torch, see what I can see up
I was
there.
gonna cast light on the copper piece. And
You
throw
were?
it up.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah. So you're
fine
lighting
using a torch.
you're lighting as you're lighting a torch. All of a sudden you see, and a super bright little object is lighting the whole room as you have the torch in your hand. You're like, oh.
Okay.
As you look around, it's just an empty floor. The floorboards are rotted out everywhere, but you can't see anything up here. And it definitely is the roof. Like you can see that this.
There's
is kinda
no
like
way
an attic.
there's anything further up or hidden anywhere.
Give me a perception check.
Okay. 15.
You don't notice anything. It just seems like an unused second floor.
Yep.
Nothing of interest. A couple little rats kind of scurry away as you're up here.
I'm gonna go outside and start dragging bodies to the house.
Okay.
We're gonna burn
Right.
it down.
That's what I'm thinking.
So I scream up. Is anything up there at all? Nothing.
I don't see anything, nothing of value.
I take my
Okay,
axe and I
rats,
just
cobwebs.
attack the
No,
desk
no.
in frustration.
The desk just splits in half, and the quill and the ink goes everywhere.
And flipping
splatters.
I mean,
Another dead
Can
end.
we look around for like a basement or another door to the
Another
He
waste
did.
of time.
And all he found was the cache,
Okay.
the hidden treasure cache.
So I just huff and puff and I stomp around until we're done. Another waste of time. No lead. Nothing else, right?
Did we
Nothing.
fully check
Did we see
outside for maybe
a fireplace on this floor?
Yep.
Okay.
Ooh.
And it's
I hear
currently-
that. I'm like,
There's a
ooh.
fire that's slowly going out,
Okay, cool.
untended to now.
We're gonna go inside and
We
look for a
go
cellar.
outside and check for a cellar.
Yes.
You go out, and you do actually find a door to a cellar.
I'm instantly not
It's
mad
rotted
anymore.
out, and as you open it up, it's all
Caved in.
caved in.
I get mad and attack something again.
You smack your axe into the caved in part of the cellar, and it doesn't give.
Has 10
It
minutes
doesn't
passed?
cave in again.
Sure.
Man.
It is a
Alright.
potion of clairvoyance.
Is that the eyeball?
Yeah.
Okay.
How symbolic.
And
minutes
the,
have
the,
passed.
the other one, the red one,
So,
I'm just gonna.
yeah.
That one's just a. You actually you recognize that one almost without even tasting it.
We
It's
never
potion
had
of
to do
healing.
anything.
All right, I
Right.
take that one, put it in one of my pouches, and
You
I
killed
take
the
the
dog.
clairvoyance.
Unless it's one of those sneaky potion of poison that look
I
like
killed
potion
no
of healing,
dog.
but as far as you can tell, it's
I
potion of
taste
healing. You'll know that one
bandits.
actually is listed that you
And
can't
you
tell the
die.
difference until you drink the whole thing.
Okay.
But it appears to be a potion of healing.
Okay, I put that in my pouch, and I take the clairvoyance one. So that would be the effect of the spell, clairvoyance.
Yes, you drink it and you're under the effect of the spell clairvoyance.
All right.
Cool.
Do I know what that spell does? Thomas might, but does Alrius?
Clairvoyance, is that a wizard spell?
I don't recall.
Yes.
I believe it is, so I think you'd be cursory familiar with it,
All right then.
even if your character doesn't know what it is. Either way, remember, it doesn't cast a spell clairvoyance.
Yes.
It gives you the effects. And since you identified it, you would identify the properties of it. So
Right,
if you
yes.
wouldn't be like, hey guys, this gives me the spell clairvoyance.
Yes.
You would say, hey guys, this...
Will
I-
allow me to do clairvoyant things. Like,
I see things from afar.
yeah.
Right. That's what.
Like
Essen-
my
essentially
bird
what
was
it
there,
says,
but not.
when you drink this potion, you gain the effect of the clairvoyant spell. An eyeball bobs in the lush liquid. So whatever the clairvoyant spell would give you is what it does.
Yep,
And so
okay.
your character would just, having identified it, would understand. I think it's a level 2 spell.
3.
Level 3?
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's a rare potion.
Wow, we're
Yeah.
OP.
You create, basically it creates an invisible, it lasts for 10 minutes, has a range of a mile. You create an invisible sensor within the range in a location familiar to you, or in an obvious location unfamiliar to you. Like if you're next to the door and you want to put it on the other side of the door, you could do that. The sensor remains in place for the duration and it can't be attacked or otherwise interacted with. When you cast a spell, you choose either seeing or hearing. And then you can actually see through it or hear through it.
Cool. I'll put that
And you
one-
can, as an action, you can switch between seeing and hearing.
I'll put that one in my pouch again, and if anybody asks, I'll tell them what they are.
Yeah, and it's invisible too. The
I'd like
sensor
to
is
know.
invisible. Only somebody with true sight can see it. Yeah, that's just basically it. So this allows
This
you.
guy is good.
And it's pretty. It's a mile out if you're familiar with it, or at least somewhere nearby if you.
All right. In that case, after that, if there's nothing else, I'll leave the place. Once the bodies are gathered, I'll start lighting them on fire.
Okay, it's like firebolting each of them.
Yeah, to burn the bodies because they've got this sickness. I don't trust it in the slightest. I'm burning everything.
Well, we get the bodies in the house.
So
just burn the house
as you're
down.
bringing the bodies into the house, you kind of like huffing them over to the other side, and one of them lands on the body of the half-elf there, and it rolls over. And you notice, because of your nice high passive perception, a scroll, a little piece of parchment sticking out of her tunic.
I'll take it.
You'll go over and take it? All right.
The zombie hand grabs them.
Or roll initiative. No, I'm joking.
Animated scroll.
Hey. Hey,
That's what
scroll.
it says.
It's like that broom.
All right, what's that scroll say?
Yeah, so you actually see Rin reach down and pull out a scroll.
I'll just read it over her shoulder.
And
Do you want me to read it out loud?
I can read it.
yeah, if you want to read it out loud, you can.
I'm curious.
I can read.
Hopefully I don't
still
stutter and
excited.
stammer through this, but Ardhel, right? Ardhel?
Aradel.
Ardel. I trust that this... there, I did already. I trust that with this letter you have also received the crate with the Blessed of Delgor inside. The Blessed is to be taken with great haste to Harinburg, where you must smuggle it into the catacombs to join the other 4 of its kind. Delgor's envoy has also instructed me to include a vial of blessing, which will bring you closer to the ascension that we are all promised. After you have delivered the blessed, you will receive your next instructions from Gretine, who will be staying at our safe house in the stacks in the lower city. Go to the Sunken Hope Tavern and brandish your sign, and he should reveal himself and give you the rest of your payment.
You recognize all these locations, by the way.
May the blessing of Delgor soon be found in all the citizens of Harinburg, that they may join us as true brothers and sisters in the flesh.
And
The messenger.
Do I know that name, Delgor?
What was the name of
Give me a religion check.
the informant we had to find?
The
And
informant?
you don't have...
We have to go to the inn.
No, you don't have proficiency
It
with
just
religion, right?
No, but I do have history if that helps.
Gretine?
19.
19? You recognize it.
Gretine.
You can't recall the details, but all that you can remember is Delgor. This sounds like bad news. It definitely is the name of a deity.
So
You can't remember.
Do I know them?
Either.
Cursorily, yeah. You give me a religion check as you're thinking about it, because you're
Or be
proficient in
some
it. So
8.
no, it doesn't at all ring a bell. You're like Delgor. Does not ring a bell.
Isn't that a deity of some kind?
Mm.
I'm sure somebody knows that.
Possible that at the temple we can learn more.
Yes. So that letter mentioned 4 others in the catacombs. Does that mean more of the undead in the catacombs
No,
of the
that
city?
would be blasphemous to have undead within the catacombs of Harinburg.
I understand. That's the point. That's the problem.
They have been put there. Then they do not.
They do not belong there. Yes.
What do you mean?
Yeah, so the knowledge you would have of the catacombs
messenger?
is that this under the city is quite extensive, huge amounts. It's easy to get lost in there. Even in all your time as a beggar, you would never venture far. But the Temple of Kalina actually is the one that maintains a large portion of the ones that contain the crypts and the tombs and all of that, and they're constantly on the lookout doing their rituals and making sure the dead stay dead and all of that. So that's so you know what the catacombs are. It's not common knowledge amongst Harinburg, but it's common knowledge that there are catacombs, but you are more familiar with what the purposes of a lot of them are, and what the Temple of Kalina does and how much time they invest.
Before all the bodies are dragged in and burnt, is there any signs of, like, not to be cliche, but is there a bite mark
On them? No.
or something like that?
Not that you can see. At this point, I'd like everybody to give me a Constitution saving throw.
I knew this would
I
happen.
knew it was coming.
Just hold on to it. Don't tell me your number yet. It's only a matter of time. Tatiana, I want you to do yours with disadvantage.
I told you not to touch her.
That's not good.
You know what?
I got a
see that
6.
number.
And actually,
I'm feeling
yours at
lucky.
disadvantage too.
Why mine?
No, I'm not.
Are you not the one rooting through all the bodies?
Yep. All of them.
That's not good.
I wouldn't do that
Failed
myself. If I'm gonna root through somebody's pockets, it's with mage hand.
Oh, so you're using mage hand through all that? Okay, we'll keep your number then.
I'm a noble.
Yep.
So you're like walking up and like,
Yeah, no, I'm
the hand is
not
like-
gonna actually touch him. I'm gonna like.
okay, fair enough. Okay, what do we get?
I got a 6.
6?
Yeah.
18.
14.
8.
8.
10.
Wait,
How does the
8
wizard
plus-
get the highest con save?
Oh, wait, 12.
wait, you got this number.
No, lucky.
You choose? Oh, you choose. Okay. I thought you had to take the reroll. That's actually way better.
Okay, everybody who
How
got
does the wizard
less
get
than
the
10.
highest
Who got less than 10? 8.
Oh,
8. Okay.
I forgot I was proficient.
Steve,
Oh,
Nibs Bumplikins max HP just dropped by 4.
Oh no! Luka.
Bofrigold,
Oh, Frid the gold.
your max HP drops by 1, of course.
Naturally.
Yeah, it was natural 1.
All right.
Tatiana, you're not feeling so good. Yours drops by 4 as well.
Ooh.
This is your max HP.
Yeah, down to 6
so
total.
they currently begin to feel ill.
Yes, the 2 of them in particular, you don't notice yet. Bofrigold is 2, unaware.
Too hardy.
Past perception 13.
Is this temporary or a permanent thing where we've just like completely lost that health? Or we just feel ill. Okay.
That's a good
probably
question.
need to get
Cool.
cured.
Let's figure it out.
It definitely, you don't know. That's not something that you would know.
Yep.
At this point, the 2 of you start, you start feeling very ill. You're feeling sick to your stomach. You're starting to feel nauseous.
Just the DTs. I've been here before.
The DT.
Other ring.
Yeah, you can start to
No,
feel
I
gurgling.
I need,
Feel a little
That's
hot in
slightly
here.
concerning,
huh?
isn't it?
It's very concerning.
Okay, so from now on,
Well,
nobody
hold
touches.
on. We don't. You're not aware of this necessarily.
Oh,
Neither of you are
We'll,
trained in medicine, so neither of you are.
We'll
aware.
need to. I can. Once all the bodies are in the house,
I'll burn it down. Don't worry.
I'm gonna kill the dog before the fire starts. With
Oh, you're not going to burn the dog
with
alive?
Toll the Dead.
I was gonna get the dog out of there.
Toll the Dead, is that a cantrip?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can just sit there and be like super focused and obviously eventually get them. All right, so while you're over there, you hear.
I know there's some issues with the, so I make sure like
You try to do it as
I do it as subtly as possible.
right. you hear a little yelp and then nothing.
You still have your pet over on the tree.
It's better than being burnt alive.
Yeah.
I was gonna take the dog out of there first,
You seem pretty
He
rabid.
can bite you.
and then once the dog
He was
is
a bad
dead and everything else is in there, and we've looked through everything.
Burn it.
So you just start hurling firebolts all over it. Just boop, boop, boop. It doesn't take long. It really, it's the whole thing is just a whole building made of kindling at this point, and it goes up in a huge flame. It's just like a
And then
beacon lit.
I guarantee the job is done. I go to every tent that I might be able to find around here, and I start burning everything.
As you actually look through the tents, you find a few more copper pieces, another 100 copper pieces in total.
Oh, cool.
So as you're like looking in, you're like, oh, a pouch, 100 copper pieces.
We need to get back to the city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The city proper. We're in the
Just
city.
burn it.
Yeah, you're kind of on the outskirts of the city right now, right? So yeah, it's nighttime now, and the sun has fully set.
No one's showing any signs.
You're seeing these two, like you look over, and you in particular do notice this nice high passive perception, and Nibs, you notice it too. Your high passive perception.
Nice.
You notice that Tatiana's not looking so good.
I got like the cold sweats.
Yeah, you're starting. You're actually starting to sweat,
So, well,
and it's warm out. Not hot. It's just warm.
Yeah.
that wasn't so bad, was it?
I'll
A few bandits.
I really think
They
we
didn't
should
put up
have-
much of a fight, did they?
Well, the problem
Not
is
to you, they didn't.
now remember you were tasked with to go and kill the zombie, not
Yeah.
kill the bandits.
Yeah.
Now,
yeah.
well, according to that letter, the zombie might be in the catacombs.
It looks
So
like it's already been moved.
Our job's
Yeah.
probably
Looks
not
like
done
it's-
yet.
So as we move out, I'm not over at the dog. Chained up. He's still unconscious, I assume.
He's starting to stir.
Yeah, what are you
You
guys
can
doing?
tell
with
he's
the dog?
dreaming. He's like his legs are moving.
We just cut him loose and leave.
Yeah.
You guys are pretty confident in your attempts to get into the cellar, right?
It was caved in.
It was caved
The
in.
whole cellar. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was
As you look over at the house,
outside of
That was just
the
a
house
collapse.
crumbles. Okay. Yeah.
Well, it is now.
Tatiana,
Well-
you look weak.
Yeah, I'm not feeling too good.
I'll take my cloak off if she's looking
Oh, man.
cold.
she's wearing. Are you wearing a cloak? Already?
Yeah.
Well, I'll wrap a second one around.
All right.
Double down.
Double down.
Huh. Alright, let's
Yeah,
get
you
back
can see her shivering.
as
You
soon
notice
as
him. You notice Nibs as
possible
well.
and,
Nibs.
rest stop.
Come on,
Feel better
Rich.
in the morning.
Oh no. I mean, I'm at least happy we have maybe a lead. So,
I think
yeah,
we need
back
to return to the temple.
back to the.
Is that where the order
Yep.
had planned to meet us?
Yeah. No, the order operate out of the temple.
Okay, I think that's where we need to go.
Like,
look at that.
yeah, you were hired by the head of the order.
With haste. There's probably someone there more skilled at medicine than any of us.
Probably.
We'll leave one temple.
You're heading back there?
Yeah.
If I'm the only one with dark vision, I'll lead the way.
Well, I got dark vision as well.
It doesn't take very long once you go down the streets before the light of the city is plenty.
Which of those two temples is the one we're going to? Or are they kind of the shared temple?
Those aren't temples. That's that's the government buildings. That's like the castle area. Now the temple is. See where it says the graveyard?
Oh, that large building there, number 6.
Yeah, number 6. That is
we're heading
the
back
Temple of Kalina.
in the lower temple district. Okay. Well, graveyard, but yeah.
Okay, so you can see that as you go. If you're looking at the map, you go south of the ruins. You head back into some of the buildings. There's a bridge that you can cross to get to the lower temple district. And you've all seen this already, but I'll explain it just because your players have not, whereas the characters have. And so as you're heading in there, the buildings out here, they're run down, but they're not like horrible. Like this is kind of the secondary docks district, and you cross this big stone bridge going across the smaller of the two rivers. And as you head through a gate, you're actually going into a walled section of the town. And immediately the difference is huge. The walls actually block out a lot of the stench from the river and from the garbage pit, and the buildings are much nicer. The architecture is quite nice, like the kind of like the stucco sides with all the timber, and some of them are 2, some of them are 3/4 stories high. Some of them are huge buildings. This is obviously where, and some of them are shops too that you're closed. But at this point, all the shops are closed, and you can still see lights on in a lot of the houses. It's probably it's mid-evening right now, so people are still awake, but commerce is closed. And you can see the hill as you're walking down the street in the lower temple district to your right. You can see the hill that rises up, and then has the metal fence going around the huge graveyard. And when we say it's a huge graveyard, I mean like there are thousands buried in that graveyard, and that is only one of the places. The Temple of Kalina has spilled through that graveyard. They bury people in the catacombs. They'll also offer cremations and other kinds. They don't have a particular way that they care. However you like to be buried or taken care of once you're dead, they'll actually even like commission ships to take people out to sea and dump them off there. It's just important that the bodies are purified and all of that. So they tend to a huge graveyard. So you can look up that, and you can still see you see the familiar sight of some of the temple guard going through the graveyard, just with their torches and their temple garb, looking for grave robbers and everything else. So you head through all of this, and eventually the path turns, and you can see the area with the 2 temples. To the right is the big, huge, ornate temple of Kalina, and which is just rich beyond anything. It's enormous, and it's got the figures of the owls and the other things like that. Very, very big and grandiose. To the left is a smaller temple, and this is the dedicated temple of Samara, which is the temple of rot and fertility. And there's a smell that comes from that way, which is, I don't know, to a halfling or to somebody who loves gardening, it would be a nice smell. To other people, it's kind of like this. It's a dirty smell, like the smell of not fertilizer but compost that just kind of wafts over there in huge amounts. And you can see their lush gardens just all around this one. Now you can't see much of this. Obviously, it's nighttime, but there is enough lighting and torches and all that kind of stuff. And
You and I can see just fine.
And you're familiar with it as well. It's all, and at this point, basically, you're walking through the equivalent of dim light with patches of bright light wherever all the street lamps are. And then you head over into the Temple of Kalina. And you walk into it, and you see a familiar sight that you've all seen at this point. Few of you only once, something that you're familiar with. You walk in, and it's just the opening area is this grand hall that is just full of crypts and tombs. And
Check the ceiling.
And you check the ceiling, yeah, it's still the same. You look up there and you can see.
It's like the Sistine Chapel.
Yeah, you know what? It's not far off to kind of think like those kind of Gothic architectures. It won't be quite as grim dark, because while there are tombs and stuff, it's not like gargoyles and that kind of stuff, because that's not their symbol. They don't really focus on that kind of stuff. But yeah, there are everywhere, and you can see that when you look up too. You can see that there's pathways up there that lead into other rooms, and you can see areas of the temple that go off. You know, of course, you're familiar with some of the areas of the temple. You're not allowed in a lot of the areas of the temple, actually, as a lower level acolyte. With the opposite areas, all the administrations and the more rich tombs. and the many passageways that the temple has to the catacombs, as well as where they do tend to them. And so you're inside the temple now, and you can see several of the acolytes just kind of tending to the various areas. So what would you like to do at this point?
I'll approach one of the acolytes and.
I'll just follow him, like, straight to business.
I'm gonna stick with him and just like.
You're not feeling too great.
Yeah, I'm sticking right
would
next to him, letting
Rowan
him do all
be
the
considered a
talking.
lord, like Lord Rowan?
No,
just Rowan. So
he's just the head of the order.
Okay.
So
I'll say to one of the acolytes, have you seen Rowan of the order?
So you approach one of the acolytes. This one is a male elven acolyte. So you know that one of the mid-rank ones.
What kind of elf?
What kind of elf? Just a regular high elf. It's kind of going around.
Morloon or
not from Morloon. Not from Morloon. Not your kin. This one dedicated has been here for quite a while, and a kind of an older one. And he's like, he's got a bit of a raspy voice because he's, for whatever reason, you actually don't even know the backstory of why he has a raspy voice. And as you approach him, give me 1 second. He's like, Rowan Laughingsteel he's gone for the evening. He's head back to his chambers and he's asleep. Do you have reports of have you slain the zombie that he sent you out to? He's not a member of the Order of the Shroud, but of course he's aware of your task.
I say,
and he's an elf. You know this elf, but he's a mid-level acolyte. You're just a low-level acolyte.
Our tasks met a varying level of success. I really do.
I recall you were very anxious for this one. You're saying that they couldn't complete a simple task like this. This one was so simple that they wouldn't even use our acolytes for it. But you still rushed to join that group. Well, what was so complicated about snuffing out one single undead?
Do you know me?
Well, you know this guy. Cursory. He's just kind of a grouchy,
Yeah,
middle-aged high elf.
I'll push right up close to him and say, the disrespect is not necessary. I serve the order, and you will point me to them.
All right, give me an intimidation check.
19.
Woo!
You kind of see him stiffen up.
No one stands up to him often. Or he needs to be humbled
He
every now and then.
looks a little confused. Very well, young one. I will go find Rowan for you.
Young one.
I just give a tap on the shoulder to Rin there.
We will get this taken care of.
Yeah. Jerk.
Big jerk.
In the meantime, would our walk back have counted as a short rest?
Walking, unfortunately, is not something you can do during a short rest.
Right.
You have to be resting. It wouldn't have taken an hour. You're talking like 20, 25 minutes.
Okay.
Not really. I wonder if this one will work. Just experiment with some of the music. Some temple music. Yeah.
Sure.
Not bad. There we go. We'll see what it does.
I feel comfortable in this temple.
It is it has a strangely peaceful feel to it. You don't feel peaceful here? No?
I think I got the leprosy.
I forgot you. I think I've got the leprosy.
You got the leprosy?
Thinking mumps.
Bumps.
Break soon. What time is it right now? Oh yeah. Let's take a break. Yeah.
That's a good time.
All right.
We'll come back to...
Sure, as we go to Rowan.
Okay, we're gonna take a 15-minute break.
Laughingsteel.
Anybody here need to take off to go to the bathroom or something? This will be your only chance before.
Yeah,
Actually, I'm gonna get more water.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
So mute the people that are gonna leave. You watch. Well, okay. You know what? We'll be back in just 1 minute, and I'll interact with the chat. So we're just gonna kind of arrange. We'll be right back.
Yep.
Welcome back. We're gonna continue now. After I remember to bring up the music, I should have probably done that before while we were at the BRB.
How vomitous do I feel?
Pretty vomitous.
Oh, worst.
You know what? I can help you roleplay if you like.
No, we're good.
You sure?
We're good.
I can help.
No.
I'm all for helping you roleplay.
I'm very good, sir.
Poo on you.
Poo like that.
Just really imagine it. Just really imagine it.
You got some skin on me.
Yeah, I actually saw a piece go and land on your. You also have. No, seriously, you got like an M&M shell like right here.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's orange. There.
Wait, seriously,
I think
it on my eyebrow?
It was like a tiny little part
It
of the
was
shell.
there.
It was
It was
orange, so I was thinking
This
it
is
must
live.
be. I know it is. Oh, come on.
Ah, joke's didn't happen.
We got camera to prove it.
Did you ever get stabbed in the forehead?
No, it's
No.
He's talking about that ring.
Just curious.
Yeah, I got stabbed one time in the forehead.
What a crazy time to threaten someone.
Stabbed in the forehead.
All right, so back to where we
Is that the
were,
only thing?
Okay.
waiting for
Yeah, so you're all waiting in the temple now. The lights have dimmed for nighttime temple time. And so you don't wait very long, probably about 5-10 minutes. And all of a sudden you can see shuffling in is Rowan Laughingsteel. He's a human as well. A very high-level human cleric, as you would know. And he comes in. He's got very long, straight brown hair and brown eyes. He's got soft brown skin. Very tall, though. Like almost 5 feet tall.
What?
So pretty short. Well, remember, not everybody's 6 foot something.
Right.
The humans are not generally very, very, very tall. Like they're between 5 and 6 feet tall. So he's definitely on the lower end of the
You
range
say he's
of
only
normal.
5 feet?
Roughly. Not
Jeez.
quite. It's like 4'11" and a half. No, 3/4. 4'11" and 3/4.
Remember that, folks. It'll come up.
It'll matter. You'll have that one spell
just
that's
so
like
thrown
covers a
off how
cubic
short he
area
is.
of 5 feet, and you're like, he fits in it. He fits in it.
He doesn't have to duck.
He doesn't have to duck. And you know that could come up too. That's the funny thing.
Oh my goodness.
And he's pretty. He's actually got a pretty skinny build, but that is overcompensated by the heavy robes that he's wearing, and he's got all these feathers around him, as is the symbol of the Temple of Kalina, of course.
Would you say he's attractive?
Yeah, I don't know. He's pretty old. That's the problem, you know. So
All right.
What are you saying? Old people can't be attractive?
well, it's more like
Silver
there's
fox.
a really good dignity to him. He's been around. He's seen a lot of things. You know him too. He's not cruel. He's pretty straight to the point. He doesn't really like this. This is an honor for you to be talking to him. Like when he offered it, you were just like jumping in front of him, pick me, pick me, pick me. And of course, you weren't like that. You're not that kiddish. But inside, that's how you felt. You're like, even though on the outside, you're like, yes, I can handle this. Squee.
Look natural.
He does have a bit of a sense of humor, as you know, but at the same time, he's pretty down to business. You can tell that you disturbed him. He was sleeping, even though it's early in the day or early in the evening. He was sleeping, and he comes out and he kind of whisks towards you with his hands in his robes, and then he gets to you, and he's like, Brother Rin, I see you are back. Have you had success in eliminating the zombie threat?
I'm afraid we have not. We found the camp. We found the bandits that you spoke of, but the zombie was not there, and we don't know that it may be more than a zombie. We've received this letter.
Where did you find this letter?
On the body of one of the bandits. They were very ill, coughing up bile, and they had various lesions across their limbs. Most of us took care not to touch them. Sans a few, but
They seem to be following someone by some entity known as Delgor.
Delgor? That does sound familiar. I haven't heard that name for a very long time.
Well,
he is a god, a deity.
I believe the zombie-type
I don't
creature
know
that we
what.
were sent to destroy is something they called the Blessed of Delgor, and I believe they've placed it within the catacombs already. And if this letter is to be believed, then it's not alone down there. There's more of them.
Do you have proof of this? You hand him the letter, the scroll. So he examines the scroll.
To stem the spread of whatever disease was infecting them, we burnt all the bodies, but there was no undead creature there at the camp.
I find it hard to believe that they would have found a useful place to bring into the catacombs. Did you recognize any of them when you were there? How would they have any knowledge of? As you know, the catacombs are vast. There's
Well, there is an envoy that they're dealing with by the looks of it. A Gritteam? What was it?
Grit team.
Yeah,
Should be at a safe house in the stacks.
Perhaps they know more. Perhaps they've guided them. I apologize for my ignorance, but do the catacombs reach across the river?
They do. They go everywhere. But it's a maze. Like, for somebody to be able to make their way from one end of the city, that far from the city, in, that's next to impossible without
Would they have
all
to?
the maps. Would they
If this creature, this blessed of Delgor, was placed in the catacombs, would that not be enough?
enough to what?
I don't know.
We don't know the purpose or the intent of these bandits. This was to be a simple purification mission and to destroy the zombie. There didn't seem to be any intent besides maybe using it as some sort of tool or soldier. Or who knows? It didn't matter to us what their intent was. Our intent was to purify it, destroy it, burn its body, and make sure it does not rise back again.
I mean no disrespect, Rowan. If the men there were contaminated with some illness, and perhaps we've already seen some spread of that here, if these blessed of Delgor can spread their
undead plague, perhaps.
Are you saying you brought a disease into the holy temple of Kalina? You kind of seen him
I'll just point over at her.
take a step back.
It was my hope that some of our brothers and sisters would be able to cleanse them.
I look back at the word of cleanse.
Purify. Heal.
Here, this is all of our efforts here go to tending to the dead, to make sure the dead remain dead. We are not concerned with stopping people from becoming dead. Having said that, I am concerned about you bringing this in and infecting the rest of our acolytes.
Kalina does teach that death is natural, though, and this is not a natural plague.
Well, unfortunately, we do not study diseases here. The Temple of Samara might be a better, but they are usually of no use, just tending to their wild gardens, and they're more about rot than they are about disease. No, this is something that must be searched. The answer must be found. But there you'll find no help for disease here. Only help for those that disease has taken. But I would ask that those that are infected, be removed from our premises and not come in here until you have found a way to remove it or to purify them permanently.
So which temple do you think we should go to?
Well, we are the mightiest here in Harinburg and the most well-versed. But if you're looking to cure diseases, then I hate to admit it, but the Temple of Samara might be a better bet, even though they are much of a lesser temple than we are. And their
At this point, I'm willing to drink anything, try anything.
All right. Well, then everybody who's feeling ill, come with me. We'll go to that temple, and you and whoever else is fine.
You definitely need to continue. If you need to finish the task that we started, you must find the zombie and destroy it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll speak in the morning to the rest of our order and see what else that they know. But your instructions remain, and the reward and the promise that comes with it of your good standing amongst the Order of the Shroud remains in the balance until you can actually finish the task and remove this zombie. And now it looks like there are others, which we will equal the reward. I forgot to tell you at the beginning that he had promised 200 gold pieces total for destroying the zombie. Not each total.
And now he's saying 200 for each zombie now?
Yes, for each head that you bring back.
Oh, okay.
So essentially, it's like if you can go find those. If there are actually 4 more, which I find hard to believe. And if they did bring them in, then the best they did was get them to some of the sewers, which we aren't. That's not a grave concern, except that we want to purify them.
Grave concern.
Ah. See, told you that sense of humor. 6 feet under.
Do I think he's being sincere?
No, give me an insight check. Which would be an 18. Yeah. Yeah. He has no reason to lie. And the things that he says check out. You as you've learned things at this temple, they don't cure the sick. They don't help those that are diseased.
That's not what I mean. I mean, he'd see like it,
You can see a bit of worry in his eyes, but he's a little too high and mighty to think that this one little zombie is going to be a threat to the city. Like he's not going to mobilize. You know that it's talking to the Order is more just reporting back to them, and you doubt how much action he's going to take on this.
Fair enough.
Well, you do see an opportunity, of course, to prove yourself, and the rest of you see an opportunity for some more gold.
I do like gold.
At least two of you.
Could
Now,
give me a few spells.
both for the gold, you are starting to feel more of the effects.
Oh, I'm sorry. So I'm feeling more, but I'm not showing you more.
You're not showing it more, but you are starting to sweat. Just kind of standing there sweating. Like it feels hot in here all of a
It
sudden.
is warm in here.
Yeah.
Right. We'll get you lot sorted out as soon as we can. What should we do first? Seek healing or go to the catacombs and try and find this? Or actually, no. Go to
I'm
the
not fighting
stacks.
anything in this condition.
I think we need to go to the Sunken Hope Tavern.
You show the sign.
Is there?
We
does
don't have a
the
sign, though.
Temple of Kalina have any? Well, I'll address Rowan. Is there a library or something where I could research this name, Delgor?
Okay. You don't have to. You don't have to ask that question. There's a library in the city. The city is actually very well known for. If you look at the map, did I lose music again?
It's like that big thing there.
I didn't lose because I had it.
The library district. Probably where I spent a fair amount of time.
Actually, no. It is very exclusive and hard to get into.
Oh.
The number 8 right there in the library district is the library, the main library, and it's the library of Beal. Beal is actually the god of preservation. So that library is like a temple to them. So the best you can do is get into like just the outer areas.
That might be enough, though.
Maybe. But it's definitely closed down at night.
During the day, would we be allowed in, though?
To the common areas, which is like 2% of what it has to offer. But it holds a lot of knowledge there. There's a lot. They worship preservation. They preserve knowledge. They preserve just histories and things like that.
Then Rowan, and I hate to ask you for another favor, but is there anything that could the Order perhaps pull strings that we might?
No, we do not get along with. As Harinburg is not exactly a city of cooperative faiths and cooperative religions. I could write you a letter of introduction, but I don't know how much sway it will have with as much as they like to call themselves enlightened. They do nothing with their knowledge, and so they collect it and hoard it and do nothing with it. So I can write you a letter of introduction.
I will certainly
that
take
might
that.
get you through the doors, but I doubt they'll listen much more than that. They are far too proud to accept help from us.
I'll take it.
Okay. So he'll procure you like a little scroll, which has the stamp of the Shroud on it, the Order of the Shroud, and giving your names, and a request to get entrance to do studies.
So we can do that in the morning. Well, let's drag you off to the healers then.
I'd love to get some rest and/or healing. Yeah.
I'm just feeling tired.
Yeah, you definitely. Everybody's feeling
I'm just
tired.
getting sweaty.
But the three of you especially are starting to feel very fatigued.
Getting sweaty at the thought of not sleeping.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna.
That's what I'm
I'm
thinking.
gonna drag these three over to that other temple.
Drag them?
Well, escort them.
What do you guys want to do? What about everybody else?
I'm gonna shadow Brother Ren wherever he goes.
Okay. So you guys are all going to stay together or go over to the Temple Samara then?
We'll all go over.
Yeah, I suppose.
It does say in the note here, go to the Sunken Hope Tavern and brandish your sign.
Yeah. I feel like we need
Don't
a
know what that
sign for
means.
that. I
Unfortunately,
also
burned everything.
We did.
Yeah.
I did. I very much.
We can go there anyway.
I wonder
For
if
shit
it's
to
like
do.
a
I kind of
holy
feel like
symbol, though.
Greetime might
If
have
we knew
the
what
sign.
Delgor's holy symbol was, perhaps we could.
Yeah, I feel like Greetime might have the sign or know people that would be able to procure it from.
It also says he lives in the stacks.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're heading across the street.
Yep.
Yeah, let's go to
Why are you
that
smiling?
other church first.
Because as you
Or
cross the
temple.
street, you notice one thing. There's one point of interest to the five of you. You already know what this is. It's a wide street that leads up to the palace area and the super popular area. And right in the middle of that street, there's actually a circle, and there's a big tree there. And this tree is very vibrant. You can tell that it's tended to. It has all the flowers and all these different things and these vines growing up. It's very, very lush. It's really of no other interest than that. I just want to kind of point out that as you cross this thing, you know that it kind of marks a divide between the two, because it's living and vibrant, and that's what the Temple of Samara is all about. They're about rot and fertility, so they're about finding that balance between those two things. And you know, they believe in seeing something decay away, but then to use that to turn it into something new and beautiful. So they see beauty in all of that. Whereas the Temple of Kalina, it's like, no, let it die. And when it dies, it dies. Because we're not about preserving life. You know, we're not going to go around killing people. We're not going to go around not saving people when we can. But that's just, the tree symbolizes that divide between these two temples. So there's always been that. And you even feel that too. Like, as you go over there, you still have that, you know, no, I don't really want to go there. Because they're at odds with each other. Let's just put it that way. But you head across into a much not as nice temple. And as you head into it, into the grounds, it's very, you're not the, yes.
No, I'm waving to the temple, to the people inside.
Oh, okay. You're not quite at the doors yet. As you head into it, you notice it's lush gardens going all around, and there's all sorts of weird-looking plants. There's a combination, like you can see heaps of almost what looks like, what would be like compost. Lean back into frame. You're leaning back. You're out of frame. There you go. Perfect. You see like clumps of compost, and at the same time you see like these luscious vines going up the side of this temple. The temple's very, very down to earth. Is not the right word. Well, the other one is all like stone and elegant sculptures and all that. This one is more like covered in vines and creeping plants and all that on the outside. So you can't even really tell. It's definitely made of stone, obviously, but most of that is covered with vegetation and all sorts of colors. Even at night, the little bit of light that you have, you can still see all the colors in these plants, and you can see like the gardens are surrounded. There's paths leading through all these gardens, and then you come up to these two very large wooden doors with very big knockers. Cool. So you knock really heavily, and you hear all of a sudden you can hear a ka-kunk. You all right there, Steve?
Just keep going.
It's a young Frankenstein reference.
Yes. Yes. All right. And you hear you all of a sudden hear ka-kunk, and it's just opening up. And standing at the door is a young-looking, probably half-elf as well. It's hard to tell. And they've got robes on and everything else, but these robes are much more, they're brown and green, very earth tone-ish, also very less ostentatious than the Temple of Kalina's robes. I wouldn't call them humble, because they still hold their head high, and you know, are still better than everybody else, but they're dressed, the way that they differentiate themselves is it's covered in what looks like, it almost looks like it's covered in moss in certain ways, but it's more just like the types of fabrics that they use. Looking at this is a taller humanoid, taller half elf, about 5'6". You notice a big scar along the neck right here, and a big long, wavy black hair. But no, the hair even has like some twigs in it, and all that. Almost you don't know if that's on purpose. You're like, is that like a thing, or is it you just been working in the garden? Or, and he steps to the door. He goes, "Oh. Who might these people be?"
In my best highborn tones, good day to you. And that's like that. We are here to request healing from your temple. 3 of my friends here are in ill fashion and require your services, if you'd be so inclined.
Huh. It is interesting plight that these people are in. Diseases, you say? Ooh, I can't. It's hard to see.
I gesture to these.
Do you have any offerings for the temple?
Aye, we can pay you for your services.
Oh, I don't pay for the services. The curing diseases is fine. But if you have any offerings for the temple?
Aye, I could.
No.
Are you looking for plant magic?
2 daggers.
I'm wholeheartedly confused. They don't want gold?
We should have brought one of the dead dogs for their piles.
Oh, some sort of soil or rotting.
Go around the corner.
Just
Dig
looks
up
over at
jar
you.
with an eye.
Why does the little one offer me daggers?
Would say flowers or food or other such be what offerings are you looking for?
Oh, just the things that allow us to continue to maintain the wonderful cycle of life here in our temple.
I have some purified water.
No.
We have lots of water. Things that are better for trading, perhaps.
Oh, definitely not with that.
Oh man.
Well,
Gold?
Gold? Yes, gold makes a perfectly acceptable offering here at the Temple of Samara.
I said we'd pay.
Okay.
Fine.
Oh, you don't have to pay for the
It's
services.
not
We're just wondering if you have any offerings for the temple.
Of course, we have.
Yeah,
we have much to offer.
Yes.
He wants the donations.
We have much.
May I
to offer.
see one of your offerings?
I hand over a pouch of 5 silver. Sorry, 50 silver.
He holds it. He offers me some silver. Opens the side.
Who mentioned gold?
Mention gold.
Is that
So
not...
he just disappears into his robe. But were you saying something about gold?
I offer a pouch of 5 gold.
He has a frown on his face.
Anybody want to
You're-
pitch in on this?
Your passive insight. Your passive insight. You know what? I'll accept both for gold. I realize that he doesn't seem pleased with only 5 gold.
Anybody else want to pitch in on this?
I think he's happy then. I don't
12
care.
at you.
Yeah, to be fair, it's 20 gold total.
Is that 10? Or is it? No, yeah.
15
Yeah, yeah. 5.
There's 5. There's 5 in this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but there was 15 in the other
50.
50
Yeah.
50
silver.
silver, which is 5 gold.
one. Oh.
Yeah.
So 10
Oh.
total.
Yeah.
So the 10
I'll
gold.
give you all my gold. I'm sick. Here's 12.
The little one gives me all his gold. He kind of combines and tosses the bag back. Merrick, think this be enough of an offering for now? Come on in to the Temple of Samara.
This is an installment
In you
plan.
go.
Right.
And he turns around and he just walks in. The door's open.
After you lot.
You said your name is Merrick?
He's already like 10 feet in.
Yeah, I call after him.
Okay. Yes, I had said. Merrick had said that his name is Merrick. Come on in.
Is this
Come on
speech
in.
pattern something that like I've come to know as that's the way these people talk over
No,
here?
definitely not. This is
These
unusual.
people.
What do you think? These people.
Alright, after you.
I'm like meandering and
You're meandering
I'm like
in,
dragging
coughing
my
up a bit.
feet.
No, I'll help Tatiana.
If you're going to cough up phlegm, make sure you cough it into the vials of the offerings.
Sick and
And you
gross
notice these
people
little like
first.
copper things with like dirt in them.
I'm just like
and,
hunched over.
and actually the smell makes you want to vomit. Everybody else is fine, but those that are already afflicted with the disease seems puking into one of their urns. Ah, that is an acceptable offering to the Temple of Samara.
This is weird.
How does so much come out of something?
Oh, this
They're
temple's-
halflings, they've got like 2 stomachs, I swear.
When we gave him the money, I wanted him to stop, just look and be like, hey, what is this? Just completely change his tone.
They can just pure vomit.
Maybe.
God dang.
Don't be sinning.
Hold on a
Don't
second.
be
You wanna
All right,
die
so
or
as you
not?
enter in, you're overwhelmed by the smell of. I don't even. Have you ever stuck your face in compost?
yeah.
Like
Oh, yeah,
it's like
all the
and
time.
no,
Sweet,
not the
rich-
bad
Just
compost.
this morning, actually.
Not-
Yeah, the good
No. There is
a
gardeners will back me up on this. There's a big difference between the bag of compost in your kitchen that is just starting to rot
Yeah.
and the mound of dirt that has come from the compost. The mound of dirt will still stink
Yeah.
because it still has
good.
compost.
You
and
get
food.
like
Happy
a
stink.
sweet, rich aroma that's almost like kind of cheesy.
It's
Some
over.
of
It's
that.
actually and
you
in
buy
here.
vegetables and stuff.
If you buy vegetables and stuff.
Yeah, mushrooms.
Steve doesn't
all
do
that.
it very often.
Yeah, it's
I
rare.
have pizza crust and pop cans.
Yeah.
Not pizza crust and
But when you
pop
walk
cans.
in here, that smell is like dialed up to 11, and it hits you hard. And you look around, and there's lots of gardens in here too. But because it's inside, you notice that the gardens are more like fungus.
Oh yeah.
There are some
Damp
some openings in the ceiling, and you can see that there are plants where the openings where the light would come in from the sun. But other than that, everything is fungus. And there's some glowing fungus. There's
Is
some
this
regular
bad for
fungus.
our lungs?
Probably. If anybody has
Our
allergies,
longest.
you're gonna discuss. Everybody roll for allergies.
Oh,
No, I'm just joking. Don't worry. But it's
I got strawberries.
you have strawberry allergy? Yeah, everybody give me a percentile. Everybody give me a percentile roll.
I got cats.
You're allergic to pineapples. You're allergic to strawberries. You're allergic to mushrooms. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry, you got allergy to UV rays. You're dead.
Isn't that just vampirism?
I think it's.
And you follow
like
him, and
being ginger.
everything is dark. The lanterns are all dimmed down, probably because it's nighttime, and so you can't really see just how extensive everything is. But it smells a lot, and so he comes up to the center area where there's this big stone basin, and it's full of like this water. It appears to be a clear liquid, and he just goes in and he splashes a bit of the liquid onto his face, and he turns around and he's like, "So, what seems to be ailing you? As we are here in the Temple of Samara."
Is it damp and cool in here then?
Yes.
Yeah, so I noticed I'm still sweating, so I'm like, yeah, I guess I am sick too. I was still kind of like fighting. I'm like, I'm fine. I'm not sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's hitting me now. I'm sad.
I'm like shivering and like stammering my way through my symptoms, but basically just like I'm clammy and
Okay,
I don't even know.
come over
I
to the
can't get
basin of
warm.
Samara.
Okay.
Take a look. Wash your faces. Wash your faces in the basin of Samara.
I'll follow.
I'll
Alright.
whisper
You
to.
just jump in. Oh, don't jump into the basin of Samara, little boy.
Don't drink.
Little boy!
Yeah.
Control your child.
You're like splashed down in your face. Yeah, it's about 3 feet up. So
Alright.
she's leaning down, or he's leaning down.
Yeah. I'm just gonna do that. I'll just
Okay.
rinse my face. And
Yeah,
forehead.
It's like,
Oh, you do the
Yeah.
clean it up.
Snot rockets.
It tastes and feels just like water. So you don't know. Maybe it's been.
we do that.
Blessed or something.
It's
do
just
that.
Yeah, your basic religion would be this. You're probably thinking, that's probably what they consider to be blessed water.
I tell Tatiana, don't drink it.
Do you drink it?
No.
Well, tell
no, I was just rinsing my
No, I
face.
did.
He said that before.
I do that though. I walk up, I splash my face, I do the nasal. I do the nasal cleanse.
I just want to clarify
Rub it in
that I
deep.
went- that I
It
went
feels
before
good.
that.
You feel that basically. So, do you do it as well?
Yeah, before them.
No, you do it after.
you
So
gotta dodge
each-
the snot rockets.
So each of you can.
There's just floating boogers.
Each of you, the 3 of you, can restore one of your lost maximum hit points
Oh, great.
That's 100% of what I lost.
for now.
Oh, yeah.
Ah,
So
awesome.
you feel a little better,
Alright.
but you're still feeling sick, including you there, Balfregard.
Oh, man.
Balfred the Gold.
So I feel like I initially
gold.
did.
It's like 2 words.
Balfred the Gold. Balfred the
Balfred?
Gold.
Yeah, you
The
get
gold.
it.
The Gold.
The Gold.
Let's call it the
Both
Gold.
for you?
That's what I'm
Or
calling
both.
Bolfreer?
You're both.
The gold.
Balfred the Gold. We'll get that by like the 10th episode.
That was alright. Do you have anything stronger?
Yeah, he's on the ground dying. We finally get his name right.
I'm
He's
gonna
like,
do that 3 more times.
really?
He doesn't have a
Really?
hit back.
Oh.
You already feel quite
It
good.
maxed out its efficiency.
Yes, of course. We here at the Temple of Samara, we specialize in the cycle of life. Unlike those others across the street who just want things to remain dead. But nonetheless, and he looks over at you.
I'm looking right back.
I'm like,
Merrick is not very pleased at this moment, but still wishes to offer you aid. So, the simple answer to this is that we can definitely cure your disease for just a small offering to the Temple of Samara of only 200 gold pieces for each person who's diseased.
Per person? Man. Okay.
I don't have that, so we'll come back to that later.
Yeah.
anyone want to play Farco until I have 200 gold?
Yeah, here we go.
Did you try?
You want to play till you're broke?
Any chance that you'd be willing to give them the treatment if I beat you at a game of Dragon Chess?
No, I am not very familiar with the game of Dragon Chess.
It's a wonderful game. The nobles play it all the time.
No, Merrick prefers spending his time in the gardens, not frivolously wasting his time with games. Here in the Temple of Samara.
Fair enough.
Perhaps a service we can do instead of 200 gold.
Or could we just owe you a debt?
And I owe you a writ.
Yeah, dude,
We're much
take
more likely to be
installment
able to
plans.
pay you
take
if we're
installment-
healthy to do some sort of thing.
We could go to the bank for a mortgage. A loan, line of credit.
I'd like to put the lien on my house.
Oh, a
200
favor.
robbing
Yeah.
me blind. here.
Well, perhaps there is an arrangement that Merrick can come with those who are diseased here in the Temple of Samara. If you feel you have the constitution for it.
Clearly.
I should.
Man, literally.
I'll be fine. It depends.
These guys are fucking dumb.
I'm in.
Is it?
I could kill something really good.
Yeah.
Well, that will come in handy. Well, you see, there is a certain area beneath the Temple of Samara that unfortunately has become a little infested because of some of our plants.
Wait.
Infested with what?
Tell me it's giant rats.
With plants.
Plants.
Are they living?
Yeah.
Well, all plants are living, especially in the Temple of Samara.
Are they sentient and can move?
Maybe some of them.
Okay, good to know what we're dealing with here. Your axe is going to be very useful.
We love nurturing life in all of its forms, but sometimes those life in some of their forms can get a little, how would you say it? Merrick would say, out of hand. They don't have hands. More like out of vine, or out of mushrooms, or out of weakened shrubs. Shrubs, shrubs and vines and fungus.
All right, so we take care of your ill-mannered plant life, and in return you heal our friends.
All three?
Yes.
Or
I will go on my own.
Or
you are asking us to risk life and limb in this task.
Apparently.
All three? I tell you what. Give me a persuasion roll.
This needs to be really good. Oh, that is 22.
Wow.
Merrick is convinced.
Yeah.
Nice.
If you go down and clear out all the plants, unfortunately have gone beyond their desired lifespan, then we will heal you.
I mean, how
here in the Temple of Samara.
Except we can do this a lot easier if you go first.
I mean, how bad could plants be? Like, how bad
do you
could
have
plants
any
be?
incense on
It's
them?
only plant.
It's only plants.
For the summoning of a celestial familiar that can aid me in my journeys.
We don't really burn incense here. That's more a Temple of Kalina thing.
I should have asked for me there.
Kalina.
It's fine. It's fine.
That's a vulgar thing, by the way, in there in Harinburg.
Yeah.
Oh, they do the great worm thing again.
No, that's Temple of Samara.
All right then. Well,
shall I show you to where the problem is?
Yes.
Yeah, bring it.
I guess
Just so you know,
guess.
we're going to kill these things, and they're going to bring them back afterwards.
That it's fine.
Yeah, but
They'll be
we're
mulch.
getting
We're
paid either way.
mulching them.
Oh, I hate this temple.
Would it be ill-advised to burn them under the temple? Yeah, probably.
Oh, I like your thinking.
I'm sure.
No,
it's
you know what? That's probably a little rash.
Unless it's all like made of wood, it's probably fine.
Don't hold back with
If it will be
ideas.
refused if you burn down the Temple of Samara.
No,
That's fair. We won't burn it down.
Heroes first.
I was simply brainstorming.
No, healing
Okay.
come after. Payment after work. Not payment. Merrick does not pay before work.
Or, half now. Heal
If,
me.
however,
half our party. Round it up.
Heal me.
if, however, you want to offer a donation to the Temple of Samara, perhaps we could come to an arrangement.
What about one person now and the other two after?
Perhaps if you have some sort of offering to Samara.
Get it out, buddy. Get it out.
That is not. That is not what Merrick meant.
Oh, what an...
It's starting to hurt.
Just point us towards your shrubs.
Okay. Follow me
To the plants.
We follow.
to the lower levels.
Bring us a
Shrubbery.
I hate this guy.
I love him. I love him so much.
We're killing Merrick by the end of this
Oh,
time.
yeah.
I promise.
Oh, that's what music
I think
is.
the plants need to get over.
We're killing Merrick.
Final game. Just walk up to the temple. Knock. Opens the door.
Right to the throat.
Man, why didn't we take up a contract with this church? Yeah,
Man.
work for these guys forever.
All right. So,
Take the plants back.
while I'm doing this,
200 gold
Steve, can you do me a favor and just unload everything that's on the table into that box?
Ooh.
Give me my hand. Everything that's on the table. Everybody can pull the miniatures off. Pass me the dog. The dog
I have a collection of your.
of my dead
Oh yeah,
guys.
did we just leave that dog tied up there?
No, we freed it. I cut it.
Oh, you let
as
it.
it was.
Yeah.
Did we?
Yes.
I
Yeah,
did.
yeah, she did.
I did. I was like, should we do it? Someone nodded. I'm like, all right.
I could have taken care of it.
You know, it's actually funny. It's a good thing that none of you are
Go to
dragonborn.
the farm.
What?
Did you say it's a good thing none of us killed the dogs?
No, none of you are dragonborn.
Oh, no.
Merrick is actually allergic to dragonborn.
Allergic to
Be allergic to
dragonborn?
dragonborn?
Yeah, I'm
Be
like, oh yeah,
allergic.
he's allergic to dragonborn.
That's inherited racism.
I was gonna say what? He doesn't have to hate them.
Scales.
No, he's just allergic to that.
You know, it's like
bloodline.
someone who has dogs, but they're horribly
What if
allergic
he's
to dogs.
anaphylactically allergic to them?
Watch
So
this.
he's like,
What,
stay
that
away,
means
you dirty dragonborn.
No, that means he loves dragonborn.
What? What do you mean? He just walks up, gives them a lick, and dies? How does that?
That's
Don't
what
come
I
near me. I'm
love.
shedding. I'm shedding.
I thought you meant if he kept them around,
Oh,
and if
this
he
mat
accepted
is
them.
almost. You know
Yeah,
what?
it's almost
You know
good
what?
enough,
Let's
right?
let's keep that mat. I was
Let's
gonna
see
do
what
like
side.
more super mat, but I'm like, wait, no.
I want the fungus back on the table.
Enter the void.
That looks just like
All right.
plants growing
Hey,
on plants.
Why don't we switch us to the BRB screen? We'll be back in like 5 minutes. We'll be all
It'll
ready
be
for
like
this.
magic.
Berate.
All right. So, Merrick, this weird half-elf guy. Yeah, up there. There we are.
Yeah.
He leads you down some stairs into the deeper areas of the Temple of Samara. Sorry, I won't do his voice, but I'm not playing him. And as you descend, things get like, you notice that there's more overgrowth and more plants everywhere and more fungus and a very, very smart smell that just is kind of assaulting your senses.
I wrap the hood of my cloak around
Yeah.
my face. But
Just try to stifle out some of the smell.
Spores.
It is a little distracting, but eventually he leads you to a door, and he's like, "Beyond this door are the catacombs of Samara, and this is where some of our experiments may have gone a little out of hand. We have evacuated it for the past couple of days. So if the group would be so kind as to clear out all of the offending plants and/or other things, it would be most useful."
Wait, hold on.
no,
We agreed to plans.
Yeah, we agreed to plans.
Okay, clear out all the plants then, and you will receive your payment.
Hold on.
And if other things attack you,
And if other things happen to attack you, and it's up to you what you do with them.
I guess you could die.
Yeah. Yeah.
guess I'll die then.
Lock him out and bring him upstairs.
What is the purpose of the cellars again? Sorry, you know.
Well, they're not cellars. The Temple of Samara does not have cellars. The Temple of Samara has... Oh, Merrick is very upset
Breeding
with this.
grounds.
The Temple of Samara has the catacombs of Samara.
Catacombs.
Right. This is where we grow our most prestigious fruits and vegetables and funguses to feed our acolytes. And we are always looking to procure life in its larger senses with the rot and fertility that Samara will grant us.
Right, good to know. Let's head
Kind of
inside.
scowls at you. Because we believe in life abundant.
Let's just go inside. I just
Well,
push
sometimes it gets out of hand. Good day. Good day. He turns around into like water, like hastily leaves.
All right, somebody open that door and get ready for things to jump at you.
Oh, it's already. Looky, it is just to the right of the door of Samara.
You know what? Nobody open the door. I'm gonna use Mage Hand. I'm gonna pick up the key, put it in the lock, and I'm gonna open the door, not touching the door in any capacity.
Yeah, the door looks pretty rotten,
Oh.
but it's not rotten. It's
Yeah, that's why I'm not touching it.
It looks, but it is solid, but it still looks like it's rotting. But not like disease rotting, like a good healthy rot.
I'm
I'm
not touching
healthy
the door.
rot.
I'm not touching the
it's
door.
got that
Natural.
deep
Like,
brownness to it.
right,
I'm
you're in the
gonna push
middle.
the door open instead of asking how rotted it is.
Yeah, you're in the woods. It's that that log. It looks like a good healthy
You just
rock.
stop, but you all stop for a moment. You're like, yeah, wow, this
No,
is a very
I
rotten
don't.
door.
I open
appreciate
the
this
door.
Perfect combination.
Yeah, I kind
life
of
and death.
poke it with my axe. Is it soft and spongy?
No, it's not. It's just like this. It's a good part
You can
of
tell
like.
the bugs are getting ready to move in, but they haven't quite done it yet.
Okay.
All right, so the door creaks
Prime real
open.
estate.
No, I'm not done with the door talk.
You're not done with the door talk.
No, we are done with the door.
What kind
talk.
of metal does it have on it? Any metal at all?
Has the metal
What are the
rotting?
hinges? What are the
The
This is not Critical Role. We don't need to spend
Ironwood.
10 hours on a
It's
door.
ironwood.
Ironwood. Nice.
Ironwood.
Yeah, no, there's some nice metal like the
Is
iron.
this door ever painted? Did you see the flakes of paint from the edges?
No, definitely not.
paint.
No,
Paint-
natural
paint
wood. This is natural.
Paint would definitely stop. No, not even stained. Not even stained. It's
Oh,
more
they have
like they just,
stains.
yeah, they wouldn't want to stain it.
Too
They
bad
want
the
the
door's just
natural
not
hue.
like
In
a
fact,
mushroom
as
cap that's cut in half.
Bulfragald is looking closer, as Alrius is just huffing, waiting for his mage hand to push it open. But
I've already pushed it open.
But Bulfragald just keeps looking at it closer, being like, "Oh, you can actually see all sorts of little mushrooms just growing in it,
Oh no.
almost like it's its own little
Until
garden."
you press your face against the door until it's open.
I'm
But then
sure if
the mage hand pushes you aside and opens the door.
I'm sure if you converted, they would give you a discount.
No.
Right then.
All right, so it opens up and leads down into pitch blackness.
You got a pebble on you?
I'll put light on my shield.
All right.
It's a good idea. I wouldn't want to light a torch underground.
Yeah, the
Light the way
methane.
through the blasphemous halls of
Get
this
rid of the
temple.
spores, though.
All right.
And
So
us.
as you light it up, just out of the corner of your eyes, you see
You'll take 20 d6.
Oh, yeah.
things,
What do I
things
see?
disappear.
What did I see in the darkness before he did that?
Just some little mushrooms just kind of pull back, some
They all-
plants and other things that you don't recognize.
Oh.
You're like, things moving when they shouldn't be
Persian.
moving. As you walk in, this is we're going to use this once we get to anything interesting, but basically it's a representation of it. But it doesn't really properly give it what it looks like. The walls, while they are maybe are stone, it's hard to tell. They are crawling in insects and vegetation.
These large insects.
Not you, no. Some of them are this big, but nothing looks hostile.
Cool.
That you can tell. And
Nothing looks hostile.
yeah, right. Like, what?
But
They're
it could
plants.
be.
How bad can plants be, right?
Oh yeah.
Bugs.
But I don't know. They're bugs. And so as you go forward, now where are you in the group then? When you have this lit shield,
I'll go first.
so you'll be in the front, so lighting the way as you walk in.
I'll continue shadowing him.
Yeah, I'm gonna
We're gonna keep moving
in this like line.
3x2.
I like this formation we got going here. I'll flank his right.
The monstrous humanoid formation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Move your clump of guys forward 5 squares,
Okay.
and then roll initiative.
And then roll initiative?
Yeah.
I love how you slipped that in on the end there. Go ahead. Move forward 5 and roll initiative.
Is the mage keeping up or are we gonna go break?
No, I'm keeping up. I'm not leaving the group.
You're literally watching the wall. The walls, anywhere the light hits, the walls kind of stop. But just outside of the bright light of your light, you can see things kind of like moving constantly. The walls feel alive. It's a very uncomfortable feeling.
How exactly do we know when we're done?
I don't. You know what?
When things stop
That's a
attacking
good point.
us,
You know,
When
now
we
that I think
decide
about
we're
it.
done, we're done.
when things have decided to stop attacking us, and I haven't reduced this place to smoldering cinders, then we'll leave.
Wait, can we just go upstairs and say we did it?
Yeah, we did our job. You know what? I
don't
rip a
think
thing
Merrick's
off the
gonna
wall.
check.
I rip a thing off the wall. Look, we killed them all.
Who's
They jumped at me. Killed it.
It was moving.
Are
It's
we
dead
rolling
now.
initiative?
Yes, please roll
Oh,
initiative.
that was for real. Okay.
Yeah, I got
Oh
it.
yeah, no, that wasn't a fake.
Well, so much for my nat 20.
Is that a 7?
Anybody get higher than 20?
I don't like
22 again.
Jeez.
Oh, nothing. That's usually a question you ask when the monster got over 20.
Over 15?
19.
Over 10.
13.
I say what I
What do you have?
said. 24. 22.
You did not.
22. I zoned.
Wowski.
13 for Lars. Over 5?
6.
6 for Ren.
I got a 7.
Are you just rolling it now?
Sorry?
You just roll it now?
No, I
got a
got it
7?
early. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, kind of, just
7
biding my
for-
time.
For Bulfragald. Is that everybody? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
The gold.
Gold.
The gold.
Alright, give me 1 second.
The gold.
The gold.
The gold.
The gold.
Are you rolling initiative for the darkness?
The darkness. Alright, well.
Oh.
Okay,
down.
so
I'll be fine.
unfortunately,
As
at
long
this,
as I'm standing beside
so as you're going down, all of a sudden, a nearby plant reaches out, and so this is when we rolled initiative. And Alrius, everybody, so basically all of you are surprised. Unfortunately, no passive perception allows you to see this coming. So Alaric and Nibs, you're surprised. Your turn is now over. Tatiana, your turn is now over.
Okay.
Lars, your turn is now over.
Rip.
And now it's time for the shrubbery.
Who's also half American.
Give us a rubbery.
Wait.
They all take after Mary.
Take your frustrations of the priest out on these things.
We're making some basil.
Make it a basil. You
Are
back
you
up a
just
bit.
using what?
Yeah.
It's our shrubbery. Oh, there's one right there that awakens. Another one right there that awakens.
We're getting bushwhacked.
Oh. And one back here.
Oh, that's what we like to see.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I liked it. I liked it. I laughed quite a bit
gotta-
internally.
And one
You
right
gotta
there.
Take it where you can get it.
Thank.
How's
the-
our camera
the
seeing
9.
all that?
Thank the 9.
Seeing it good? All right, so all of a sudden, all these shrubs just start coming alive and snapping out at you, raking you with their branches. And so we'll have the first one attack Alrius. So as you're just going, all of a sudden you look up and this branch comes at you, and it does get advantage right here because it was hidden. Oh, I rolled crap. 5.
No.
So somehow you're like, ah! the branch just kind of
I
goes
still got
by.
mage armor, so just.
You have mage armor on? When did you turn mage armor on?
Well, before we instigated the fight.
Which, oh, you mean before we came in here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It
Did
hasn't
you-
been 4 hours yet.
Oh, you mean back there?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't remember you ever saying you turn on mage armor. So, but it's fine. It's on. Okay. All right. So yeah, it swipes by and does nothing. Then we got one that is attacking our half-orc barbarian.
Hey.
Balfrigold.
Bolt.
Free of the gold.
Balfrigold. 16.
Yes, sir. That is a hit.
That is a hit. Are you ready for this?
No.
Are you ready for this? As the branch scratches across your face, it does 1 damage.
I knew it.
A whole
Is that a
0.
D4? Jesus. Jeez.
How do you know what it is?
Oh, yeah,
I
you're
just
not
rolled-
raged
I just
yet.
gave you 1 damage.
I heard that pathetic little pyramid drop.
Another one that's attacking Lars.
Yeah.
Lars, we got a 19 to hit.
Yeah, that hits me.
Yep. And you take 3 damage.
I don't appreciate that.
See, it's just got that
This
distinct,
is like it just scratches you right across the face, and you can feel the blood start to trickle from it.
that distinct sound.
And then, okay, Steve, can you move that shrub up next? Yeah, that one right there.
Oh, they move.
Of course they move. They're awakened shrubs.
Shrub just moves over.
Scratch.
I
This
wonder if
doesn't
it's
seem
just
to be moving
pixies
very
inside
fast.
of bushes.
I'm like, seriously, grow like, does it grow like
It's
little
actually goblins.
arms and like
Yeah.
drag around?
Yeah,
It's
you
got
see,
like
you
little.
see, as you look at it, it's curious because you see like parts of this branch go out and like pull it forward, and all of a sudden it rakes out
crawling
up at
zombie
Brother
plant
Rin
things.
with contempt.
You see
15.
goblin feet underneath.
No.
Spears.
You're able to just get bashed away with your shield.
Goblin and spears come out, little goblins.
And that other awakened shrub, just move it up between those.
Oh, no,
Come on, don't break it up, man. Broke my shrub.
They're just gonna grow together to be some
Attacking
gigantic
Lars.
monster.
Lars, we got a 19.
Yes, sir, Bob.
0 damage.
What?
Wow.
It has a -1.
It's a
Yeah,
minus
it's
one.
-1 damage. It's a D4 -1.
Okay, this
We're
isn't
gonna be
This isn't
okay.
gonna be that bad.
Okay, so
what
after
you
the
should really
shrubs,
be asking is how horrible are those priests upstairs that they couldn't come down here
Right?
and kill these
I think we
things?
can take over this temple.
Oh yeah, it's ours.
We might try.
We're all priests now. We wear robes.
okay. Oh, jeez. Okay,
wonder if this
after the
church
shrubs,
gives out
it's
leaflets.
Balfrigold's turn. Balfrigold.
Is this my surprise round or is this?
Yes, you're no longer surprised.
Ah.
Yeah, how is he going before the fast people?
Well, no, because you guys all had your surprise round thing. Then they attacked some sort
No. You're surprised this round. So we skip yours, we skip Rin's.
Yep. Yeah.
And then we go to the funguses. Okay, put this fungus at the back of the party.
Yep.
2 squares back from Nibs.
Oh no, there's a fungus among us.
Oh, no.
Oh no!
Jeez, he's been waiting this whole time to say that. By the way, he's like, "Oh, you're going to a weird cellar thing with fungus." Well, I got this one. I got this one banked.
All right, that's right.
Sure, hope no one else.
Oh, man.
All right, so the fungus up front, all of a sudden, it lashes out 2 times at that's Balfrigold.
No.
And so even though it's 10 feet away, it all of a sudden it just emits these spores and just right at you. So the first one, that's a 17, and the second one is a crit. Does a 17 hit you?
They both hit me, yes. Yes.
You're gonna leave here diseased and pregnant by fungus.
Yeah, I think he's dead.
Have my spores.
He's not angry enough to live through this.
4 damage total.
Oh, never mind.
Are you
I'll take it
unconscious?
back.
No, I'm not. How does it crit be 4 damage?
Because I rolled 1, and a 2. How much hit points do you have left?
I have 4 remaining.
All right, you're fine.
I'm doing
Fungus.
fine. Right.
Okay, now back to a new turn. Alarius. Oh wait, no, the other fungus. At Nibs.
That was a spore cap horse.
It's firing D4 times. 1. You ready? You ready? 18.
Oh yeah.
4 damage.
Almost dead.
I'm just gonna move that so I can see what's going on.
Yeah, I can
Oh,
see
might
it.
as well move the other wall. So
Can I do that? Is that cool?
Sure.
it's already happened.
Just break my board. I don't care.
Now I can see what's happening. Now I can see the
Okay,
awful
new
things
round.
attacking.
Alarius and Nibs.
Who's Alarius?
Alarius.
Alarius?
This is the mage.
Do you have anything important to do?
So he's hard.
I'll let you go first.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot the fungus with my crossbow.
Please don't blow up.
Oh,
When it dies, please don't.
I don't know. Does 10 hit? What dodge do you use this fungus?
Yeah, actually it does.
Nice.
It is not a.
These are some high quality enemies we've got here.
Oh,
7.
It's it.
It's not dead. It's not dead.
Everyone's congrats.
I hope there's a flare down here.
Hit on a 10, it does
Anything
0
else?
damage.
Okay, not gonna move or anything.
No. He's already go.
All right. Okay, Alarius, what are you gonna do?
All right, hang on. There's a shrub next to me, right?
Yeah, there's one right behind you right here. You're here.
All right. I'm not too worried about the shrub. I'm gonna turn and fire a bolt at the spore thing.
The weird mushroom thing.
Okay, hold on. Are you gonna range attack? Range
Yeah.
attack spell, so you'll be at disadvantage.
All right.
Because you got something next to you.
In that case, Toll the Dead
So it gets the one right there.
against the one that's already taken damage against the spore,
Okay.
because that's a saving throw, and I don't need to roll for that.
And what's
Which
it
one did
against?
you dagger?
Wisdom.
Yeah,
No, I
it's-
crossbowed it.
Oh, you crossbowed it. Nice.
3.
no.
Okay. How much damage?
9.
nice.
9.
9.
You hold your breath.
As a reaction, I hold my breath. I see
Okay,
him do it, I do too.
So you see the
Yeah.
fungus has this crossbow bolt that's kind of stuck into it and taking a chunk of the mushroom away. Then all of a sudden you see it kind of shrivel up a bit.
Just
But
dries
it,
up.
No, but it's not dead yet. It just kind of keeps
Oh
moving.
no,
up
it's a
and
weird,
moving.
ugly, dry mushroom now.
It's really like, it's a really hideous looking mushroom now.
Like I snap my fingers and these bells toll, and it just keeps living. I'm like, crap. Okay, not good. Shoot it. Kill it.
Is that your turn then?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Tatiana,
Okay.
you're the only one that's not next to anything.
Yeah, thankfully.
Oh,
You
and
gotta,
Nibs.
you gotta really gross
That
dried
the mushroom
from
behind it
front.
it's pretty shriveled.
I think it looks
Pretty
pretty,
ugly.
Just do a motion.
pretty bad.
Turn to phase.
Okay.
Went back to back with the priest.
Oh, hold on. What's that? Oh, wait, no, it's the wrong one.
How about side by side with the side?
How about side by side with the side? I.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do,
Am
Tatiana?
I... Bolfrir de Gald, am I next to you?
You are currently right behind me.
Right behind you. Okay, I'm gonna use my Cure Wounds spell on you.
Oh, sweet support.
Yeah, so...
So that's D8 plus your charisma modifier.
Casting, yeah, so... Plus 3, so yeah, so 7
7 in total.
total back, and as a bonus action, I'm gonna Bardic Inspiration you as well.
Oh, nice. And that allows me to add this to a roll before I see if it hits.
Before you, after you see the dice result, but
Right.
before he says what it does.
Gotcha.
So it's a race against the GM.
Yeah, I'll basically wait. If I say it before.
Yeah.
But if you roll obviously high or obviously low.
Yeah.
You see the number, you're like, you missed.
Yeah.
Roll this.
Got him.
Good thing I don't do it that way. All right.
Hide your rolls.
Okay,
right
so
now.
you feel inspired all of a sudden from some of your wounds heal up from all the scratches.
Ugh.
It's just you're like scratches, scratches, my nemesis.
Is that a touch spell or is that something you do at a range?
It's a touch spell.
All right, so he just kind of like caresses my back and everything feels great again.
I was just yeah, just like a massage on your neck.
You're feeling good. All right, Lars.
Yeah, I'm gonna trim the bush.
Oh.
You know what?
Yeah. Yep.
Well, do it.
All these people have a dirty mind.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
No, yeah.
16.
Yeah, that's it. The one directly in front of you.
I also thought.
Or the
I
one
also
that's-
thought of landscape.
Because you have 3 in front of you. One in front of you, to the left and to the right. Which one are you attacking?
The one to the left?
So the one that nobody else can reach?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to reroll the 1.
Because of fighting style.
That's 12 damage.
Slashing?
Yes.
Yes.
It's a great sword.
Yes, so it's slashing. Alright, it's dead. So you just hack in, and you're like, you see
Who would have thought
branches.
I was an efficient weed whacker?
Yeah. Well, no, don't take 2 of them away.
I didn't.
You just took half the other one away.
Oh, there's still.
How do you know half of this one?
Because there's 4 of them in total. One each of the squares. Yeah, there was
Wait,
4
4
of
in
them.
the front?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, because there was 2 and then 2. So there's actually 3 more there. Can't you tell where the shrub? One shrub?
Yeah, 100%. So there was one on the wall.
Are you racist
Not
against
anymore.
shrubs? They all look the
So
same.
you just hack off the
You all
wall.
look like one to me.
Just one
And you
big shrub.
assume it's dead
You
now.
see the shrubs look at you and be like,
Crass
"Crack!"
balls.
Okay, that was Lars. Anything else, Lars?
I draw my banner.
You drop your sword and pull your banner out?
Yeah.
There's lots of dirt on the floor
No,
to plant it.
just one arm.
Oh, you just.
All right, you draw your banner.
It's a
all right.
one-handed weapon. A spear.
Do you have a flag?
It's the shrub's turn.
So
So we'll start with the shrub, no longer with advantage.
Firmly attached to the
Attacking
sword.
Alrius. So it scrapes out at you. Gets a 14.
Nope.
Okay, so your mage armor protects.
Nice.
Then we got one that scratches at Lars. 15.
Jeez.
Oh.
Close.
Nice.
They're rolling hot
Look of
against you.
contempt at your face.
If you rolled 16, I would have been upset.
Brother Rin. Yep. 7.
No.
Nope, 7.
Oh my god.
You're not brother Rin.
Looks at the orc. Meant it for you.
It was meant for you.
And now the one against Balfrigald. 18.
Jeez,
Told you.
Louise.
Yeah.
You better believe that misses. Not.
Nah.
Oh, this is just the
When
shrub.
did your orc become?
Oh, I did that wrong. Sorry.
Nah.
I'm going to come back because they're supposed to do D4 attacks. Oh, wait, no, I'm reading the wrong one.
No, the spores do the D4.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. Yeah, this one just. 2 damage.
Noise.
It rakes across you again.
You're getting beat up.
Death by 1,000 cuts. Okay, that's all the shrubs. Now it's Balfrigald's turn.
Oh, Balfrigald.
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 Whatever. Just go.
Oh man.
All right, so after the trees branch out at me, and I kind of get my footing right. I figure out what's going on. I take out my axe. I just one motion, try and bring it down upon the one in front of me.
Oh, you're not raging then.
No.
I'm gonna
Hold on. You roll a 3?
I'm gonna use the inspiration,
No.
but I get +6 to that hit as well.
Oh, you do?
Hey, that's a push.
Do it.
Oh,
There you go.
14!
Nice.
You didn't need the inspiration.
Ah, no! What is their AC?
So
Was it
low.
actually? That's 15. Never mind. I got a 15. I rolled a 6.
Less than 9.
All right. So,
I think they've got
how much
8.
damage?
They must have 8 or
So
lower
it's
AC.
gonna be 15 damage.
You killed it.
slashing. Nice.
It's just.
I mean,
As you take down that bush, that shrub's gone.
there's no goblins inside of it.
So, yeah. So far, you haven't found any goblins inside the shrubs.
But that's the great goblin ploy.
But so
They're
I guess
actually hiding
I
inside
feel
the
like we're
mushroom.
suddenly in Goblin Slayer.
Yeah. Rin. Brother Rin.
I'm gonna toll the dead on the horribly maimed mushroom at the back.
this
a
one
good
right
idea.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it have to do a saving
Well,
throw?
Yeah,
that's a
wisdom
second
save.
roll.
Fast out.
He's gonna take 2.
I'm holding my breath. Holding my breath again.
They changed the rules for that, by the way.
Yeah,
It's rounds
you
instead
can
of
hold
minutes.
your breath a number of minutes equal to your Constitution modifier.
No, now it's rounds.
Oh.
FAQ last month changed it to rounds.
Oh.
So you suffocate much faster now.
Which makes the lizard men much stronger.
Yes.
Does.
50.
I wonder why.
They got it.
Sorry,
they-
I actually rolled a natural
No,
15. You
that's
got a
okay.
+0 wisdom. They're not very wise.
Not very wise.
Yeah. Oh, the +0 is pretty impressive for a shrub. They'd be like a -4 or something.
It's like an average. Right?
Well, it's so
I
they
guess
can
they're
communicate
perceptive.
with the Lorax.
That's true. Anything else?
No.
All right. Now we go to the fungi's turn. Okay, so the one's just going to continue breathing spores. D4 times.
I don't like that.
So 3 times.
Which one? This one here or this one?
Yeah, another one at you.
Oh man.
One at,
you.
ball for gold. We've got. Oh, that's miss. Hold on.
Wow.
Let me double check.
My armor class is pretty awful.
Yeah, but I rolled
I put all my I put
with
everything
modifier 7, 9, and a 6.
Okay.
And the other one breathes at nibs. Bunch of spores come out of this petrified mushroom 2 times. A natural 1 and a 15.
15 hits me.
Ooh.
I'm going to cast Mage Armor on you guys.
4 damage.
Am I just...
Are you unconscious? Nibs goes down.
Oh,
Are you actually
Nibs.
down?
Wait,
Nibs unconscious. Nibs!
Nibs?
Okay, that's the fun guy's turn. Back to the new round.
What?
New round. Alrius
Trees,
and Nibs. So Nibs, give me a death saving throw.
Yeah.
3 failed.
I might just get armor.
You guys, pay attention.
That's
Nibs
one
just
failure.
failed a death saving throw.
Help him.
I
Oh,
got him on my turn.
Help him.
Okay, Alrius,
Uh-oh.
what you gonna do?
I'm surprised that you have the bonus
what
action
you gonna
heal.
do?
Or the, yeah,
What?
Healing word or whatever?
No, I have it.
Oh, yeah.
I want
I
that
just can't use it.
spore dead,
Straight up.
but my best way of guaranteeing that is to try and burn it. But I'd be at disadvantage because there's a shrub.
There's a shrub right beside you, yep.
I can't.
So far, the shrubs have been pretty easy to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just saying.
You know what?
Just saying.
No, I'm gonna move out of its combat range.
So it's gonna get an opportunity
There's
attack.
a wall over there, remember?
All right,
Yeah,
so it
he's
gets an opportunity attack. It gets a 14 total.
That misses.
All right.
You're still going to be in range of the mushroom, though.
That's what I wanted. I just wanted out of melee range with the shrub, and I'm gonna fire a firebolt at the mushroom.
Do it.
Yeah, but aren't you in melee range with the fireball?
No, there should be...
The shrub, the
the
fungus
mushroom.
is in range,
Oh.
but he doesn't get disadvantage unless it's within 5 feet.
That is 16,
It's definitely a hit.
and that is 4.
4 damage.
4 fire damage.
It's dead. The shriveled, necrofied mushroom disappears in a puff. All the spores that come out of it burn up with the
Why are
flame.
they hostile? Why do they want us dead?
And I turn around and I shout, "Nibs needs help!" And I ready my hands again.
Awesome. Okay, Tatiana.
Yes. I'm gonna move over to that shrub that you just moved away from, and I guess I'll slash. Or no, I can't slash at it with a rapier. So I'll just make a poking, piercing attack.
Rapiers are piercing.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Yeah, we'll see.
If you
It's a
want to change it
bush.
to slashing, I'll let you attack with disadvantage. Just because it's not how the weapon's designed.
Yeah.
Why do you feel that slashing is better than piercing?
I feel like piercing a bush is just gonna be like.
And realistically, what
I
is it
gotta
gonna do,
leave.
right?
Pulls out 3 leaves.
Yeah.
Well, that's up to you.
I don't know. You know what? No, I'm gonna do a normal attack because I don't know what these things do, and if we find out that we can poke at them, then that's good.
Do it.
So, 22.
That's a hit. Well, hold on.
Yeah.
Yep. How much damage?
5.
Okay, as you do notice that as you lunge into it, that you're not finding much purchase. You do like, kind of scratch. You break one of the branches. You poke through a couple leaves. It does something, but just not very
This
satisfying.
aggravates the bush.
Yeah, the shrub.
The bush will remember this.
The shrub is not very happy. Okay, anything else, Tatiana?
Disapproves.
And I'm gonna send another inspiration die, my last one for the day, over to. Can he use that on a
I don't believe so.
saving? No, I don't think he can use that. It's just an ability check or
I've
an
got
attack
him.
roll.
I'll-
You got him?
I'm confident
Okay.
it'll be fine.
I'm gonna toss one back over to you again.
Yeah, somebody they have to be able to hear you, anyways.
Yeah.
Because you're actually
Oh,
inspiring
true.
them.
Yeah, true.
You're saying something inspiring or
Yep.
playing a song. Or...
Yep.
Okay.
I'm playing Africa.
Can you demonstrate?
I was just thinking about that yesterday.
Yeah.
All right, Lars feels really good about that. And it's Lars's turn. Nope, sorry.
Bull Freer
It
the
is, Lars,
gold.
it is Lars's turn, but Bulfrigol got the.
I got my inspiration. You play your
One
banner?
bush down, one more to go.
Well, it's
I'm
two in front of
going
you, actually.
to spend my turn planting the banner.
Nice.
All right.
I like it.
That doesn't cost you any actions. Would you now like to attack?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That's your object interaction.
You never know.
I got 10.
Yes.
Yeah, 10's good. 9's good. 9's good, apparently.
I'm going to reroll this 2.
So dramatic.
I got 11 damage.
Okay, you still kill it.
Nice.
Oh.
Oh.
You just right through it with your claymore, and it goes down as well.
It is a flamberge.
There is actually a difference. There is.
Your big sword.
Your big... yeah.
It is a great sword.
It's great.
It's your great sword.
It uses the rules for greatsword. Or is the actual rules for Flamberge?
It's a great sword.
Okay.
All right.
It would be a masterwork great sword would such a thing exist.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
You destroyed the shrub. All right. Okay, so after that, we have the shrubs.
Oh, no.
So the one attacks Tatiana. Crit.
Oof.
All right, I get to roll 2d4s.
Minus 2.
Minus 1.
Oh, yeah. Each, yeah.
5 damage.
Okay.
That's significant.
All right, 5
Roll a
damage.
4 to 2.
Even I would.
That one.
I'm low.
That one hurt a little
The
bit.
shrub all of a sudden launches into your space for a second, and just with this deluge of branches, you're like, ow, 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 and you're just trying to slash away at it.
Okay.
And except that your weapon's not very good at slashing, and so they're just getting
Push.
through, and you
Yeah,
can feel all these cuts all over your arm and your
Scratches
face, and you're
scratches and
cutting through
sores.
some of your clothing.
Oof.
And then
Alright.
and you kind of just push it back, and it gets back into its space.
Yeah.
And then the other one attacks Brother Rin. 5. You just hold up your shield, and you hear scratch, 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 scratch. And then nothing happens. Okay, after the shrubs, we got Bolford the Gold.
Wolfrid the Gold. This weird mushroom's been shooting weird spores at me. After I get all the twigs off myself, I will move up my 5 feet and I guess just bring the axe down upon it.
Bring it down.
Natural 1.
I'm thinking.
It doesn't have good armor
You're
class.
fine.
I think I'm good. Yeah, I
What'd
got
you
a
get?
13.
It's a hit.
Nice.
All right, this probably only works for you. And it's gonna be only 7 damage.
Okay, so you just bring down your axe and just you chop off like I don't know a quarter of the mushroom. And it
It's
kind
like
of falls
the weird
down.
like.
Fry that.
It's
Fry
like
that.
the little katana competition. Like try to just kind of cleave off the side of it, but I gotta bring it down and finish it.
How much damage was it total? Sorry.
7.
Okay, it was a good amount.
Cool.
Good amount. Yeah, it looks injured. It looks like almost half a mushroom now.
How long does this inspiration last?
10 minutes.
10 minutes. So
Oh,
basically,
so
through
You
combat.
could hold on to it till
Rin,
possibly
Brother Rin.
encounter.
As
Okay.
it scratches up against your shield, what do you do?
Do you want me? What's your total max hit point?
Right now it's 7.
Oh.
So I can spare the dying on him, which means he can stop his
Right.
death saves, and he's okay.
That's all you
Or I can get him right back up.
We don't know
for
what's
something
ahead.
more
That's
crucial
the
to
issue.
me.
That-
I mean, I
that's-
don't think I'm at all.
That's
I have one
entirely
spell
insane.
left, so if I heal him, my spells are done.
Oh yeah, I just used my last one with Cure Wounds
Yeah, this
too.
is what
so.
we get for not napping.
Okay, for now I'm just gonna.
We can nap down here.
I get
Yeah, I'm sure that'll be fine.
I'm the one who gets spells back for napping.
How
Yeah, but
long
I get
am
Oh, he's right behind me.
HP.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yes.
he's right next to you.
Okay, so I'm gonna just spare the dying on him.
That's a cantrip, right?
Yep, and it's a bonus action.
So it's just like an automatic medicine pass where you just
yeah,
stabilize.
he is stabilized.
Okay, stabilized.
And then
That's
I
a
will.
bonus action?
That's a bonus action, and then I will hit the shrub in front of me with my mace.
Bludgeoning damage.
Yes.
I like it. Go.
Yeah.
No.
Well, tell me what your total is.
The total is 7.
Yeah.
Oh, almost.
Why am
Are we
I?
looking for 8?
We're looking for 8.
I guess
I'm the guy that misses the bush. I'm that guy.
Oh, so you were like you turned around, and as it scratches at your shield, you just kind of casually swing your mace
Get
at it.
outta here.
As you're like, don't die, Nibs, don't die, Nibs. I implore you. And then you're like, oh yeah, I guess I should be hitting this thing.
Don't walk into the river, Nibs.
A great feast in the sky.
All right, the fungus's turn. It breathes its spore D4 times at Bulford the Gold 3 times.
Jeez.
We've got a 5, an 11, and a 7.
How are you the luckiest orc ever?
I'm not. I think these are just awful monsters.
Both might be true.
I mean, are we just fighting in the pantry?
Yeah, all 3 of those
You're,
could have been.
you're fighting their food.
This is the alternate
He's just
start.
This is where they grew their food.
Instead of rats, it's
We'll be
pathetic plants in basement. Like,
I had considered rats, and I'm like, no, plants. What's more humiliating than fighting rats? Fighting shrubs.
I don't even want to
He's
rage.
only plant.
I don't want to rage against plants.
I know. You're like, I can't do it, man.
I can't.
Okay, Alarius, Nibs, you're still unconscious. Alarius, you're
I
up.
can't take
Alright.
this combat serious.
I kind of really want that spore there dead. At the same time, I want to kill that shrub, but I don't want to hit. How are you looking?
I'm fine.
Can you clear the back one?
I can clear the back one.
Yeah, get something off me. I'm
Now, hold
down
on. Before you make your attack roll, it's going to be partially covered by Tatiana, so you might want to move.
Yeah, I'm gonna move around.
I will move.
Just so it doesn't get the bonus AC.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right.
So you kind of come over to the side and...
Yeah. All right. No, hang on. That's been hurt. Toll the dead.
That still works.
So
You gotta go now.
No, I know. I'm just thinking if I want to make him do an intelligence check. Give me a nature check. Do you have proficiency in nature?
No, but I do have a pretty good bonus to it.
Oh, jeez.
Not that good though. That's a 6.
Okay, Toll the Dead it is. I just got a 4.
Ready?
How much damage?
That's 12.
It's necrotic, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that kills it. That works.
Ooh.
So he's going. All of a sudden, you see all the leaves just,
I just
and it just and the branches immediately, and the whole thing just crumbles.
this discordant clapping noise, and it just
and it just ages and dies right in front of Tatiana. It's like, you're just like, whoa!
Right then.
Yeah.
If that thing's not dead, I got it next round. Just give me 5 seconds.
Tatiana.
Oh, now that there's nothing behind us, I'm gonna back up. I'm just gonna use my movement actions to get back around that corner and yeah, and I think I'm gonna expend a hit dice to gain some health.
No, that's during a short rest. You do that. Yeah.
Oh, you can't just do that as a main action.
No.
Oh, I've always.
That's what older
fighters can.
You could yeah, the fighters can do that.
Oh yeah, they have second wind. That's right.
Yeah, but that's
fourth
what I'm
edition
saying.
you could
I
do
was
it as
only
an
full
action.
health with second wind.
Yeah.
So you might be thinking of older edition.
Yeah.
This one you cannot.
Oh, okay. Well,
you want to do something else then, like a cantrip of some sort?
I could chuck my dagger on my way around.
Which cantrips do you know? Do you know Vicious Mockery?
Yeah, could do that.
Plants feelings.
Yeah,
Psychic damage to the
psychic damage.
Shrubs used to be weedier.
Sentient.
Shrubs used to be weedier back in my days.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I'm gonna chuck my
weedier.
dagger at the mushroom.
That's
The mushroom?
The
Okay, go for it.
Yeah. So
It's going to have a bit of cover.
ooh, 12.
Oh, that's weird. It was right past Bolfregald and embeds itself. Now this is piercing damage, right?
Should be. Yeah, same thing. But 4.
4 damage?
Yeah.
Oh.
Still something.
All right, it goes into it. Like it kind of cleaves into it and chunks off another piece of mushroom.
Yep.
You guys are preparing like a soup.
Yeah.
Just chop, 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 chop.
Julianne.
Yeah. Okay, so that was Tatiana. Lars.
I think it's time for me to remove another bush. Oh, look at that, 21.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's it.
And I'll re-roll the 1.
You always roll 1.
14.
Nice.
Yep, you got it.
Nice.
More flock dead.
more dead
Killing all my
flock.
flock.
Oh.
There's leaves everywhere, by the way. It's like poof, all these leaves and branches.
Surrounded.
I predict the fight is over. I'm gonna lift up my banner.
Just celebrate right now.
Okay, after Lars, it's the shrubs. They're all gone. Belford de Gold.
All right. Jeez, really.
That was right? Okay.
There we go. I'm just gonna try and finish the attack, swinging at its stalk. I got a 12.
That's a hit.
Yep. 7 more damage.
That is exactly what it needed to die.
Got it right in half.
You're like chunk, and then the top just falls off. Yeah.
That's exactly what it needed to die. If it didn't have fast healing.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you'd think would do it. Okay, so you've killed all the immediate threats that you notice and can see.
Oh boy, I like the way that sounds.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look, there's so many more rooms.
Take stock. Everybody good? Aside from Nibs over there, who...
He'll live. He'll live.
Oh.
Yeah, Nibs is unconscious right now. He can only regain hit points by potions or a short rest.
Potions.
Well, we do happen to have a potion
I-
kicking around.
Yeah.
I haven't told anybody that yet.
We all saw
what's
you.
the worst?
Yeah,
thing-
they saw you pulling
Okay.
stuff out of the thing.
What's the worst thing? I'm gonna have to mind.
What's that one?
And you did spend 10 minutes going.
Looking at them like.
No, I spent 10 minutes looking at the yellow one. The other one I just kind of...
I know what it is.
Are they...
Yeah, no, everybody's aware that you have it.
Does anybody want me to use this potion on Nibs, or should we save it for later?
It looks like he's breathing.
A potion
I
use
mean,
is
I
better
think-
than using a spell.
He does look like he's breathing.
I think he's fine.
Do a medicine check.
Out of spells.
Yeah, awesome.
Exactly.
Give me a medicine check.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, you think I'm dead?
No, he's fine.
Yeah.
You just leave him here. Wake up.
I mean, we could put him in a
He's
bedroll
just
and
sleeping.
tie him to my waist.
Sorry.
Put him in my bedroll, tie it to my
just
I
waist.
don't know, man. What do
Just
you
type it in
think?
the
Should I use the
Oh,
potion, or...
I'm not gonna sully my banner.
No, I think I'll heal him. You keep the potion.
Well,
Are
it's
you sure?
You're all feeling a little beat. It is
Hang
late.
out for an hour.
I mean, you know,
We
you
could-
know,
Yeah, but if we go back upstairs and go to the priest, like, okay, well, we've killed some of them. We're gonna take a rest now.
If you think about it,
He didn't give you a time limit. He just
think
said
we
once
killed
you've
them all,
taken
no?
care of it, he'll...
But will the disease worsen if we give it overnight?
I'm guessing
Oh.
maybe.
We could just sit here for like an hour and catch our breath.
Yeah, literally, just I'm unconscious.
We're gonna get
Yeah,
attacked.
a short rest. He could spend a hit dice, right?
Yeah.
I
You're
think
gonna do that here?
and bards don't. You're not high enough level to have the healing song yet, are you?
No.
No, not yet.
The restful song.
The song of rest. Yeah. Well, we could go back outside the doors.
Yeah.
Close the doors. Have somebody watch the doors, and then just sit for an hour and just catch our breath.
Snack.
Hold the door.
How does that sound for everybody?
It's fine. I think that's a good idea.
Short rest?
Yeah.
All right.
All right, so you head back
we might
out.
need that.
Making sure we bring nibs.
Yeah, who's carrying nibs?
I'll carry Nibs.
All right.
Nice.
You're carrying nibs, and you gotta head out. You
grab him
close
by
the
the
door.
arm.
You
Come
lock,
on, little man.
you lock the door.
Time with your shield.
That might look like I'm carrying you on a plate. I don't want any confusion.
And you come back out.
Throw some mushrooms and veggies on you.
Yeah, right. And garnish
Means I
with
need my
the
inspiration back after taking a short rest.
leaves and
Just
branches.
serve you up.
Okay, so you come back out. You lock the door. And you pass a short rest just fine. If you had taken a short rest down there, I probably would have had some more shrubs come after you.
Now I hit dice.
Cool.
So now what you can do, just to you can spend a hit die plus your constitution, and if you don't like what you got, you can roll another hit die. No, you only have one. You only have one.
We only have one.
Go ahead.
Roll the one.
Yep.
You did. Good for you.
I got 6 total, so I'm back up to 7.
I could have rolled anything. And
I haven't been hurt yet.
I don't want to use my D12 hit die.
That's a
to gain
challenge,
5
you know.
health.
Well, I feel
That's
like
a
after
challenge
we're
that
done
he just issued.
doing our
No, I'm more
down here,
surprised than anything.
I haven't been hurt yet.
Yeah.
Challenge
I will.
accepted.
Oh, look at that.
Funguses
7
for
health.
you.
Ice knife. Ice knife.
So we're gonna end here,
Oh.
but let's spend 2 more minutes. I just want to know what your intentions are, so I'm nice and prepared for next week. If we were to continue right now, what would you do next? Would you head right back in and keep fighting?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you're not gonna go somewhere and have a long rest.
No, we're
No, I
gonna go
think
back
clear
in
the
and
cellar.
I'm gonna blast everything until it dies.
Yeah, we promised to de-weed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've got 2 spells. I'm good to go.
You know, we're gonna kill some like cannibalistic cabbages.
Start a hedge fund.
I like that one. Yeah.
Start. Boom. He's here all week, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, then what we're gonna do? Did you have something? A question?
I was gonna ask, do we gain the current amount of experience for this session now?
Yes, actually. You want me to calculate that?
Look at you.
So, Awakened Shrubs are 10 experience each.
Yeah.
Wow.
Woo! So you did 6 of those.
Challenge rating 0, baby.
They were challenge rating 0. The fungus was a little harder. They're challenge rating a quarter, actually. So
Nice.
there's 2
Very well
there.
done, team.
160.
What about like 8 bandits?
Hold on, we got the bandits. There was more than 8 bandits. There was
There were like 10. There were 10 bandits and the
Four
4
bandits.
dogs.
yeah. There's 10 bandits.
Those are actually 10 bandits? Wow, they went down like
You
shovels.
killed all
I think
of them.
only-
They're challenge 1-8. So.
Only Kenny and I should get experience for the dogs.
Oh, yeah.
Excuse you.
3 dogs.
I
will
killed
kill
a
150.
dog.
I'll
Your
give you the-
reactionary
I killed
kill.
a bandit.
I'll give you the
yeah.
experience for the dog that you didn't kill as well.
Nice.
We spared its life.
Thank
That's fair.
Yeah, we
enough.
defeated it.
5s. That's
Yeah, we
610
dealt with
experience.
it.
So I'm just going to round down 100 experience each.
You just added to the stray population of the city. That's the problem.
100 each.
I know, right?
100 experience.
Yeah.
100 more. That's level 2, baby. And then I get
Thanks,
even
Mr.
more
Barker.
broken.
100.
100 experience each.
Yes.
I just need 100 more points, and then I have the power to
Any
see
other questions
the
before we
future.
finish? Yeah, 200 more.
Oh,
300
300 for
to
level
get to
2.
there,
Yeah.
All right,
That's
yes.
what I was like.
Any other questions before we finish?
Oh man.
We're gonna chat with the chat, but I want to do a
naturally,
closing for our YouTube. Okay, well, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to stay tuned. Depending on where you're watching this, if you're watching on the stream, we'll have this put out hopefully by Friday. If you're watching this on YouTube, then tune into our next stream, which will be on Tuesday, starting at 12:30 Eastern Time. And if you want to see more role-playing shows, we need your support. We really do. We need to make this work. So you can do that by becoming a Vault member, by going to miniwargaming.com/vault trial. We'll put links in the video description below, or becoming a Twitch subscriber at our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/miniwargaming. So we will see you next week. Happy role-playing.
Happy role playing.